this come from?
Mine's got one too.
It's the first time I've heard it. That's heartbreaking.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Geek First Podcast. I am the Clown Prince of Podcasts, the #1 Kyle Ren fanboy, Travis Snell.
I think he's putting
Oh,
you.
no.
Okay.
Just go, Taylor.
I'm the golden Taylor Field of Fields. Taylor
Nice.
Fields.
I think you've done that every year. I'm not even going to lie.
Maybe.
The golden.
I am your friendly neighborhood caster, Kirklin Patzer.
Nice. I am the bringer of balance, Dylan Musk. Before we hop into this, I wanted to say a couple of quick words about Neil Peart. At the time of recording this, it was just announced today that Neil Peart passed away. He is the drummer and lyricist of Rush, and he's a very important person for me. I feel like Rush is kind of the band that got me more into music on a deeper level, like over a decade ago probably. And a big part of that is because of Neil Peart. I mean, his drumming is one of a kind, but also just his lyrics are just forever. There's so much depth there. You can just break it down and try to understand it all, from like philosophical topics to just like basic life stuff. So he is one of the most important musicians of all time, and it was very sad to hear the news today. Glad I got to see him live a few years ago, and he killed it. I've never seen anyone go as hard as he did in concert. Even like on their break, he just like went off for like 15 minutes on the drum, just doing a drum solo. Like just an insane level of talent. And even reading his book as well, he's just such a wise and interesting fellow. And I was very sad to hear the news today. So I just wanted to say a quick word from my man Neil Peart. Rest in peace.
Yeah, shout out to all the fans, his friends, and especially his family. You know, it's I'm not a big Rush fan as you, but I'm a fan, so that's always a tough
big
thing.
Canadian,
yeah.
Canadian cultural importance. So
Yeah, I love Rush.
Taylor, you have anything to say?
Just my.
It's like I'm more of an EDM guy.
No, don't do me like this. Drummers everywhere.
No, a lot of my friends. One of my best friends growing up, like he's a drummer, and he's just, he's totally into that kind of lifestyle, and so that's how I kind of like connected into that kind of world a little bit, and just it's very, very sad, and best wishes to his friends and family. So.
Yeah.
So to try and get us out of that topic, you know what? We do have lots of things to look forward to in 2020. We got lots of stuff. If you're listening to this, you've now seen our big reveal as far as what's happening in 2020. So that's good. If not, go back, watch the video. It's fun. I made that. There's a podcast that we should probably record after this.
Oh, yeah.
We're doing a different timeline hopping. It's going to be a quick one, but we're doing lots of stuff in Patreon for 2020. So that's what you want to do. A dollar amount that gets you every single cast we do that's on the stream here, but ad-free, nothing that gets in the way. It just boom in your ear holes. The $5 level, we're doing commentary tracks the entire year. They're kind of be bi-monthly, and they're going to be just exclusive to Patreon. So check out our other commentary tracks. Yeah, I think you'll enjoy them. But the very first one before Birds of Prey comes out, we're doing a commentary track for Suicide Squad. So I think that's going to be very interesting. That's going to be lots of fun. It's a controversial movie here. So please, if you want any of the stuff we just laid out, and there's going to be other stuff exclusive to Patreon too, either early cast, after 9. So you get bang for your buck. We're going to be really emphasizing Patreon this year because we want to grow this channel. There's so many times you guys tweet us, oh, we wish you'd do this, do that. We want to do it all, but that's why we got to grow this. Like, that's why we thank you again for last year. You got the mics for us. You got us new light bulbs, everything like that. That's all because of
Literally
you. So
keeping the lights on.
everything that we make here goes back in the cast. So that's why for the people that have supported us Patreon so long, they're going to get some exclusive stuff. So you're going to want to go there, check out the video. The whole thing's there, but the first one's Suicide Squad. So that should be, it's going to be an interesting cast.
I still have not seen that movie once since theaters, so it will be something
Neither have
special.
I.
Do you
Really?
own Suicide Squad?
You haven't
Is it
seen
a 10
it?
out of 10 movie to you?
What? That is mind-boggling to me. Kirkland, that makes sense. I'm shocked that you have not seen this movie again.
I also
shit.
think because the
baffles
only
me.
version I own of it is the extended cut, so I think we might actually do that. You guys can see some
Oh.
unseen Jared Leto Joker scenes.
Is grip hooking it more, or grip, or fucking
Slipknot is not.
Slipknot?
No. So you want to check that out, and the other thing you want to do is please subscribe on our video and audio feeds. Thank us. I don't know what I was saying there. Thank you for the people that have already, but please do that. We're pumped out lots of stuff for audio and video. Gauntlet will be coming back very soon. Dylan, how you feeling against Briggs?
Oh God, yeah. Briggs is. I mean, he's been a champ for like 2 years, and I got the belt, and I will self-admittedly say in a pretty suspect way. So I think for me to truly earn or feel like I've earned that belt, I think I have to beat him. I think. I mean, I'm worried because he kind of beat me last time. But we've had great matches throughout the years, so I think it'll be fun to revisit that because it's been over 2 years since we've played, I think.
It has been, since that last stream. Yeah, because, some people, I bet, in the Gauntlet are kind of like, oh, why is it Briggs get another shot? There's a contenders match. Everyone calm down. The reason is just because Dylan and Tyler Briggs are tied 2 apiece, and I want to see, because I gotta, as somebody that's the chairman, I'm taking a step back this year as commentator. Yeah, team champs, that won't last forever. You know, you don't know what's gonna happen, but I need to always find out who's the GOAT in the gauntlet, and I need that question answered. So that's why I think the 2 people that are in contention for that is Dylan Muss and Tyler Briggs. You look at their resume, so that's why. Well, I'm sorry. This is why you twisted on the stream. You tried to be like, oh, Dylan, he's trying to make a cash on you. The reason I don't think you cashed on Dylan's main title, because I don't think you can win the main title. I really don't.
Ooh.
Because the team title, there's 3 teams. You and Taylor could have easily found a way to become a contender. But you had a chance to take Dylan Muss. He was tired. He just won a whole tournament. But no, you didn't. So
This guy's salty that you guys have a belt and he doesn't.
I get it. The
as-
wounds are still fresh.
I know. As the chairman, I can just sit back and say, we'll see. You got to win a 4-way now. You got to beat Jessica, Clinton,
I love 4-ways.
Dylan. Who knows? But we
I love a
got
good
tons of
4-way.
fun stuff for the audio and video, so please tune in. A fun thing that's happening right now is Golden Geeks. This is our version of the Oscars. Who knows what happened at the Oscars, because we're taping this before. Check out, I'm sure I did something there.
When are the Oscars this year?
February 7th. Yeah,
So this will be out before the Oscars.
No, I meant the noms.
Oh, the noms.
The noms
Right.
drop this Monday for our timeline. So
Sick.
that's out there. I'll be covering that. And then, yeah, so what this is we do, you can check out our decade one we just did, and you can go vote because we do a fan choice. So how this works is, and this is it's like our Oscars. We have a bunch of categories. Us 4 are going to decide a best film, best actress, actor, all this sort of stuff. And then there's 2 things. One, as a group, we decide who is the winner. If we need a tiebreaker, we do go to the fans. But you guys also decide the separate fan choice that's on the Facebook. Also go there because soon in February there'll be another poll. But you guys get to vote on the winners. And it's always controversial. We've seen some people chirping at our decades one. But that's why you go and vote. Are you mad Harley Quinn's getting all these votes? Well, head over there and vote. So what do you guys want to start with today as far as the category?
Well, I just want to quickly throw out the movies for the fans so they know what's kind of eligible here.
Well, that's
So-
quite, because I thought it was the hand raise of someone's going to bring up movie if it's eligible or not. Because we're doing it, like you said, Gold Geeks, the decade a little differently, right?
I don't understand what you're saying.
So weren't we doing that, like, if someone had a movie they brought up on the spot, we were deciding if it was eligible or not?
I didn't know that, but
Okay,
I didn't know that, but
I didn't
well,
know
never
that.
mind. We'll just
Yeah.
we'll just skip it. We'll talk about these movies when they come up, I guess.
We've opened the field
I'll do this.
year.
I'll give you the categories so I don't sound like I'm totally worthless. So if you've been following, we're
You're
doing
not
the same
worthless.
categories as last year.
First 2-time gauntlet champ right there.
Yeah, I mean, it's a very highly acclaimed award. So we're doing the same categories as last year, minus we had like a Geek First Moment / meme category last year. Didn't really turn out how we wanted it to, so we're doing all of them except for that. So the categories are Best Actor, Best Actress, Best Supporting Actor, Best Supporting Actress, Best Movie, Best Villain, Best Scene, Best Score, Best Cinematography / Visual, so just kind of a mashup there, and Worst Movie, and I believe, and Most Anticipated at the end. We're going to do that.
That won't be easy because check out our movie
We
preview.
kind of did that with our movie preview.
We'll just throw
so.
that together. And same thing with score, kind of doubles as best soundtrack
that's
too.
what I was. Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
we've debated that a few times, and then last year we just put them together because it's
Yeah.
easier that
well,
way.
yeah, I wanted to ask that as well because, like, for something like The Lighthouse, let's just pull that for example. There's not really music in it, but like, would that still be eligible for like just the sounds that it has?
I
and
mean,
the
you can
ambiance,
nominate
or
anything
no?
as long as you make a case for it.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
that's the way
Okay.
I see
Got to
it.
make the case.
And then if you did watch our of the decade one, you notice that we did 10 noms. For Golden Geeks
Yeah.
of the year, we just do 5 noms just to make it a little bit more intense. If we did 10, then there really wouldn't be much discussion, I don't think.
no,
So
it'd be pretty quick
Yeah.
and simple. Yeah.
So let's get. Where do you guys want to start? I rewatched our one from last year, and we started with the best movie right away. I don't want to do that
I
at
don't
all.
want to do that.
I feel like we save that till the end or near the end.
I think to drop us in here, we start with best cinematography.
Okay. You guys want to start with cinematography, visuals?
No.
What?
No, really?
I think you got to start with a juicy
I
one.
say
I
we
think you got to do one of the actor ones.
I
Start
want to
with-
say the
start with
girls,
actors?
actresses.
Yeah,
Okay.
don't start with worse either. That's not a bad one,
All
not
right.
good way.
We'll start with best actresses.
Best
yeah,
actresses.
best
yeah.
actresses. Okay, so I'm gonna throw one out here because who do we got? I'm gonna throw out the obvious one, and some of these are gonna be a little crossover from the decades one, but that just happens, and that's because someone was a good year. And also the decade ones, the winners will be revealed the same time we reveal the winners for this. So you're gonna get a big cast with us talking about the winners. I'm gonna throw out the obvious, Lupita Nyong'o for Us.
Yes.
Came out this
Second
year,
it.
beginning of February.
Thank
Yep.
you.
And that's how it works too, is because there's 4 of us, you need 3 votes. So that would be myself and Kirklin and Dylan just backed it. If it's 2, then not so much. And we might have to debate, but there's some stuff we might have to coin flip. Dylan's not a
I
fan
hate
of
the coin flip. Well, it only went my way once in the whole decade cast. Awful. I'm gonna throw up Florence Pugh as Danny Arter. I can't remember her last name. As Danny from Midsommar.
That's funny. I didn't even know her name in the movie, but I'm gonna back
It's
that.
Danny.
I will back it. Taylor, would
Is it
you have
Denny?
backed it?
I'd have backed it.
Okay.
She is phenomenal in that movie. Some may argue the best part.
I don't think there's any argument there. I don't know who's arguing she's not the best part. That person's a madman then.
Who's next? Who's else? Who else has one?
Just go circle.
I accidentally just deleted my notes.
All
So
of
I got
them?
it back. I'm going to nominate Anna de Armas, Knives Out.
I will agree.
Taylor?
I'd agree.
I knew I'd get Dylan.
Well, Taylor gave like a little.
She's pretty good. She was pretty good. And I'm gonna throw out Karen Gillan as Nebula.
Yeah, I will support it because you brought up that she's not as supporting, so I will back that because I also have a.
Yeah, that was actually something I wanted to talk about right away for Endgame. Who's in what category, right?
Yeah.
Like,
Well,
that's
I
gonna
think
be
for
tough.
ladies, like it's probably just gonna be Nebula and I would say Black Widow. Like, where do you guys put both of them? Because I put Nebula in supporting. I don't put her in main.
I had Black Widow in supporting.
I had her Black Widow supporting too because she died off so
Yeah.
early. And spoilers for every 2019 big movie.
Yeah, after.
So, yeah.
Everyone's seen
I'd
fucking
be
Endgame.
inclined. Like, I'm okay with both of them being in like main, but I mean, if I had to pick one to go to supporting, I'd choose Black Widow just because Nebula takes us in, you know, with the intro with Tony Stark, and like
Yeah.
she's in it heavily throughout the whole thing. And
She also disappears for large swaths of that
Because
movie.
she gets kidnapped, yeah.
Because
does
like
get
even then, like
kidnapped,
when they do the
yeah.
time travel sequence, like her sequence with Rhodey is like really quick, right? It's like
Yeah.
5 minutes, and then the
Yeah.
rest of them that's like an hour of the movie. I want to say.
Mhm.
So I see her clearly in supporting, but where do you go, Travis?
I had her in support in the decade, and then Taylor brought that up, and I can kind of waver either way. I see a side for both because if you're looking at lead female,
so
but
you think Taylor? You think
but-
lead?
yeah, if I had to
we're
pick,
talking about just Nebula right now.
yeah,
right?
if
Just
I had to
Nebula?
pick like a
Okay.
lead female, I'd say she was definitely it. So.
And then Kirklin, where do you?
Well, I wanted to
stand?
ask, out of that movie, who would be the leading female? Because there was a few. Would it be like? I mean, I'm very wavering.
Well,
as
we had this
I'm very
discussion
borderline.
too when we talked about Once and
Let's
Lighthouse.
just talk
right?
about all of Endgame right now. Like who's
Okay.
where? I think.
Just review
I
the
think
whole
I think
movie.
Downey and Evans, and I don't even know if I have both of them there, but I think those are two leads clearly, and then I
Yeah,
think
and then
every
everyone
male
else is
after that
supporting.
is kind of supporting.
Okay.
I think for female, I think for us we got to decide. I think Nebula and Black Widow are either both lead and both supporting.
I think they're both supporting. I don't think either of them. The movie focuses on them or their journey.
I don't know, because I mean, I
That's
see it
tough.
definitely being Nebula's journey, because you know you see her go through so much change, and then her converting Gamora over, and then her
Yeah.
or her copy.
But the thing is, you also have
coming into
to
play.
account for like a lot of what her screen time is in that movie is her like another version of her as like a villain.
Yeah, that's true.
So it's like it's not even just focused on her story.
But
like,
I,
I feel
think
like
that
all
is
of
because
Nebula-
it's
yeah.
a lot of change, and then it just goes to boot even more. You know, best
Yeah.
actress Karen Gillan
Okay,
being
well-
able to portray two different
So
versions of herself.
we're in different camps.
It's
Where
already
are
on the
you?
table.
Where are you, Kirkland?
I was very on the middle. I think I was leaning more on the supporting side, though.
Okay, so you're supporting Travis. It's up to you then. Is she in supporting, or we're gonna flip a coin on it? I don't really care either way. So.
I honestly would flip the coin because not just for the meme, just because I have.
Oh great, we're
yeah.
starting off the first fucking thing with a goddamn coin
Because I
flip.
think both Taylor makes points about the growth, but then Dill makes points about the screen time and like the evil Nebula.
Yeah.
And I think ScarJo, same thing. She is the lead until she dies, and then she's
Yeah.
gone for over an hour and a half, right?
No,
so
exactly.
what do you guys? So we flip it. Whatever I reveal is the choice. So heads will be supporting, tails will be lead.
Okay.
Here we go.
This is how we do it here at
That-
Geek First.
That's
how
a
they do it at the
reflip,
Oscars,
Last year,
actually.
last year we had 6
Reflip.
people for the Golden Geeks. It made it much easier to make these decisions, but now, it's different.
Okay, heads it's supporting. So they're
you
both in
remind
support.
me of Cuba
Okay.
Gooding Jr. in Rat Race with the coin flip.
Oh,
is,
hey.
is that heads?
Yeah,
no,
yeah,
it's tails.
yeah. So they're both in supporting. So controversial choice. Let us know in the comments if you disagree. But I don't know. It's
Yeah.
either way. So
Yeah,
okay. So that
I'll throw. I have a couple more. I'll throw out Tessa Thompson as Agent M in Men in Black International. I don't think Travis has seen this movie.
I did.
Okay.
I
Oh,
would
you
not
did?
back. No, I have that movie somewhere in the Golden Geeks.
I'll probably
I'm-
give it a no.
I'm gonna know. Yeah, I'm gonna give it a no.
Fair
Not
enough.
that it's her fault. Just I don't know. The movie just didn't really work.
Yeah, 'cause
out.
I still think she's a really fun character to follow. She has a lot of charisma,
Yeah.
and she has great chemistry with Chris. Fucking Hemsworth. I forgot his last name. I was about to say Chris
fucking
Evans.
Hemsworth.
Yeah. So I mean, I think she like. I don't know. I haven't seen the other Men in Black, right? So if you look at it comparatively, maybe it's a terrible movie. For me, I thought it was a fine movie. I think she was really good in it.
Yeah.
You know.
Fair enough.
I was debating that movie so hard last night. I mean, I'll back it. Yeah, I think it's just two.
I mean,
of
this
us.
is just the nomination phase, so it's not like she'll be locked in there.
Yeah,
so.
that's true. So,
But
I'll,
it's
I'll
just
back
us, so I guess it's not
it. Yeah,
happening.
okay.
Is this a coin flip then to put it in?
Well,
Because
no.
you were no, I was no. and
No,
you
the
were yes,
contenders
you were
is
yes.
different.
There
We're
has to
only
be
coin
three,
flipping
right?
for the final decision.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
because
That's
we'd
the
coin
last
flip.
case scenario, Taylor.
Is this your first
Oh,
rodeo?
Why are you wanting to flip another coin in the first 5 minutes?
He wants two
Enough
coins
of
going.
this.
I'm gonna throw out Brie Larson for Captain Marvel.
Whoa, you gotta go again, eh? We don't go clockwise.
He didn't get to go in the first place. Dylan just.
It really,
stepped
we
in.
That is
really
true.
never have we done this clockwise thing. I think it's better as like a fucking rumble.
Okay,
Well, I'm just throwing up Brie Larson,
Fucking
Captain
Marvel.
Marvel.
I'll back it.
I'll back it.
Taylor, would you have backed that?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we know your history. Go check the bloopers. I put in the whole 5-minute rant about Taylor hating Captain Marvel.
I'm gonna throw
Nuking
in
planets.
Daisy Ridley, Rise of Skywalker.
I'll back
I'll
it.
back it. Dylan, would you have backed that
Yeah.
one?
Maybe.
Dylan says maybe.
He would have flipped a coin.
yeah.
I'm gonna throw out Jessica Chastain as Beverly Marsh.
No. I cannot second
Jessica
it.
Chastain. Wait, who's this character? Sorry, what movie?
It Chapter 2.
It's tough because she's good in it,
She
and
is good. Yeah,
I'll back it as a contender for now.
I'll back it.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay,
there you
I really
so
like
it's up
her.
there for
go.
now.
Mm.
Because again, Taylor always made this point with villains too. Taylor's best point of the
Is that
podcast
Dassy?
ever. That this for me is always more like when we get to villain, that's like the best screen villain. But this I always go by like actual acting and performance, and she is good in that movie. Is the movie the best? Maybe not. My last one, actually, someone else go because I don't have her name.
We've exhausted all mine.
I'm gonna make so this one is gonna be a stretch, and I highly doubt that. And Kirklin has not seen this movie, so this is just for Taylor and Travis. We'll see what
Okay.
they think about this. I'm gonna nominate Zoe Margaret Coletti. She is the main character in Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. An awful movie, but I think it would legitimately be like a 1 or a 0 out of 10 without her. With her, it becomes like maybe a 4 or a 5. Like she has emotional scenes in that movie. She has to bawl her eyes out. I think she's great at that. I think she does a really good job for how awful that movie is, how bad the script is, how terrible the co-lead is. Like he is one of the worst actors I've ever seen. Sorry to you out there, my friend. But I think she showed that she has really good chops. And like if I saw she was casting in some other big movie, I'd be like, oh, sweet. I know she's a good actress.
It's a good impression she left on you.
Taylor.
Yeah.
I'd be inclined to support that.
I'll support it for now. I do worry you're gonna erase it real quick, but I'll support it for now.
It's on the board.
Okay, it's on the board. My last one that I will shout after Dylan Must has done writing that, I would shout out Kylie Curran, the girl in Doctor Sleep, the little girl, Abra Stone.
Yes, I 100% back that.
I think if you think
I
every
she's phenomenal.
every
in that.
year we've kind of nominated a child actor because they're doing really well. So I
Yeah.
think she is very good. I think she holds her own with Ewan McGregor, who's a good actor.
Totally.
Kylie Curran. If you want, I have it on IMDb if you want to look at spell it.
That's funny because I think I was like thinking about adding that on the list.
Or
but I was
C-U-R
probably falling
Ran.
asleep because it's just getting late.
Yeah,
But,
I think she's really
I think
good.
she was really good in it.
She was
She's
amazing.
somebody that I hope they do like with X-Men coming up and young people.
Yeah.
Like she's somebody that was prime, just like great acting. And I love that kid acting now is not like, oh boy, it's
No,
all
totally.
really good. So that's all the ones I have for best
Yeah.
actress of 2019.
The only one I had, you guys kind of shut down, Tessa Thompson.
I wanted to ask. I have Naomi Scott on my list, but would that be supporting?
for
what,
Aladdin?
Aladdin?
Yeah,
It
I
would
had her,
definitely
I have her
lead.
too. I definitely
it would be lead.
back you
Okay,
up
Yeah.
well
on
I'm gonna
She was amazing.
throw that
in
one out there then.
You liked her, didn't you, in that movie?
Don't hit my bias.
Yeah, you did. Be biased.
I'll give it to her for now
Yeah.
as a contender. She is really charismatic. She's good in that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, because most of you guys haven't seen it, but I was just gonna shout out Samara Weaving.
No, you should have made that your movie. You should have watched because
Yeah.
I've already seen
Movie?
that. Ready or not.
Make a case for it quickly. 5-second case.
5-second case.
10-second case.
She's being hunted by everyone that she thought was her family on her wedding night, and she actually just delivers being this person on the hunt, and just you root
I'll back
for
it
her.
if you back Tessa Thompson.
Deal. I'll back Tessa.
So you need to get someone else in play.
I've
though.
seen her in the
I'm
trailer.
Not,
I
I'm
thought
not
she looked good in the
backing
trailer.
Samara Weaving. I haven't seen it. That
If
would be
Kirkland
bad
can
of
agree
me.
to do both of those, then you got yourself a deal.
Kirkland, I think you should back Tessa Thompson and Samara Weaving because she's outstanding. It's one of those character roles that you just you see the girl just getting beat down and getting like kicked to the curb. And it's like you're rooting for her and she comes out on top.
Is there a good emotional scene where she has good crying? Doesn't look like someone gave her Visine before the scene.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay, I'll allow it. I have spoken.
Classic
And you want
Golden
Tessa
Geeks.
Thompson on there too?
I guess so. I thought it was
Yeah.
a buy one get one no matter what.
Ready or not?
Ready or not?
Ready or not.
Here
I
I come.
come. Gonna
You
find.
can. Oh yeah, the Fugees. Let's go.
Mhm.
Yeah,
There's a
Tessa
great.
Thompson.
Have you
Contender.
heard the
Remix version?
Yeah,
It's
they
really
used
good.
for the Mission Impossible trailer. So great.
Maybe not.
Yeah, Mission Impossible.
Yeah, good job.
Okay, I think that's our
Best of-
final
That's
contenders.
that's all mine.
Okay, I think
Yeah,
it's
I've
easier
exhausted my
this
list.
route to do the locks, and I think the two locks were the first two that got nominated in Lupita Nyong'o and Florence Pugh, both because they're great actresses, but they
Uh-huh.
also made it to the decade one, which is pretty impressive. I think those are, in my opinion,
I agree.
I
with
Those
back
are
those.
made
I
a
back
lot,
those
so
locks.
boom.
What about you, Taylor? Head nod.
I will give them my back.
Sorry, for
okay.
locking, does it have to be 3 or unanimous?
Yeah, three.
Three.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Majority.
Majority.
Okay, so my next lock is gonna be obvious, but it's gonna be Anna de Armas.
I am backing that, honestly.
We had her for the fucking decade. Okay,
She-
if you're not trying to put her in this year, you're fucking nuts.
She's a
and you don't
phenomenal
believe in the
actress.
integrity of the Golden Geeks.
She had amazing, like, emotional scenes in that
Well,
movie.
then-
When,
that
when
would apply to you because I said, oh, we didn't put Chris Hemsworth in the lead actor. And you went, whatever. He won the award. We didn't even put him lead acting for the decade.
No, that's not how it works.
Oh, yeah.
No, that's
yeah,
not how it
yeah,
works.
yeah.
But, like, that scene when she thinks that, spoiler alert, I guess we're
Yeah,
doing that.
spoilers are always-
Spoilers are open.
Like when the main dude's down, or the how, whatever the fuck his name is, the old dude, when
The
he's
old
dying
man.
and she thinks that she killed him, basically.
Yeah.
That emotional scene,
yeah,
that is some of the best acting I've seen.
I think a big thing for me was just because of the way they did the trailers, where I don't think she has a single line in any of the trailers. So I thought she was gonna be like some minor character, but she
Mhm.
ended up being the lead of that movie, and she
Mhm.
fucking. I'm not gonna say she carried it because I think the movie's just solid all around, but
Yeah.
I think she did great as.
I think I
pretty
would
stoked
argue
on
she
that
carried it.
Marta. Taylor, what do you think?
She is the lead.
Sorry, which character are you talking about right now?
What? You don't know who I'm talking about?
Martha from Knives Out.
Oh,
Knives Out, the lead.
Chundin.
Um,
Chundi.
I mean, it's hard for me right now because I'm like my attention was waving to like a couple other contenders.
So you're not
I
ready to
don't
do
know.
it yet.
I feel like I'm not ready to commit to that
You're allowed
yet.
to.
And Travis.
I wouldn't qualify Knives Out as Golden Geeks.
But it's on the
you
list.
three. I know, but that I still
Like, we need to be consistent, right? Like, if a movie's on the list, then you have to be able to take it into account,
well,
right?
No, not if I didn't vote for it because we said.
Oh, no, that's super sus,
No,
dude.
it's- no,
it's
it's-
on the list.
I didn't back it. You three did. You can go back. I
Oh,
said,
come
Taylor, what do you
on.
think? And same thing with the decade. I had not seen Knives Out, so I said it's up to you three. I still go with the old time because of three things. One, I want more movies to get in there, and I think the wider Golden Geeks get. Something like Hereditary and Wreck-It Ralph last year, I don't think would have made it in, so that's why I'm still narrow. Also, the more movies we add, it's like the Ready or Not, where we go, oh, we haven't seen it. And three is just I go for what was more on the fan base. I don't think Knives Out is a geek movie in my sort of sense. If you three look at it and you decide you think that's the best, you do that.
Was your selling point on just it being a geek movie because it's like murder mystery?
My case is that the term geek is just
Very loose.
it doesn't have a definition,
Yeah.
right?
That's
Like
true. Yeah.
what are we? We're the Geek Verse. We cover geek content. We did a
Mhm.
review of Knives Out. We cover all these other movies too. So like there is no definition of what geek is.
No, for sure.
Like you could ask
I was just
anyone, there
curious,
is no
yeah.
definition. Like I don't think horror movies are necessarily a geek thing. We just
True.
put them in there because we like them. So that's my kind of case for that.
All right.
But-
So we're hesitant on Anna de Armas right now. My want for lock is actually Daisy Ridley. For
We'll
Rise of
support
Skywalker.
that. I want that too.
I can't agree with that
'Kay.
because it's just such a poorly written movie that it's hard for me to give it to her for
But
that.
this isn't best movie. This is best.
It's a
actress.
lock.
No,
for
but
me.
it's
It is a lot.
but
Oh, it's a
it's-
lock.
It's a lock for
Okay.
me.
And I knew he was going to say that, but that's my thing is that like your performance can only be as good as like the lines you're given to read
Yeah.
at some degree, and like it's just such a poorly written movie.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, I think she just raises up the content of the script, and I think it's her
Yeah.
best performance out of the three. Because Force Awakens, she's really good. Last Jedi, I feel like Adam Driver is the driving force, pun intended, and then double
Well,
pun.
That same kind of thought process could apply to like the Scary Stories actress, right? Like it was a bad movie, but like what she did
Yeah.
helped bring it up. And
Yeah, I think she's great. Like the way maybe we should like cut some people out because I don't know if there's another lock. Do you guys have any other like I obviously have Anna de Armas. That's probably my only lock. Like the fifth slot for me is kind of up in the air right now.
Yeah, I would agree.
Do you guys want to cut some people
Let's
out
cut
of here?
some people. So what about her?
I would cut Samara
What about
and
Tessa
Tessa Thompson. If they come together, they go together.
I mean, I don't need to do that right now. Like I'd cut Brie Larson personally,
back
Captain
you.
Marvel.
I'm not backing that. I
No.
think
I'll back her.
I like her. I think she is. If we go
I
back
like
to-
her too.
If you go
I
back
didn't
to
say
our,
I didn't.
I know, but
I
if you
just
go
said I'm
back to
gonna
our
cut her.
review, we all just said that we praised her quite a bit. I still feel
Yeah.
the same. I think I maybe enjoyed the movie a little less than when I first saw it, but not to the extent where I'm like, oh man, she was
Yeah.
bad, the movie was bad. So I'm not ready to cut. She's not a lock for me, but I'm not ready to cut her.
Okay. How about this, Jessica Chastain? Give me one good scene of hers. I can't even think of one.
I just think even her intro scene when she's with her abusive husband or whatever, just that whole level of just suspense and the emotion kind of backing in, just seeing the damage on her character and how she's taken the Bev that we got to see in the first chapter, basically kind of she takes that character and just delivers on being the adult version of that and embodying how this person, this kid, looked like life was going to get better for her, but she ended up just falling back into like that pot. So,
Kirklin, where are you on Chastain?
I'm willing to cut her. I think she's great. I'm a big fan of her, like in general, but other than like some of those like heavy scenes that are like, it's not even just her acting that carries it. It's just like how like intense the scene is, like with her and her abusive husband or
what
whatever
about
it
with
is.
like the old granny?
See, I wouldn't give her best
like cut
best
for me.
performance. Yeah, it's cut for you. It's cut for me.
Not
cutting
that I think she's
Chastain?
bad.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
not that I
cut.
think she's bad.
I
What
don't think
is-
she's bad, but yeah.
Zoe Mark, what is what's that first word?
Scary
Yeti?
stories.
I'm trying to remember her last name, Kaleti.
Oh, okay.
That's
I
a really
thought it
far
was
reach for
Yeti.
me over
Yeah.
there.
I was like, what movie did
I
I
was
not
like
got on there?
Jedi.
Yeah.
Skin. Okay.
Okay.
I would cut. I mean, I haven't seen Aladdin or Ready or Not. So where do you guys stand? Like, sorry, but Ready or Not, no one's seen it.
So
Yeah.
personally, for me, what I'm kind of thinking as my last two picks
Would she be a lock for you?
Doctor Sleep and Aladdin. I think Naomi Scott was just.
Oh, so not
fantastic.
Samara
Oh.
Weaving.
So
Can we get rid of her then?
Yeah. Both these. Eh?
I think I would vote to get Tessa Thompson. Yeah, I've seen Mine in Black.
she's
we can cut her.
Yeah.
she's good chemistry.
They came
They're
together. They went together.
contenders, so
Good
they were
job.
nominated.
Honestly, yeah, I would back that for a lock. The Dr. Sleep pick. I know it's early.
I can't do that.
Okay,
No.
that's fair.
I think she's really good in the movie. But I think there's two people who are clearly better than her in that movie.
But they could come up later on too.
Yeah.
you
They
know?
certainly could, but when I look at it like as the movie itself, I feel like there's better performances in
So-
that one movie alone.
I'll give you this: if you lock in Doctor Sleep, I'll lock in Ana de Armas.
Then you have yourself a deal.
Because I like Brie Larson a lot.
Ooh.
I defend her. I don't like how much hate she gets. If you read comics, she does a great job. I think
great.
she's gonna be like Chris Evans. She's gonna get better and better as the roles go on. But if you're looking at performances, and it sounds weird because the little girl, but like I think there's a bit more emotional stuff in Doctor Sleep for that little girl
Yeah.
too. It's a
And
scary
she's-
story.
She sold those scenes too.
Yeah, the scary story girls. Dylan's right. That movie's awful, but she's a really good job. But I don't know if she's stronger than those two. And Naomi
Yeah.
Scott is very charismatic. I think if this year was even weaker, then I'd put her in. But I always tend to lean more emotional than I
Right.
do for charisma.
Yeah,
so
me too.
those are my
So-
locks. Would be Doctor Sleep and Ana de Armas. and
I would
Margot.
back both of those. I would.
whatever.
Okay,
I'm
so
down.
it comes
Not
down
bad.
to Taylor
Not
because
bad.
Taylor, you want to back Naomi Scott. So
Um,
if we cut that, then we can take away his life. I'm just kidding.
Well,
Well,
if we-
it doesn't matter what I vote because you guys all agreed on the same.
Yeah,
two,
well, where
so-
you said you had two. What are your two? Sorry.
my two were Doctor Sleep and Aladdin.
So we can lock
Okay.
this no matter what.
So can
Yeah.
everyone agree to lock Anna de Armas and Kylie Curran?
I do. Taylor won't, but I do, and it's a
I do.
majority.
well,
I do
mean,
as well,
It's
and then you
majority,
do,
so,
so, yeah.
I'll agree with Knives Out.
do it.
so.
We know that's how the deals work. You know,
Yeah.
you get fucked sometimes.
So
So
if you get voted off an island, it's like, well, I guess I agree with
Fucking
it.
read.
You have no choice. You have to.
All right. So here are our 5 nominees: Lupita Nyong'o. I looked up her name.
Is it
actually, I
Nyong'o?
believe this is how it's spelled. I looked it up
But there's
because
an
I felt
O.
bad that on the Decade Cast I messed her name up.
Would it be Nyong'o or Nyong'ga if there's an O at the end?
I don't
I
know,
think it's Nyong'o.
but I think this is how it's at least spelled.
'Kay.
So
That is
from,
definitely how you spell
from
it.
us. Character's name. Can't remember the character's name. I just watched the movie.
I
my
think
bad.
her name's Us.
Her name's us. Florence Pugh as Danny in Midsummer. Anna de Armas as Marta in Knives Out. Daisy Ridley as Ray. Yeah, that's right. Ray in Rise of Skywalker.
Ray Skywalker.
And-
Guess what? Spoilers. They fucking kissed her and Kylo Ren.
And Kylie Curran as. Do we know the character's name? Do you remember?
Abra Stone, because remember Abracadabra.
Yeah.
Abra in Doctor Sleep.
Okay. Do we want to do the females for supporting?
Or let's go
do
dudes.
males.
Let's get the sausages in here.
Playing with
Sausage
the
fest.
boys. Best actress is done. Taylor,
Best
because you know what? You got Ridley on there, so don't be mad. You know, that was the lock.
No, but I got brutally massacred.
You're
in there.
brutally what?
Massacred.
Oh, I think you said masturbated.
Oh.
So it didn't go that well.
brutally massacred.
Taylor, you start us off because you just got
My
masturbated.
list was on there. I'm happy.
On that.
let's
Start us
go.
off. Best actor
go.
of 2019
Best actor.
contenders.
Contender. I mean, I feel like a lot of our picks and nominations are going to be probably very similar. In
I
this
think-
So
sense.
I think
just to
they're very
clarify,
similar.
Chris Evans and Robert Downey in Endgame count as leading. Everyone else is supporting.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just to lay that out there.
So I'm gonna drop
Assuming those get on
Will
the list.
Smith as Genie.
Okay. I haven't seen it. So
Wait, so this is main actors, right?
Yeah.
I had him as supporting.
Really?
Yeah.
I did too.
Yeah.
Oh fuck
Okay.
me. Okay. Well,
you-
I'm
are
just
you
gonna
okay with
throw.
that?
Yeah, why not? Adam Driver's Kylo Ren.
I back it.
I do not.
Oh no!
You
what?
don't back it?
Nope.
He was so good.
I'm not gonna back it yet. We can come back to
I
it.
personally think he took a back
Well, we
seat
can't come
in
back
this
to it if
film
it's
compared to Last
contenders.
Jedi.
Sure we can.
Really?
Wow.
This is the Golden
Yep.
Geeks. We can do it.
No, I was debating on this one for a while last night, and yeah, I like maybe supporting actor. I don't know.
Oh, I'm gonna remember this one.
Do you think he's lead actor in that one?
Who is? If you look at actors, who's the lead?
Palpatine.
He's not. The, I think he's
Okay.
still the lead actor.
That's fair. Can we go
Oscar
back to
Isaac
this one?
probably has
Can
more
we come
screen
back-
time.
Yeah, I just feel like he
Or
has such a
Finn.
back role in this film compared to, especially that you throw that mask on him. I don't know.
It's fair enough. I guess it's the back half of you got the great scene with Harrison Ford and
Yeah.
everyone fucking.
Yeah.
What's trending every day right now? The Ben Solo challenge. When he's Ben Solo, he transforms.
What is the
into
Ben
a-
Solo challenge?
It's
mean?
like the
It's
The curtsy
it's,
thing?
You film yourself getting a lightsaber and then you do the curtsy. But
Uh.
he becomes so good and so charismatic as Ben.
I'll
Solo.
back if you guys give me a point that you're gonna vote for something I choose later. You gotta promise me that.
Yeah. I'll make that deal right
Okay,
now.
I get it in
I
writing.
think I can get convinced. Okay, throw him on there at least
He's on.
for the nom, because
I also think
you did remind me about the later half and how good he is in that stuff. I just felt like he had such a backseat in like for majority of the film, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Taylor's kind of wrong. I think we all have one, maybe two people that are very locked, but I think the rest are pretty scattered. So,
I think for me, like, we'll talk about him later. Actually, you know what? We'll talk about him later. But
Adam Driver.
he's
He's
on the board for right
Okay,
now.
I'm just gonna throw Joaquin.
yeah, drop the
Phoenix.
nuke right now. Yeah,
I'm gonna-
fucking Phoenix.
heck yeah, I'm doing that.
Yeah, it's all locked up there.
Just put a fucking star next to his name right now.
Two-star. Let's put a twofer.
yeah.
I'm not confident in myself.
I'll throw this out because he didn't get love in the decade one, but I still think he deserves love. We're just talking about this year, Robert Pattinson for Lighthouse.
I had him as supporting.
I
mean,
thought
I didn't-
Defoe's,
Defoe's supporting.
Defoe was supporting.
Wow,
And
I
That's
had,
where
I
I
had
put
it
him
the
for the
opposite.
decade.
I had it the
Defoe
Where
opposite.
do you
is
stand?
definitely supporting.
Yeah.
Did you see
Okay.
Robert Pattinson as lead then?
I didn't really.
I'm not gonna support it.
I don't even think I
Wow.
included them on mine just because.
No, but like, where do you think you'd put him? Or do you? What do you mean?
Well, I would put him in a lead, but like I don't know.
You're not
I'm,
gonna
I'm
back
kind of in the same boat as Travis. Like I wasn't really looking at Lighthouse as being a contender. Like,
What?
just sort
What are
of-
you talking
Oh,
about?
I
just
I
put it
entirely
up
agree
there.
from the perspective of like what we've done the previous years.
Yeah.
Oh
like,
no, and that
like
that
how-
I disagree because I've always thought
Yeah.
horror's up there. So that's where it's different opinion.
And I
But
would disagree that Knives Out is a geek movie.
Yeah.
Like that's where the
I don't understand your thing of saying I've always said I think it would be a contender. I said when you guys might want it in some other categories, I go I don't know because I don't know if I feel that strongly. But if you're not gonna back it, it's fine. Then Robert Pattinson doesn't make it up.
no,
Well, I
no,
mean,
I'm backing it. Is Kirklin also? Did you
I'm
back
not backing it, no.
Oh, you
no.
didn't back
so
it, right?
Pattinson
So you
screwed
need one of
again.
them. I'm definitely down on that. I think he does fucking amazing in that movie.
Yeah, I don't know.
To me, he turned me from a Twilight hater to a. I was trying to think of a
It's
fun-
funny. I think it's just ever since I left that film, I've always just saw Willem Dafoe as the lead because
That's
like
yeah.
Wow.
like you can make the argument. I mean,
I'll back it.
the
because,
unanimous
in this
decision is that he's the supporting, but he just had a bigger impact on me for sure.
I'll back it in the sense that you do make a good point. Like I didn't see little Edward Cullen. I saw
Little Edward Cullen.
the masturbating.
He's pretty big.
mermaid
Is
man.
Edward Cullen? Like he's still a
The
big guy.
masturbator.
So you're backing it. Robert Pattinson's on the board.
Okay, he's just as a contender right now. Remember, these aren't the final five people.
You check IMDb, his name's just the masturbator.
Kirkland,
Robert
throw out one. You haven't
Masturbator.
thrown out an actor yet.
I did Joaquin Phoenix, but that's okay. I'm gonna do
been a
Leo
long time.
DiCap for Once Upon a Time Hollywood.
I will back it. This is one that's on
I
the
haven't seen it, so I
borderline,
can't
but
say.
I give it the pass because there's some horror elements. Plus, Dylan and Kirkland would be salty the entire night if I didn't.
I
back
would
it,
be-
So
No,
I'm doing that.
I'd be so.
There's
salty.
only one thing tonight that makes me salty. I'll tell you that much. I'm not gonna tell you what it is because then I'm giving away my
Spoiler
cards.
alert.
I'm gonna nominate Ewan McGregor as Dan Torrance in Doctor Sleep.
Yes.
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 And I don't think that salty thing's gonna for sure happen, Dylan. If we'll see when we get there, but you never know. The Golden Geeks alliances break and form. You
Oh,
never know
yeah.
what's gonna happen. I thought Kylo Ren was a for sure lock, and Kirkland over here is thrown to the side.
I'm gonna nominate Dwayne Johnson as Dr. Bravestone.
No.
'Cause He's just
The fuck is that
absolutely
from?
Jumanji.
He is just absolutely.
no.
Are you the only one
fantastic.
who's seen the movie?
No, I've seen it.
Kirkland has.
It's good.
Oh, okay.
He-
Do you agree with
he's
that?
No.
great.
No.
No, really?
No.
Just to act like that child? And then again, like in this one, he's acting like multiple different actors in that same sense
You mean
too,
with
which
See,
or
but
different
like,
personalities.
so they do like
Got
switch
it.
bodies, and he does different acting. But I would say Kevin Hart had a bigger like impact on me for like a lasting.
Really?
Yeah. But yeah. So I'm not gonna support it. Sorry, buddy.
I'm gonna throw Robert Downey Jr. up there as Mr. Stark.
I back it.
DJ. I was borderline whether or not I should have him on there, but looks like it doesn't matter because it already got 3 votes. So Tom Holland, Spider-Man.
I agree. I'd put him on there. I love me some Spidey. That's
back
the
it.
sound of me
Okay.
webbing.
Everywhere I go, I see his face.
That's a tough one.
Thank you for backing it. I really thought that wasn't gonna make it. Not gonna lie. So
I almost thought you weren't there for my Jumanji pick, so I was like, "This bastard."
He's the first one on my list.
it's like I had him on my list, but since you didn't give me Dwayne, erased.
There's definitely throughout the years been a few people that should have been nominated, but just because of salt or
Oh,
someone's mad. No, I'm not.
or
taking
also
it.
Oh,
me
yeah.
just not watching
Golden
the
Geeks
films
is
like
just
happened in the past.
tons of salt.
Yeah.
Honestly,
I am out for
I have
people.
I have one more. Not sure if it's gonna get backed. That's fine. Jesse Eisenberg is Columbus. Zombieland 2.
Actually, I'd back that. He was actually
Oh,
really
back it,
good in
baby.
that
Have you
movie.
not seen it?
Would
No.
you think Woody
Shit,
Harrelson
so
is a
confusing.
lead too, or
I have him
supporting?
as supporting.
I had him as supporting.
Supporting?
Yeah.
It's the one I didn't see.
It's,
I,
it's
uh,
weird because for me, I just see him like as the Columbus character, which you would think
Yeah.
that's a positive thing, but like it's really.
I think for me,
I don't-
I think for me, a lot of Zombieland is like I was going in expecting that I wasn't gonna like it. I thought they
Yeah.
were gonna like the trailers didn't do it for me. I just thought, how are you gonna follow this up and like do it justice?
Yeah.
And I think they did. There is some stuff I don't like about it. Of course, it's not a perfect movie by
Yeah.
any means, but I think he was great. He was a lot of fun.
Okay, yeah, I'll back it. I want to see him on that list because definitely I thought Zombieland was gonna be like an Anchorman 2, like Zoolander 2, that sort of route, but it was not, and I'm happy it wasn't. You should watch it. Did you like the first one?
Yeah, I did, but
Okay.
I'm. It's very low on my
I-
list. To
I
get
would say
to.
it's a low priority. thing.
Yeah.
Go watch your Oscar movies.
You could put that on,
Yeah.
you could put that like late night movie when you're falling asleep or
Yeah.
something.
I did have Brad Pitt for at Astra, but we'll talk about
Um,
that later.
Oh, that's a thing to bring up. What do you guys think of Brad Pitt in Hollywood? Like I know you've made the case before. You think he's lead.
I think he's lead, and I again because now I'm just trying for time. I just wouldn't put on here because I would cut him right away. I think I sound so negative. I love Brad Pitt in that. I just think it's a much easier character for him. He's just playing a really cool guy, and he's great at that. But
Yeah.
I don't think it's anything amazing. I think this year,
Easily his best role this year.
yeah, those
See-
the only two. Well, oh yeah, Deadpool came out last year. Damn it, but
Deadpool.
it was for the meme. But I think just to talk about other stuff, I think the reason he's getting the Oscar this year because it's a career thank you. You've never gone it. Here it is for you. So
Right.
I wouldn't. But
Okay. Are we good? Any more nominations?
No.
Mr. Field? All right, I'm
No.
going to
He got
start
his
with
pity
I'm
Oscar.
not
That's so
going to
depressing.
ask anyone about
Yeah,
this. I'm just
just
going to
do
do it.
he locks Eisenberg
Lucky.
in. So Joaquin Phoenix has been locked. I think that's he made it to their decades
yeah.
one. So
Let's
To
talk
me,
about
I-
Leo. Let's
I
talk
have-
about Leo.
Yeah, I was
'Cause-
going to say I have two locks on this list. For me, it's Leo and Ewan McGregor. I'd lock those two. Those
I would
are-
lock Leo. You were hesitant to even put him on there because is
that's
it
my other
because you
stuff, but
thought
I
he
would
was
lock
supporting?
Leo. No.
I haven't seen it, so I can't.
You going to
Go
lock
for
Leo?
Leo.
I would lock Leo.
I would
yes.
lock Leo.
Like I said, in my
Rick
head
fucking
canon,
Dalton.
I can make it. There's enough horror in my mind
Yeah.
for it to work. So it's like if you're with
It's a
someone
fantasy
that's
movie.
yeah, if you're with someone not the prettiest, but you just squint, they look great. That's what this situation is. Other than that,
I'm looking at Ewan McGregor
Lock 'em.
next.
Lock him
Maybe
right in there.
who else is
He
in there?
delivered that role.
You got Adam Driver on
Yeah, I
there.
think it's a very diverse kind of role. Like he starts out just like this kind of junkie, and it's really interesting to see that. And then as it evolves, like the connection he has with the girl, and I mean he's the driving
Yeah.
force of that whole movie, right?
So right now, I'm just gonna lay it
Don't
out
think
what
so.
I think the easiest choice is: Adam Driver,
Wow.
Joaquin, Robert, Leo, Ewan, and Robert.
Wow.
That's
Wow.
easy to you.
That's an easy
I didn't
pick.
even
Did
vote
you say
on all of
Robert?
those.
Did you say Robert twice?
Yeah, I'll get both Roberts in there.
Okay.
So you left
Robert
Ewan off in
Eisenberg.
yours.
No, he was
Jesse
in,
Plemons.
because that's 5.
No, you did
Fuck!
6 then.
No.
So you'd have to. So hang on, don't answer. But just Taylor, which of those would you not back? Just to get
not
your
back.
temperature going
I'd
on.
probably pull out. I'd probably pull out Robert Pattinson.
Just like he pulled out his dick for that mermaid. Okay, that's
he
fair
pulled it
enough.
out.
So how?
You know, honestly, oh,
So we
man,
need
this is
3
tricky.
more, and we need to cut 3.
Yeah, let's look at some cuts. Is there any? I'd cut Eisenberg just because I think I have
I would agree.
on this list. I have 4 people that I like more.
He got bit by a
So-
zombie. He's out of there.
Does he die in Zombieland too?
I don't know.
I'm not going to tell you that.
Oh,
I'm just
whatever.
kidding. He doesn't die.
Okay.
Okay.
So Tom Hall- I just
yeah,
wanted to
let's talk about Tom Holland.
He's tough for me because I like the movie a lot, but I do think he's really good in it. But I'm just trying to take the approach like Dylan did with Jessica Chastain. For you guys, name me a scene that like, because even with Driver, I know that's a controversial pick, but I can name you 3 scenes where I go, he's great in this with Daisy, he's great in this with Harrison Ford. I can name you Ewan, I can name you Pattinson. even Downey. I don't know if I can name anything Tom Holland something that stands out.
Give me a good, big emotional scene for
yeah.
him.
I know, that's what I'm trying to remember. I feel like I just haven't seen the movie in a while.
Emotional scene for who? Tom Holland?
Yeah,
now?
Tom Holland.
I would say when he's
There's a
breaking
couple.
down in the jet and he's talking to Happy.
That
I
was
would
the
say
scene I was thinking
That was
of.
just, that gets me every time. There's other scenes when he's talking to Mysterio in the bar and he's having an emotional kind of scene like that.
Yeah.
Even when he's like, the cameras are taking pictures and he just has that moment where he can't handle it and he jumps up and he
Yeah.
sees his face on the wall.
Yeah, my scene to pick would be the jet scene. I think him and Happy. But
And I don't know if those are if you guys mentioning those scenes to me sells me on it.
Yeah. See, the thing with Tom Holland is that I just see him as the perfect Spider-Man. So I like.
The problem is he's not in the
I do
perfect
too.
movies.
That's the thing,
Yeah,
right? For me, that's not the
exactly.
perfect Spidey movie,
Exactly.
and even had Mysterio, and I still don't think it's the perfect Spidey movie. So I just
The only thing I wanted to ask Kirkland, where were you on Ewan? Because Taylor was a lock. I'm kind of 50-50, but I'm getting close to it. Where were you on Ewan? Because you didn't
that
say
could
anything.
simplify the board.
Yeah, I was pretty like 50-50. Obviously, I just saw the movie last night, so
it's
it's very
fresh.
fresh in my
A bit.
mind.
Yeah.
And I just saw like Ewan McGregor when I was watching
Okay.
it, and like it's not saying his performance wasn't like great. It's just it had that
Hello there.
effect where it's like, hello there.
Yeah. See, okay, to me, actually, it was the opposite thing where I really have only seen him in Star Wars.
there.
Like, I don't know if I can't really think of another role.
Winnie the Pooh?
No, he didn't see
haven't
Winnie the
seen
Pooh.
it. Like, there may be one or two other
Oh.
things, but to me, I liked that it was such a departure from, like, obviously comparing that to
Yeah.
the prequels is like
See-
a totally different realm. But I thought he was great. He had to do a lot in that movie.
Yeah,
And it's like, I think even just the fact that it's like he's playing this character that we saw on, when did The Shining come out? 80s?
Yeah,
Early 80s?
Yeah. I was gonna
Made his own too.
I like in the beginning when he's playing that junkie character, he was selling that really well and
Yeah.
like kind of going off the wagon. And then also kind of near the end of the movie when Abra is like kind of gone, and then he like goes back to his room and he's like almost starts drinking again, and he's kind of like breaking down.
Yeah,
that was a
really
really good emotional scene. So I think I would back that actually.
Well, we could. Taylor, you're wanting to lock that?
Oh, 100%. Like you said, those scenes,
Those
especially
scenes
when
are
he was
really
about
good.
to drink, it was just so
because we
Yeah.
could lock
To me,
that.
it's
Pretty intense.
it's my first pick. Like
Yeah.
he's
Okay.
my draft one pick right now.
Whoa.
After these two
yeah.
guys. I mean,
I think we could
like
lock
it's
it.
clearly Walking's gonna win this. I don't think. Sorry to break the illusion, but we're doing the nominations for
What?
fun. Walking
Yeah.
wins. Like,
I think we could lock that and then just do the voting out system of like throw our votes
Yeah.
on someone.
okay,
so let's
yeah.
lock you in. And then we need two more, so we got to get rid of two. So everyone throw their
So,
points on.
I think I would kill off Tom Holland. I'm not gonna
oh,
lie.
we don't got to kill him.
I don't
Well,
feel so good.
For me, my finalists would be Adam Driver, Robert Downey Jr., and Robert Pattinson. And even though I didn't even really want to have Robert Pattinson on that list, and I still kind of think that he had a better, I don't know.
You're iffy on
can
him.
we
showing-
can
yeah,
we take out Holland
exactly.
then? Because I also
I-
would take him out.
Okay,
Yeah.
take out Holland.
Sorry, Tommy.
You wanna,
Don't feel so good.
I'm gonna make you erase
so
your
now
own
we
boy.
got to
How
take
savage is that?
one.
So we're picking our
One more.
one to remove.
Yeah.
Pop one down for me on Patterson.
To remove.
Yeah.
Mine's going on Driver. Sorry, Driver.
To remove. Holy shit.
So we haven't talked about Downey at all.
No. That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Endgame is it's such a crowded movie. There's so many people. There's so many scenes. There's a lot of development. Unfortunately, I think some characters fall to the wayside. Like I look at like a Hulk. I look at a Hawkeye who like so much of what could have been fun to see their characters develop is just like skipped in that 5 years. Whereas I feel like with Downey, even though a lot changes, you still get to see like big changes in his
Yeah.
character.
See-
Still acting wise, like when he first gets down to earth and he's like almost hobbling because he's so like decrepit, and then just the scenes when he's just super cold and closed off when they go to his place, his cabin, and he's just cutting them off. But
You
then
get the
eventually he
scenes
comes
with
around.
his father too, and even like leading to the end. On his
Yeah.
death.
He
Yeah,
has
I'm not cutting him.
He has so
Yeah.
many great scenes.
Because I forgot about the father scenes. I really
I
like those.
definitely forgot about this father scene.
That's his best acting.
It was
Yeah.
weird because like in my mind, obviously he's just like a perfect Tony Stark, but I wasn't sure if that was just the effect of I've seen him in so many of these
Yeah.
MCU movies, and like I'm just trying to think of his performance
Yeah.
in Endgame, and like I haven't seen it in a little while, but
Right.
I didn't think it was that impactful. But yeah, that scene with him and his dad is so like
'Kay.
so good,
Yeah.
and then
Locker.
obviously the snap
So,
is
I hate
amazing.
to do
I
this.
just I want to do this. I want to say I voted for Adam Driver.
Mhm.
Here, my reason is Adam Driver's great. Okay, all of the acting wise, he delivers the performances. To me, Kylo just has so many scenes where he should say something, but there's just nothing on the script in that day.
Yeah.
So he just walks around doing his cool faces, but he doesn't say anything. To me, he doesn't have enough like good lines to deliver, and that's the big problem. Also, the fact that the thing I really hate about that character I mentioned on a review is that he just teleports around. There's no logic to how he gets anywhere. So I just think the character, like, there's clearly some stuff missing. Obviously, some of that, or most, if not all of that, is not Adam Driver stuff. It's like because of JJ and the way this movie was made. But unfortunately, it puts enough of a damper on Adam Driver that as much as I love Kylo, it's like, to me, I look at Last Jedi, I'm like, that's a way better performance for him because of writing alone.
So Kirkland, I'll put this on you. I'm gonna throw it on pass, and I hate doing this. The reason is because I love the Ford scene, and I also just think he is this vile, terrible killer. But I think in that back half when he is Ben Solo, he does convince everyone that he could be good, and everyone leaves the theater being like, "Oh, I wish we could have saw more." And I think there's a like even the scenes when he does, it sounds strange and it's just like, oh, Reylo stuff, but it's not. When they do kiss and then after, there's just this like smile and chuckle he gives that should not be capable for an actor who's been playing Kylo Ren for this long to do. He just makes he warms your heart even though he's massacred so many people, and I think in that scene he really sells it, the whole scene. But when they are together, when he is saving her, when he's sacrificing himself, I think Driver does have less to do in this, but he still comes to play, and just the scenes with Ford. So yeah,
You're just in love with him. Get over yourself.
There is a
I'm
little
gonna
bias,
back-
but we all have that. Well,
I'm
you
gonna back it again too. Like just him, I feel like he does deliver unique performances in Force Awakens, Last Jedi. But in this sense, just to have that twist and how he makes you believe how he is redeemed, from
and it's
the
a
moment
new performance.
that it's a
from him,
new
yeah.
performance, and that you have that moment when he's with Harrison Ford onwards, where
Mm-hmm.
you can feel that turn in him, and that's
Yeah.
all him delivering that to you.
100%.
So.
I
all
agree
him.
with that.
So here's the thing, Kirkland, you got to decide.
Yeah.
I don't really care. I love Adam Driver. If he makes on the list, I'm not mad.
Yeah.
Vote wherever your heart's telling you to vote.
I love all your guys' songs or swan songs and all those things, but I literally already knew who I was gonna pick before
Oh,
anyone was
wow.
talking. I am
He's
killing
gonna-
off Robert Pattinson.
Oh!
Yeah, I will honestly, I wasn't even gonna vote him on there.
Oh,
so
really? Oh,
yeah.
yeah, fair
You had
enough.
that
You-
coin ready over there.
I
didn't
did.
you?
I thought we were getting to it.
Here is our list for Golden Geek Best Actors of 2019. Adam Driver as Kylo Ren in Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. That's
Ben
a
Solo.
mouthful. And Solo? Oh, really?
I said Ben Solo.
Oh, okay.
Did you hear
Sorry.
the next Star Wars movie is called Star Wars: The Devil Made Me Do It?
Fuck off. Joaquin Phoenix as the Joker, or as Arthur Fleck, I should say, in Joker. Leonardo DiCaprio as Rick fucking Dalton in Once Upon a Time in
fucking
Hollywood.
Dalton.
Ewan
I fucking love
McGregor
that
as
movie.
Dan Torrance in Doctor Sleep, and Robert Downey Jr. as Dr. Doolittle in Avengers Endgame.
I think the other reason why I'm happy Driver's on there because I think there's a chance we might not include him villain this year because
Yeah.
So this is his last time, and fucking Reylo, man, they made out, they kissed, and then they fucking kill him off.
You guys
Fuck
made some
Disney.
great points.
Fuck JJ. Get down to the supporters that supported those lead people. Let's go back to the
Back to
ladies.
Les Femmes Fatales.
Now, because who knows? Because Dylan always is iffy when we do this, but I always say Taylor made a good point. I'm going to throw Rebecca Ferguson for Rosa Hat. I know she might pop up in villain, but I'm just talking about her performance. She's supporting.
The way,
I love her.
the way I see it is she's 100% going to make it in the villains
Yeah.
category because there's like only 4 good villains this year.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't really see the point in putting her here as well. To me, she's only a villain, right? And so that's why I would just put her in that category.
Fair enough.
You're not saying she's
That
not in
is-
villain. You're just saying
No,
you
yeah, I'm
put her
saying-
above.
yeah.
That is interesting because going into this, I
That
didn't
is
see her as anything but the villain.
Mhm.
But like the beginning of that movie, it like starts with her, and then it's kind of following her, like her, I don't know, from her point of view,
Mission
and
to
like
him,
yeah,
yeah.
exactly, her missions, and it's not full evil at that point. Like you kind of figure they're doing some dark things, but it's not messing up with little kids and stuff. But I would back it because I love that movie on so many different levels, but I think she was my favorite part of the movie. Not gonna
She's
lie.
so fucking
She's
good.
so good. In
I
that.
know
So-
she's busy in Mission Impossible.
So
She
Taylor,
needs to-
are you backing her as supporting? Sounds like we're all putting her in villain, so that's the thing. But
and you've
She's
done
got
this
the Joaquin
before where you
effects on the
bought
villain.
back to Adam Driver and villain.
this
and
is
then
just for a nom.
Yeah,
So
no, I
we're-
would.
contender even, yeah. And the other two, I know I'm going, but I just wanted to show them before we forgot was Nebula and Black Widow because we talked
Right,
about them
yeah.
in lead, right? So
I would back both
I'd
of
back
those.
both, yeah. I think it's ScarJo's best performance in the MCU.
Oh,
Sorry,
yeah.
I missed that. What did you
Just
guys
getting
say?
a peanut
The
butter and jelly
lead
sandwich.
with the Black Widow and Nebula.
Both of them?
Yeah.
Yeah. I backed. When she's getting that peanut butter and jelly sandwich, man. Great scene.
PB&J.
Get it.
Peanut butter jelly.
Supporting actress. I had Zendaya from Spider-Man.
I back you.
Right, like you
Were
get
you
paid
backing?
to do it.
I can't remember.
Did we get a triple on Zendaya?
I didn't hear Taylor's. He hates her.
No, it's not that I hate her. It's just I don't know.
I'll back her for discussion. I'll do it.
Yeah, do
Yes, thank you.
Okay. I had this. This is a week. Well, actually, Dylan, you go because you haven't shouted anything out.
Oh God, I got some wild ones in here. So I wanted to shout out a couple people that I don't think you guys have seen these movies, but I just want to shout these ladies out. One is Lily Collins, who I didn't know existed, like at the start of 2019, but at the end of 2019, I'm a big fan of hers for both in Tolkien and in this awful movie called Shockingly Evil, Vile. Whatever
The
the fuck it's
Bundy
called.
movie, yeah, it's
Yeah.
not good.
Fuck, I forgot
Yeah,
about that movie.
that movie's really bad, but I even
Oh.
in that I was like, okay, she's
She's
really
really
good.
good.
And then I saw her in Tolkien later in the year. I was like, okay, she's really really good. Then I
Yeah.
drafted her on, so I'm like a big fan of hers now. And then I don't think anyone's seen this movie Yesterday. It's like the Beatles. Have you guys seen Yesterday?
No, is it good?
It's fine. It's a fun
Mm.
movie if you like the Beatles.
Yeah.
But Lily James in it, she's like kind of your main character's like best friend growing up, and she's great in that movie as well. So I wanted to show the two Lilies. But obviously I don't think you guys have seen those.
I
so
would no. I saw the Bundy movie. I'd back you actually on the Bundy movie
for Lily Collins.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
back her on the Bunny movie.
Sweet.
Yeah.
Just fucking do it. I'm
Ju-
stoked.
as a contender.
Let's go,
yeah,
Town.
she's good. She's in Dylan's draft too as well. So
Yeah.
maybe she'll get cast in Marvel or DC. But
I totally forgot about that movie.
oh yeah.
my
I
gosh.
did too. So I'm wondering if I should maybe put it in a category because that was not a good movie.
That was not.
It wasn't like the worst movie in the
Yeah,
world,
really.
but like for the year, it was not a good
Like
movie.
Yeah.
that's how bad it is. I forgot it existed, even though I
Yeah.
still wrote her name down. So that just goes to show the case of things.
I had one on here. Someone take it away.
I'll throw out Emma Stone as Wichita, Zombieland.
Not gonna back it.
Okay,
Wow.
fair enough.
Harsh right away.
She's-
Yeah.
She's better in the first one, I'd say. so
Yeah,
that's fair.
she is.
Does she get less screen time in this one?
I just felt like she didn't really care.
In general, I mean,
about
there's
what was
more
going on
characters in
show.
this one, so
Okay.
it kind of dilutes everyone a little bit. But
Taylor, do you have any? Because Kirklin's thinking. Do you have anyone you're?
I have a lot, but I don't think any of them are gonna get in. I don't even know if they actually.
Let's see
Rapid
it.
fire.
Pitch 'em.
Go.
What do you got? What do you
Pitch
got?
'em.
Catherine Newton from Detective Pikachu playing
No.
Lucy Stevens.
She was not good, so I can't back that.
Misty
Yeah,
Stevens.
see, I told you,
Mist
fans.
that's a porn star name if I ever heard one.
Misty
Yeah,
Stevens.
it is.
Stevens Classroom.
She'll miss your
Linda
Stevens.
Hamilton as Sarah Connor. I thought she was just awesome.
Haven't seen it.
reprising that
I would
role.
back you, but we're not gonna get the back because no one's seen Terminators. You
Oh,
should have shouted
I'll
that
back
out.
it. I'll
'cause
back it.
Mackenzie Davis.
fucking do it.
and everything. 'Kay.
Linda Hamilton.
Linda
There you
Hamilton.
go.
What else, Taylor? Just because you think there's some other ones.
I got Kerry Russell as Zori Bliss, and that might be just a little
I
biased
can't back
because
you
I
on
just
that
love that.
I love
character.
Zori Bliss, but I'm not giving her a fucking.
Fuck
Best
that character.
supporting,
Should
though.
not have been in the movie at all.
She's definitely in the
Um,
movie. 10 minutes. You know.
What do you guys think about Margot Robbie as Sharon Tate?
I just didn't think she had like too much. I don't know going on in that movie.
What do you think
I felt like
about-
she was more of like a visual character as opposed to an acting character.
She's a great visual character.
She is a good. Version.
We don't do that as a category though. What do you guys think about Margaret Qualley as Pussycat?
Yeah, I have it.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
Yep.
I like that.
What do you guys think about Margaret Qualley as Mama in Death Stranding?
That's a whole different can of worms. So I'll back
Come on.
you on once.
Come on, that's a geek category. Yeah.
I forgot about that.
Have you met her yet in the game?
No,
Chapter 3.
I'm on chapter 3. Yep.
Yeah.
Building roads, building those roads of America.
I don't know. I'm strong, bold
Oh,
prediction. Kirkland's
that's
not
who-
going to finish the game.
That's not a too bold of a claim.
I'm confused.
What about Toni Collette? Knives Out.
Oh,
I really liked her character in this. I just thought she was so good
I-
at portraying
I
that
could back
weird
that,
socialite
yeah.
character.
I didn't think of it, but I could back
Yeah,
that.
it's
Yeah,
just-
I'll back it.
What about you?
She's classic Toni Collette. Just
You know who I'm
being-
talking about?
Yeah,
Being the
I mean,
fucking
She was so fun.
socialite.
she really just
She was such a
bothered
good like
me.
ditzy character. And
I
she-
really.
But did she bother you because the performance was good, Taylor, or do you have
but
something
because you
against
don't like
Colette?
those type of
I'm
people, and she
gonna-
portrayed that character so well.
I'm gonna back it because she
There
made
you
me
go.
want to hate her.
There you
she
go.
was so good in it. I loved it.
I
Let's go town.
Oh, I don't know. I'll shout this out just because my last on the list, and this was early on in the year. I had I don't even have her name. Mashana Lynch for Maria Rambo and Captain Marvel, but that was the last one on my
I can't
list.
even remember
Maria
her.
Rambo.
It's her
Is
best
that-
friend.
oh, okay.
Yeah, yeah. But this was
Yeah.
early in the
Does
year.
she have a great scene?
She has a good scene where she's reminding of Carol who she is in her past and everything
Yeah.
like that. But
Okay, I have one more. I'm not married to it. Elizabeth Banks as Tori Breyer in Brightburn. She's the mom.
I wouldn't back it because I kind of forgot about that.
Cool. That's fair.
Yeah, no,
I'm not passionate about it, so
you're not married to it. So.
I'm fine with it. Any other ones?
I think
not
no.
for me.
Okay, so we have a few on the list here. Rebecca Ferguson is Doctor Sleep. ScarJo and Nebula in Endgame. I wrote Nebula instead of Karen Gillan. That's classic.
Shuck.
Lily Collins and shockingly whatever.
Oh, okay.
Zendaya in Spidey, Linda Hamilton in Terminator, Margaret Qualley in Hollywood, and Toni Collette in Knives Out. Any easy cuts or easy locks on you guys?
I'm
for
not
you guys?
saying
No.
this to get the ball rolling. For me, those top 4 are all locks. I know that's not probably going to happen or maybe gonna, but that is where my Camp the Woods and the 5th slot's kind of wide open for me.
I
but
think
those are the ones I feel the strongest about, where the rest I'm kind of,
Yeah.
I'm teeter-totter, don't care, but could go either way on. But yeah, so
I'm a
that's
little
me.
hesitant on the top 4. I think the top 1 is a lock right away.
I would say
I can't
me
lock it to me
personally-
because I wouldn't have her in Scat. I'd just keep her in villain.
Like
but-
me
Okay.
personally, I would say lock is Knives Out, Toni Collette, Rebecca Ferguson.
That went quick.
Yeah.
Were you just
Nebula, and I would go Margot Robbie. I feel like Margot Robbie is good. I would lend
Margot
you.
Margot
Robbie-
Robbie.
Qualley or something.
Margaret Qualley.
Qualley, yeah.
Same movie
Um,
though.
So wait, no, you're just
Okay, maybe. Okay, let's do the. We just have to cut 3. Let's just cut 3. That's easier.
Well, we could
Can we
lock
cut Linda
Rebecca
Hamilton
Ferguson
only 2 of you have
us
seen it?
3 all voted for Rebecca, right? So that would be a
yeah,
lock,
so
right?
we locked her. She's a lock for me.
Aye.
Hey, it happens.
It's the name of the game, baby.
Mhm.
Yeah, I'm down to lock that person that I haven't seen in a movie.
Linda, yeah, get her out of there. She's a lost cause.
Linda, no.
Brahms.
So we got it.
If you had it on your list, I would have watched it.
2023.
She could have made it. Think about that.
That's true. So we got to pick 4. We got to cut
so-
2. I think this is easy.
To me, this is easy.
Yeah.
I gotta cut Lily Collins because she's much better in Tolkien, and that's like actually a role. So,
Okay.
whereas
Yeah.
in this movie, it's just like she barely has any lines. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
She's great at crying, though. I guess. Like, can we take her out? Just simplify.
Yeah, I agree.
I'd agree.
So I'm gonna just go to boot here with Kirkland. That
Boot.
Toni Collette just from the moment you see your
He-
character, she's just conniving and just
Oh, yeah.
like she's
Yeah.
such a
I
socialite. and
sold Taylor so hard that he's selling you guys now.
I'm trying to sell
It's like a
Kirkland
pyramid
on it.
scheme. I like sold you on the package. Now
Yeah.
you're selling it to everyone else.
She is great. I entirely agree, and I would probably.
When you think about like
I'm just
Like,
trying to
I'm
think who I want to
basing-
cut because I like them
Yeah.
all.
I'm
I do
basing
like 'em
like
all.
you look at an actress like her in like a movie like Hereditary and how she delivered a different role like that, and now you have her thrown into the world of Knives Out and how she
Right.
just is such a different personality.
I'll put it this way: someone make a case for Zendaya for me, just because I've only seen the movie once. It's been a bit, and to me, I just can't recall a great scene of hers. Like there is some fun scenes, but sell me, someone sell me.
I feel like she is an Anna de Armas effect on me that she
Don't
does
you
on
can't
me.
just whip the
So-
Anna de Armas
Wow.
card. That's not fair.
But like I just have such a bias towards her because I love her in those movies. Every scene that she has, it just works for me. So I have high bias going into it. So I feel like I'm not the best person to sell it to you because you don't have the rose tinted glasses that I have.
Yeah,
Taylor,
that's fair.
sell it.
I was the last one to kind of vote for her, and so I don't got anything
Yeah.
to sell it.
I would honestly, because to me, I'd
I
put her
think
at the
she
bottom.
might
I
be.
think,
I think she might be cut. Yeah.
like for you personally,
No, not at all. I
You're just
wouldn't say
saying-
that. I'm just.
you're just reading.
I'm
the
trying to
room.
read Travis.
No, she's a cut for me because the same way Dylan wouldn't allow Rebecca Ferguson, I don't do the Toni Collette. So that's why it's up to you 3.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
I didn't
see.
put her in, and
So I'll lock Toni
semantics.
Collette then. Now, you
Yeah,
guys want to do
that's
that?
what I mean.
Is Zendaya gonna get Gwen Stacy?
Unless,
Oh, wait, that's what you're looking
or
at.
you
You're
make it
looking
the
at
coin,
cuts Zendaya.
or you make it the coin flip, and you go Toni Collette.
Lock
and you flip
Tony.
for
I
it.
know you want to. You sold me on her. You gotta lock her in.
Got the Canadian loony right here.
Commit.
Canadian loony right here, Kirkland.
Okay.
You know the fans like the excitement. You know it's only for the 5th.
All right, let's do it this way.
I-
Travis cuts Toni Collette. I cut Zendaya. You guys pick your cut, and we'll do it that way.
Well, Taylor's Tony as well.
Are you voting to cut Tony?
Yeah.
Oh no, he wants to keep Tony.
Yeah, I
so
wanna keep
you,
Tony.
so
He's trying
you
to
would
save
cut
her.
Sorry, other way
Zendaya,
around.
right?
You want to cut Zendaya.
Cut
Sorry,
Zendaya.
my
See, I
misspoke.
can't cut Zendaya after selling him on Tony.
So are
Collette.
you gonna coin flip on Tony or vote someone else and let Zendaya go?
Unless
It's
you
tricky.
unless you want to take out ScarJo Nebula or Margaret.
But those votes
You could make
wouldn't
a deal
matter,
with
right?
Travis, possibly,
Okay.
if he switches his vote to
Well,
someone
no,
else.
yeah, you'd have to stick with me because if these two want Zendaya out more than the other 3, then you got to stick with Tony with me.
How about this? I won't cut out Zendaya. I'll go to cut out Margot or
Margot
Quayle.
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 You don't
She's
touch
so
Qualley.
good.
You don't touch Qualley.
I'll
So there you go.
send
There's
my
another
vote
deal
over
on the
there,
table.
and then you could keep Zendaya and throw your vote on Margot.
So in that situation,
Then I would switch my vote to Toni Collette. I'm keeping Qualley. That's my number 1 vote.
Wait, so
This is the Golden Geeks for you.
Oh,
If you
yeah.
haven't tuned in before,
And
this
what
is
about you,
it's all
Travis?
about.
Would you throw your vote on Margot if we
I'm
keep
keeping on
Zendaya?
Tony.
No,
No,
she's
I'm
so
keeping on
good in
Tony.
that film.
She is. Don't do it, Kirkland.
I love Zendaya so much, but I can't.
You don't have
I
to
can't
vote
cut
for
her.
Tony.
I can't cut her. No,
You don't
I'm
have to vote
sorry.
for Tony.
It's
You can
either a
vote for
coin
Margot.
toss or
Vote for Margot.
Vote for Tony Collette, and I'll vote it as well.
Well,
Then everyone's happy.
No.
to cut.
Where did this
wow.
passion for Tony Collette come?
Kirkland sold me. I think if an actress can really just deliver a role like that.
Yeah, that's what comes down, Kirkland. What do you like more, Tony or Margaret?
Don't sell me on Tony and just
Or
fuck
Margaret.
me over.
Well,
there,
I'm just saying in
Kirkland.
this sense, if like Dylan Still just offered you putting 2 on Tony, so do you want to outright cut Tony, or do you want to put Margaret on the line of her coin flip? So that's what I mean.
Let's cut Tony, right?
No. Don't sell Tony on me and then just take her away.
That's life, Taylor. That's life.
that is like
Here's everyone can be happy with this. Rebecca Ferguson is a leading villain, and we get rid of her here. Because why do we need her twice?
because she's that good. She deserves to win 2 categories.
So
Does she
twice you
really?
nominate her nice. Wait, what? Other
She's
way around.
guaranteed to be a villain. She's guaranteed to be a villain. There's no competition there. Just let her have it.
This is her performance.
She's
you
already
know?
been
She's
insta-lock in this.
Yeah,
That's pretty
yeah.
impressive.
Yeah.
I think,
I think Kirkland has to decide. What are you doing? Do you want Tony or Margaret?
you want Tony.
I want Margaret.
So to cut or to keep?
Can we just do a coin flip or something?
Well, that's what. But for who? Do you want to keep Margaret?
Who do you? Yeah.
Who would you want to be put on the line? Margaret or Tony?
Here's the option for you. If you want to if you want to keep Zendaya,
Yeah.
I'll switch my vote to Toni Collette. We can get rid of her. That way, I keep my Margaret Qualley. You keep your Zendaya. We're
'Kay,
all happy
'kay.
except for
No,
Taylor.
okay, let's
No,
vote.
coin flip. Let the fates decide.
but between Zendaya and
No,
Tony?
if we
is that
both,
what you're saying?
if me and you both switch our vote to Toni Collette, there's nothing Taylor
No,
can
then
do about
Travis will switch to Zendaya and we'll
No,
get
he
a coin
won't.
flip. Yeah, he'll coin flip.
He doesn't want a coin flip.
He wants to coin
I will
flip.
not switch those.
He
votes.
wants.
No!
He wants Toni Collette gone.
And you're already voting Tony.
He's not
Tony.
changing
Get
that.
Tony
I've
out
been
of there.
Tony's- Oh, hey.
I'm sorry.
You
sir.
sold me on Tony and took it away. No.
That's
All right.
life,
It was
my
just a
friend.
social experiment.
It's like you force fed me like
There
ice
is.
cream cake and said, "Oh, you should."
I
have ate
love
that.
Zendaya so
That
much.
was a wild switch. on
I
your
can't. I
end.
can't get her out of there.
That
Here is
was.
our Golden Geeks 2019 Best Supporting Actresses: Rebecca Ferguson as Rose the Hat in Doctor Sleep, ScarJo as Black Widow in Avengers Endgame, Karen Gillan as she's so good that I just wrote Nebula instead of Karen Gillan.
That's a
Karen
great
Gillan
line.
as Nebula in Avengers Endgame, Zendaya as MJ in Spidey, and then Margaret Qualley as Pussycat in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood,
Pussycat.
with
Nice.
a slight an asterisk for also shouting her out as Mama in Death Stranding because
Yeah,
she's
yeah,
also
there you
great
go.
as that role.
That's a solid lineup. I like that
She's
lineup.
on there twice.
Best actor. We're getting the dicks back in the room. Here we go. Let's see.
So this is supporting, right? Yeah.
Supporting
Taylor,
actors.
Taylor, you start because you just lost on your Tony over there.
Yeah,
so.
I'm sorry, Taylor. I had to do it.
fucking
I had to do it, man.
I'll
I'm sorry.
forever
I
feel
just
bad
get
about that.
butchered tonight. Jesus, fans, help me out.
You got Daisy Ridley in
I
there.
love
and
fans
Adam
can't
Driver.
help you here.
One pick.
And Adam Driver. We fought for
I don't
Adam
know how much I
Driver. We
sold
got
him
Yeah, you
on
got your
that.
driver.
You switched to Tony so hard. Oh, that was awesome.
I'm gonna throw in Bill Hader as Richie Tozier.
I back you
Tozier.
all day.
Tozier. Oh yeah.
We didn't in the decades, but this is only 1 year, so competition's a little lighter.
And here's a juicy one.
Oh,
Ken Watanabe as Dr. Ishiru from Godzilla King of the
It's so
Monsters.
juicy. I took a rag, wiped it up, and threw it right in the trash.
I'll back it. I'll back it.
You
for
want
the
to,
fans.
Kirkland?
gonna
You
back
just
that
did him
movie.
so dirty with
I know.
fucking.
Don't let
Toni
him guilt
Collette.
him. That just adds time to the podcast not needed.
Ken
I'm
Watanabe
so-
is his Anna de
I'm
Armas,
so raw
okay?
over here.
His
from how much you
character-
hurt me.
When I saw his character in there, I'm like, why is he even in this movie?
He's
He
just an
is so on
exposition
purpose. Yeah,
machine.
he is. Yeah, exactly.
But he's a great. Okay. I'm gonna switch it up here. Paul Rudd is Ant-Man in
Fuck
Avengers
yes.
Endgame.
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
Best performance
Best performance.
from Paul Rudd on the movie, but I'll stay on the Endgame train. I'll put in Jeremy Renner. The scene where Black Widow dies is really emotional. He reunites with his family. He has some good comedy beats,
I'll
so
back
I'm
it.
going Jeremy Renner.
You sold me on that.
Sold.
It's his best movie easily. The back and forth, and like when he goes back with his family and sees them, he actually gets stuff to do in this movie.
Yeah.
So
I'm gonna go Tallahassee, Zealand,
Yeah.
double tap.
Back up.
I thought you said Zoolander for a second. I was very confused.
I'm gonna throw John Favreau as Happy Hogan in Spider-Man. I think he was just awesome. He had a lot of like storyline in the end of that
honestly,
movie
yes. Because of that jet scene. I'm not
Mhm.
gonna lie. Yeah,
Mhm.
that's the one, too.
Honestly, no for me.
There. You loved Happy Hogan, didn't you, Dylan? Big Happy Hogan.
I can't back that.
John
Do you really-
Favreau gave you Mandalorian.
Okay.
He
See?
saved you.
I don't even like that.
Dylan's just fucking you over. You got him the Tony Collette. Now he's just betraying you.
How did I betray him?
Okay,
I
Sheev,
saved
get out of my
Zendaya.
ear.
I saved his Zendaya. Are you nuts?
It resets every round. Okay.
He would have had to coin flip. He would have had to coin flip and Zendaya. I saved this man. I'm gonna nominate Chris Evans as Ransom in Knives Out.
Chris Evans.
What do you guys think of that?
Sure. That's a very soft yes, by the way.
I need you, Taylor. Do it.
Someone gonna do me dirty again?
Maybe.
I
Sell
backed
him on
your
it.
Ken Watanabe. I
Sell
don't know
him
what
on
else.
Yeah, I'll back it. Maybe he might get a good villain nom from me too.
I'm gonna throw out Willem Dafoe, the lighthouse keeper, in the lighthouse.
I'm gonna double back that, so it's already made it.
Wow.
Still
Taylor,
think
you
he should
backing
be
it?
main actor, but that's okay.
I'll
at least
back
he
it
has a
just for the memes.
At least he has a chance to win in this category. You think he would win against Phoenix?
No.
Not even close.
So
Yeah,
yes, that's
yeah.
fair there, and that actually poses the
That's-
question.
Why do you think
For
Brad Pitt's in
villain-
supporting in
for-
the Oscars?
I
That's
know
why.
this is a side question. For villain, could I call The Lighthouse a villain because it's basically
No.
just
Mm.
mentally
I mean, if you
destroying
make a
those
good
two?
case for it, but I
You-
would say probably no.
Wait,
Okay.
like in the villain category?
Yeah.
Okay, why are you bringing them in supporting?
Just the
He's just
no. I'm
talking about it.
asking this question in supporting.
I'm
the
the
detour.
same as Dylan. I say no. Taylor's pitched that
But, like,
before. I think one time he pitched
say-
like The Wind or
But
something.
let's say you watch The Shining. Couldn't like the Shining?
Like,
Would
could,
you-
but I wouldn't.
Would you
Okay,
pitch like a
fair.
Star Destroyer as like one of the best?
Absolutely
films?
not.
Yeah.
If it's haunted and Jack Nicholson goes crazy on it, maybe.
It's okay.
Space
no,
battles.
no.
What do you guys think of Sam Jackson as Nick Fury and Captain Marvel?
I'd back that.
I'm not gonna just because I don't think Dylan needs to write it. I think he'll get cut quick.
Yeah.
That's why.
I'm gonna say no.
Saving my
But
fingers.
Yeah.
on,
No,
on the
I-
same,
I would not
I
agree
thought we
with
were already
that,
jumping. No.
Kirkland. I don't know.
The way I see it, it's the best Nick Fury's ever been.
Yeah, I agree.
23 movies down the line.
When you pitch
I
it
agree.
like that, then I'll back it. Yeah.
When
no.
that was the easiest pitch ever.
Well, that's all it takes sometimes.
Okay, fair enough. I mean, it worked on
On the
Taylor,
easy
on Tony.
way. Yeah, it did. She's great.
he was
yeah,
he was willing to die for her.
I'm gonna be defending Nick Fury now when we go into like picking our locks. I'm gonna get fucked over.
on
What's the best Nick Cage movie this year? Why is he not on the list? You know, give me the
same
Nick
same
Cage.
Captain Marvel vibe. What about what's the
Talos.
yeah.
1,000% yes.
Sure. What's the actor's name?
Ben Mendelsohn. He's so good because it's kind of the same way when they were talking about Anna Armas. You think all the trailers make him out, he's gonna be this very generic bad alien, and then when it just unfolds, the
see, you got
humor,
that one.
the comedy, he really pulls off well, and then you get the great emotional stuff with his family
Yeah.
too. So
This is a total mess. I've wrote 4 actors' names, 3 character names, but I'm
And a
consistently writing the
city
new movie name.
or state, whatever that is. I don't know my Americans.
Yeah, I don't even know how
Americas.
to spell Tallahassee. I should have picked something I can actually guarantee to spell.
Will Smith, Aladdin.
Yes.
yeah, I'll back it.
I'm just gonna throw out Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator.
No,
I
I
love
won't
when you
back
just
it.
throw it
It
out
was
there.
so good.
Even though they did some really good twists and one-liners with him.
Oh yeah.
I'm not backing
I was
it.
gonna say, like, is this the first time Will Smith's ever appeared on the Golden Geeks?
He was
what
in
about
contention
Gemini
for
Man?
Suicide Squad in 16, but he didn't quite make it.
Shoutouts to
Ah, that's probably
Suicide Squad.
fighting
He should have because they fucking nominated Eddie Redmayne, these bastards.
Uh,
Not
Redmayne,
Kirkland.
is he not nominated for any of these contenders?
His movie didn't come out.
We
this year.
kind of talked about this earlier. Can't remember what Travis said, but Brad Pitt as Cliff Booth. No, you're not gonna back that one.
No.
I will support it.
Support not backing it.
I will support the backing of him.
Taylor.
I haven't seen the movie.
Yeah, but it's Brad fucking Pitt, and it's his best role this year.
Remember how they fucked you over with
So-
Tony Collette?
yeah.
Yeah, but then I voted Ken Watanabe.
Yeah, no, we're even on that. I paid my rent.
Paid my rent.
You fixed this.
I don't know. What
That's
are you
on my list,
What are you gonna
boys.
do for me in the future here for these picks?
You're gonna own
Um,
one for sure.
I don't know, man. I mean, I know you got Godzilla on your mind, so like, I don't know how much I can help you. You know.
I had Brad Pitt number 1 name on my list. If that makes any.
Yeah,
I feel
mean,
like if you
I'd
had
like
seen
him
the
on there,
movie,
but
you would
it's
you
fine.
would you would put him on there.
I feel like if you
They also
voted in Ken, I would be more inclined to vote in. You could, and then I'll give it. I'll give it to you.
Oh, I forgot we're still in that category. Ken.
Ken and Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
If you do Brad, I'll do Ken.
I'll
Oh,
let
God.
Brad go up there if you get Ken on there. Ken Watanabe.
This is terrible.
There we go.
If you guys let Ken Watanabe for Brad Pitt, you guys have no moral code. You guys show all the
He's not
viewers.
gonna make it to the final.
Yeah, but then what's the point? You guys just gonna wipe.
You can do the red carpet.
This
walk.
is the Tessa Thompson, Samara Weaving all over again. They're just gonna get taken off at the same time.
But they're like Kirklin said, they're walking down the red carpet.
Yeah.
They
Here's the
might
thing.
win. They don't
This
know.
is exactly how the Oscars do it. They just do it behind closed doors.
With the
Okay?
board,
We're just
exactly.
doing this in fucking open forum.
Yeah, you get to see behind.
All of my votes are on the board, so thanks, boys. I'm ready to cut some peeps.
Yeah.
I had Adam Driver, but I guess he's a main actor. So
Yeah, he is. God damn it.
Anyone else? Any other people to throw on the list here?
No.
I say I'm just gonna throw out a lock here. I think Talos is just Ben.
That's not what Dylan
We
asked
got all the
you.
noms, right?
we got all the noms.
Yeah, you didn't come. You just jumped.
So
right.
your lock is I would say my initial easy lock is Paul Rudd.
I was gonna back that.
I
I
back,
back
it.
it.
Was gonna back that.
The
in the near
four-way
future.
lock, rare.
Doesn't happen
go
often.
Paul
The
Rudd.
Phoenix lock.
Living with yourself.
So what about that Talos guy? You know, he was just absolutely fantastic.
So that's interesting. I kind of forgot about him when I was making my list, but I didn't forget about Nick Fury.
See,
I don't know.
I forgot about both
subtle
those.
shots.
He's funny. He's a funny guy, but I feel like he's very one-dimensional. He's just like comedic relief, right?
Travis sold
I
me
guess
on
he
it.
has some villain vibes early on, so
Well, Travis sold me on it.
Yeah.
Also, like the emotional stuff with his family at the end.
to me it's just too early to lock a
Okay.
Talos at this point
Yeah,
in
that's fair.
time when we got 10 peeps on the or
Talos.
9 more peeps on the board.
Spanish. Tamriel.
Any locks for any easy locks or easy kicks for you boys?
Easy lock for me.
Jeremy Renner, honestly.
I got Jeremy Renner and Defoe. Those are
Fuck
my two easy
yeah!
locks.
I support both those.
I would lock Defoe in a heartbeat. I can't quite
Defoe,
lock
Defoe.
Renner.
Is that 3 Defoes?
That's 3 Defoes.
I'll give you a fourth Defoe.
Yes.
What about a third
Give me
Renner?
some of that.
I can't lock Renner.
What about third Renner, Taylor?
Yet.
A third Renner.
Ken Watanabe.
He's so good in that film.
Ken-
If
What does
you
that have
give
to
me
do
one
with
for give me one for Ken. I'll give you
No,
one for.
I know.
Wow.
No.
Is Ken Watanabe a top 5 for you? Be honest with yourself.
Of
Yes.
course he
Dig
is.
into your deepest heart of hearts.
He already had him
100%.
in lead actor.
Pitch it for me.
Pitch it.
Oh,
We all
For me,
watched this
I just
movie in
feel
the
like
last week.
you know
so.
I loved his character in the first Godzilla. I thought it was great.
I'm not talking about the first
Now,
Godzilla, Taylor.
In this
I
one,
didn't watch
in
that
King,
movie.
In King of the Monsters, I feel like his character, he just has that secretive kind of just mystical connection to Godzilla. And now,
He has a
without hear me
mystical
out, hear
connection.
me out. Without
he
his
just
sacrifice,
suicides himself.
Without his sacrifice, Godzilla would have been in slumber, rejuvenating and regenerating for another 1,000 years for all we
Did
know.
he
and
really
the
need
Earth,
to
the human
sacrifice
race-
himself though?
Yeah, because the nuke was only launchable from you have to be there to flick the switch.
This movie was so fucking
So-
stupid.
Yeah,
was
that's
the
a
one.
fucking plot.
I
was the
lost
one.
so many
Plus,
brain cells
for a
watching
man
this movie.
for a man who literally spent his whole life just loving he loves Godzilla and it's just a part of like his history. He finally got to be the one to be there in the core of the earth and literally be able to rest his hand and have that connection with this giant creature. You
Yeah.
know?
All right.
Easy
so-
lock.
Easy lock
Okay,
from
so
Taylor.
obviously to me Brad Pitt is like my number 1 lock, but I think Travis isn't just going to vote for whatever reason, so I don't think that's going to happen.
I said because
Until
I think
later.
there's better performances. I think it's Brad Pitt playing a really cool guy. You know what Brad Pitt is in real life? A cool guy. It's just because he has great Tarantino dialogue. If it was for the character, yes, but I just go performance.
Yeah, but didn't you have Brad Pitt in Ad Astra's main actor?
100%. He
Yeah,
has to
and
do more than
that's-
just be cool Brad Pitt.
No, he's just
But
a
I didn't
monotone
totally-
guy.
If you
with
guys
no
want
heart.
Brad Pitt, I'll give you Brad Pitt if you give me Ken. We can take
Holy
this all the
shit.
way.
Holy shit! I
Is
don't
that
think-
where we
I
are in
don't-
our lives?
I don't think that's worth
We
it.
can go all the way to the top here, boys.
You'll never come back from that one. The viewer, Clay will not let you live that down. He's a patron.
I
Okay,
can give you Brad Pitt.
let's put all that to the side for now. And
Holy
what about
shit.
has any
Can we make some cuts? I
has
don't know. We
everyone
need to make
here
some
seen
progress.
Aladdin? You haven't
I have
seen
not seen Aladdin. So yeah,
Will
what do you guys
Smith,
think about Will
guys.
Smith? Have the convo.
I don't think I'm ready to cut him just because who knows what's going to be on there.
it. No, I'm talking about Locke right now.
Oh, for locking him. Well, there's your answer.
The fact that Kirkland didn't even say, like, he didn't ask if you were going to cut him, but
Yeah.
that was where your mind went. I think that's
Yeah.
a sign. That's all I'm
Yeah.
saying.
But you also said you weren't ready to cut him yet.
No, I'm not ready
so-
to cut him. I'm not going to get
Okay,
Jedi mind tricked. The only two I'm ready to cut is just I have bad answers. Tallahassee, I haven't seen it, and Evans because of Knives Out. So there you
I'm
go.
willing to cut Nick Fury, honestly. Not gonna lie.
You want to cut Nick Fury?
You know what? I feel like Dylan, you kind of sold me. I'd be inclined to keep Nick Fury over Talos. But I
Oh, I'm not gonna go that far.
Yeah, because I mean, oh, I don't
I
know.
thought you liked Talos more.
Yeah, that was your.
I
that
do,
was
You
your
bit the
first
dick
lock.
too hard.
I like what you were saying about how he, you know, Nick Fury is like the best one we've had. Obviously, Talos is there for more of a comedic kind of relief. But I mean, I need you guys to like sell me on it again.
Okay, go ahead. Oh, and Talos, I already did the no, I already did the selling. I said it. The nice spin of the twist as far as he thought he was gonna be really evil. He's very good comedically. Everything he has with his little buddy with the download on the computer, then back and forth. Him with the Pulp Fiction drink, really good stuff. And with his family's emotional stuff. The only thing I was gonna say is I know you said put on the back burner, but there's so much tough stuff. You guys do gotta decide that Ken Watanabe Brad Pitt thing because
I could say Tallahassee. Could
I,
probably
in
come
good
out.
faith, I cannot back Ken Watanabe. So
I cannot back it.
I cannot back Brad Pitt. in good
Okay.
And you, what did you
Okay.
say about Tallahassee?
I could see Tallahassee coming off, even though I
What?
really enjoyed his character.
So that's
He's
you
just-
two because I haven't seen it.
See,
so.
I thought he honestly carried that movie, in my opinion.
he's definitely the best role in that movie.
Yeah.
You know.
But does that get him a nom and 5
Well,
nominations?
the tricky thing for me is we got 2 that like Travis just refuses to vote on.
I don't refuse. I've made every point for Brad Pitt. It's the same way with
Okay,
you,
well, Chris
Rebecca
Evans
Ferguson, for
then
supporting.
he refuses to vote
Yeah.
on
You're not. Because Knives Out.
Knives Out, baby.
because he doesn't allow
Um,
it. What do you think about Chris Evans and Knives Out, Taylor? Actually, both you guys. Because I
Chris
really
Evans,
like
Knives
him. I'd probably put him in my top 5, but I don't know yet because this is such a big list already.
I really, really liked him in that role, and I'm willing to honestly lock him. I'm
How
not
did
gonna lie.
that turn from you when you put him in to a soft yes to you're honestly ready to
Because
lock him?
times change.
That's crazy.
Time makes a fool
I
of
got
us
him.
all.
I was simmering on low for like 20 minutes, just getting that good sizzle going.
And you cranked it up
And
immediately.
just seeing him in like an asshole role when I've been seeing him as Steve Rogers for so long,
Eat shit.
it's pretty awesome.
Yeah.
And like he seemed like a prick, and he was selling me on that, even though I know.
And that
he's
fucking
very
sweater.
nice.
Oh, that
That's
sweater.
he looks so beautiful. Had the
So-
Steve Rogers.
So
hair.
where are you on it, Taylor? Chris Evans.
I mean, I feel like if he doesn't get it here, I feel like he's definitely a lock in another area for me. In this,
Where?
Golden
Really?
Don't give him
No,
a pity vote.
we just passed lead actor. He didn't even come up.
He's talking
for-
about villain.
Yeah, he's talking about villain.
Oh,
Which
okay,
I don't
fair
know
enough.
if I don't know.
I loved him as a villain, so
He's taking the Rebecca
Yeah,
Ferguson
it's interesting
approach.
because he's not really a villain until like kind of the end of it, right?
Yeah,
It's the nature of the genre,
it's
I
a
suppose.
spoiler villain.
Yeah, sorry fans if you haven't seen it yet.
It's predictable.
That's an interesting point. I hadn't thought about that. Either way, what do you think of him here?
Are
Because
ready to
you
lock
voted
it?
for Rebecca Ferguson, who you think's also going to be a
Taylor,
villain.
there's a lot of
Yeah, but
honestly. I'm on the negative side, but there's still a lot on the board. So do you want to lock
Yeah.
that? That's what I'm throwing to you.
I mean,
That's the thing.
If we lock him in, then there's only 2 left to kind of go for, and that's the
That's
hard
tough.
thing. It is tough.
I think we should cut some people. Can we cut Ken?
Oh.
See,
Well, you cut Ken, you got to cut Brad.
exactly. That's the thing, and I'm not willing to
Well,
do
Brad
that.
Pitt's
yet.
not going to make it because he hasn't seen the movie, and Travis.
Yeah, but I would
doesn't
give
like
you.
it.
I'd give Brad my vote, and then he get in if I get Ken.
That's so
You guys want Ken
fraudulent.
In
and
good
I
faith,
love
I
it.
can't vote for Ken. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
I'm sorry. Take them both.
Yeah, both.
I'm sorry, Bradley.
They walked on the carpet and they weren't allowed into the doors.
You know what?
I mean, Brad's still going to
I'll
the.
throw Will
Can we
Smith.
cut Aladdin?
Yeah, because Will Smith's really good in it, but for the most part, he's just playing charismatic Will Smith. So I'll cut him.
I do not want to do that.
I want to cut him.
But you haven't seen the film, so you can't vote.
I can vote.
Yeah,
You
well,
can
it's
vote.
just put as the negative.
Fuck the
so-
Golden Geeks.
Because either way, because if 2 of them vote, then between the 3 people who have seen it, that's still a majority thinking of cutting it, right?
So we're having a tough problem with our cut, and you guys, same with Tallahassee. You were, I thought he was going for Latin. You guys were mixed on him still.
God, I don't know, man.
I
This
want
is
him
a
in
hard
there.
fucking list.
So this is what I was gonna say.
There's
we need
so
to
many
lock
good
3.
ones.
I'd say everyone put a point by someone.
Why
just
don't
to
we
get
talk about
conversation
Bill
going.
Hader? Because we haven't talked about him.
Well,
at
that's where
all.
I was gonna put a point by Bill Hader for me.
For a lock right now.
For a lock, yeah. But just for like the where I'm, because my 3 would be Bill Hader, Renner. I don't know between. I'd give the slight edge to Talos. Those are my 3.
I would give a huge point to Talos over Nick Fury.
Wow.
What do you think
Honestly.
about Bill Hader? Let's talk about Bill Hader for a minute because we haven't mentioned him yet.
Yeah,
I like him.
I haven't thought about it too much.
I really like him. I think to me, he's my second vote. That's why I couldn't vote there right
Who's your
away.
number 1 right now?
Chris Evans.
In Knives Out, eh?
Yeah, that is my number 1. Bill
Number
Hader.
Can you sell me
one.
on Chris Evans right now?
What's that?
I mean, I was already pretty sold on Chris Evans, but can you oversell me on it so I can sell Taylor on it?
Yeah, your pyramid scheme.
I just think it's such a fun role for
Yeah.
Chris Evans. Like, one is just like a departure from what we've seen from him for a full decade, but I love how charismatic he is. I
Mhm.
love how kind of sleazy he is at the same time. The
Mhm.
way he like just kind of pushes Marta over the edge in like little ways is great. The way he just shit talks everyone is fucking hilarious.
You sold
the
me on it.
swag he has with those fucking glasses when he
Yeah.
throws the jacket over his shoulder. He's just so dope.
It's crazy too because he carries over that like Steve Rogers charisma into
Yeah.
this film where like when he's like whispering in Marta's ear about like
Mhm.
getting that plan going, I'm rooting for this
And when
guy.
you talk about who done it, the 2 most important people are the detective and the guy, the person who did it. right?
yeah, that's true.
The bad guy, the villain, if you will.
Okay, I don't want to cut Chris Evans for sure.
So that's my case for him as number one. But I do think Bill Hader's second, even though I think It Chapter 2 is kind of a bad movie.
I think my number one right now is Jeremy Renner.
Wow.
Yeah, I definitely think this is his
Two
best.
Renners.
I think this is his best role in the entire Marvel series. That the stuff when he goes back in time and like almost sees his kids. When he's basically breaking down when
Black Widow.
Black Widow. ScarJo goes to recover him in Japan.
I think
Don't do that. Don't give me hope.
Yeah,
the
exactly.
problem
Great
for me
meme.
with Renner is there's so much character development that you just skip over because of the nature of the story.
Yeah.
And I think that's a big
See,
problem for me.
But what about like just starting from the 5-year gap onwards? I still think his performance from like when he's got the mohawk till
Yeah.
the end of the film, I still think that's a killer performance.
Beginning with his family and they're
Yeah.
all happy and everything.
Yeah,
I think
exactly.
he's good. I like the character. To me, he's just clearly behind these two guys. That's where I am. Right?
Yeah, I feel ya.
He's behind Chris Evans. He's
So
behind the
what
Hader.
about you, Jeremy Renner? I feel like you've been silent on him.
He's talking to Taylor.
I am talking. Closed caption for the hearing impaired. Oh no, it'd be described video. My bad.
Yep.
I don't know about this.
I still think you should. So
This is
Dylan,
really tricky.
Dylan
man.
said Hader and Chris Evans. Dylan, who would be your third?
So I guess yeah.
I think it probably would be Renner.
Okay, so you got that.
So wait, so there's 3 for Renner right now, at least in the top 5, right?
Yeah, depending, but who knows where Taylor? Because
What was your
I'm
number one?
Hader, Renner, Talos. Those are my.
Hader was
three.
your number 1.
Yeah, out of those ones, yeah.
Slightly more than Renner. Or?
Yeah, just because I think Paul Rudd, like when you talk about carrying the film, I think he really carries it. Like all the rest of these movies we talk about, they're good performances or stuff like that. But I think it is a very flawed movie.
Yeah.
But he's given a great performance that has been really overlooked this year. And if that movie was better, he'd get a lot more praise. But it's not.
Yeah, he was great in that film. I liked a lot of the. Yeah, I'll back
More
Bill.
the back end when they lose. Oh God, what am I forgetting his name? Eddie. When they lose
Yeah.
Eddie, and it's slowly revealing that he's gay. Like when we lose the personal stuff, and when they come out of the water and he's just crying there. So yeah, that's why for me.
Yeah.
Bill Hader's just a great actor.
I'm down to lock that. Is that 3 locks?
I can't do it because he's my number 2, right? Like
Okay.
I have to lock.
Who's-
I have to see a Chris Evans lock before I can do a Bill.
What about
Hader
you
lock.
on Bill Hader?
I think his number 1 is Will Smith, and then after that, I don't know.
Are you guys that passionate on Will Smith?
I really
I'm
like Will
passionate,
Smith.
but Will Smith's not my number 1 pick.
Mm.
Who's your number 1 right now? Oh fuck, it's Ken. Oh no, he's gone.
Yeah, now, yeah.
Sorry.
Can't
soon.
off the board.
I really can't say. Like I
Do you have
really,
an easy cut?
No, I don't.
Yeah, that's.
you gotta find.
What about
you gotta figure it
Tallahassee?
out.
You haven't commented on him.
I feel. I know, because I really started to grow. I've been thinking about all the scenes in my mind the past
Yeah.
like 5 minutes. I feel like if you guys do like ticks, then it would help me kind of figure
'Kay.
out where I should go.
Well, I'll say this. I'll propose this as a thought. Travis hasn't seen Zombieland. I haven't seen Aladdin. What if we cut
Yeah.
both of them? Then everyone's seen all of the movies on the board.
Yeah.
Do we like that?
That
play?
might
agree.
that
As
might
like a
make it
balancing
easier.
act? Then we get this easier case where
Yeah,
then we have
because
2 people off the board.
both of those aren't in my top 3. I don't think.
And
so
I
think
haven't
we can
seen
take 'em off.
Zombieland, but I'd say same thing for Will Smith with Woody Harrelson. Is he doing anything new that Woody Harrelson hasn't done before?
Probably not.
Probably not.
So, and I'd say the same for Will Smith. So that's the
Although he
perfect
does
one.
get a fun love connection with God, why can't I remember her name? Because I love the actress
Uh,
Claire from fucking Punching People, Daredevil.
Yeah, I know.
My God, what's her name? Oh my God,
Colleen?
I thought I loved this actress. What do you guys think of that proposition? You like that?
Rose,
I liked
Rosario Dawson.
Rosario
Rosamund
Dawson.
Solomon Grundy.
Anyway, that is a fun dynamic between them. What do you think of that proposition I made, Taylor? I know it might be tricky because of the Aladdin thing,
It's
but what do you
tricky
think?
because like again, like I like both those characters and actors. So, and I really am liking.
But we all like
Tallahassee
everyone
more
on
and
here.
more,
I think
so.
is fair
Yeah.
to say.
Well, at this point, I'm feeling like I put Tallahassee over Chris Evans now. Well, I don't know, because like they're both kind of like the. Again, I need to see other people's ticks so I know where to lean.
'Kay.
'cause
I didn't think
don't
this would
feel
be
like
the
I could get
toughest
rid of
one,
them.
but
All
it
right.
is
So are we
somehow.
voting cut or are we voting to save?
I say ticks for now.
To
What does ticks mean?
that you didn't answer.
Ticks is yes. Who's
Tick
your-
is a
yeah.
yes. Okay,
To say, my bad.
To lock.
do I have to? I'm just gonna do 2 ticks right now. Am
We're
I
doing
allowed to do 2?
2 to lock.
Sure.
Okay, I will do Bill Hader and Jeremy Renner.
Okay, put 2 on those because that's mine as well, and then throw 1 on Talos.
Wait, why Talos? Yeah, I thought you said you're voting for the same 2.
You get 2 ticks.
Oh,
or
we're
2
only
ticks?
doing 2. Or
Well,
I think just
I
ticks.
just I don't know my
Okay,
3
those
right
are
We'll
my
now.
start
two,
with
so-
we'll start with 2 ticks.
'Kay.
Taylor, where are your 2 ticks?
Oh, he needs to see
You
your
two
ticks.
locks.
He
I
wanted
need
be
to
last.
see your ticks.
I'm the
You
guy with
show-
the pen. I'm not going to write them down.
You
so
show me
tell
your ticks. I'll show
I'm
you
kidding.
mine.
I'm kidding. Chris Evans won.
Christopher Evans.
And it was Bill
Columbus.
Hader, but he's not putting
And-
on there because he doesn't want to lock Bill Hader. You see what's happening right
Well,
now?
it's a big play, but I
Oh.
think I'm going to do it.
Do it.
I really need to see Chris Evans on this list.
the
but I'm gonna-
Do it.
For the Shire, I'm going to lock Bill Hader.
Bill Hader is locked.
Bill
in
Hader.
Chapter 2.
Well, no, not yet, because we got to see Taylor's
The
votes.
resident Hobbit. You
You
know Bill Hader was great. Come on.
Yeah, but I don't need to
Don't lie
vote for him
yourself.
now because he's in.
He's pretty safe.
I would probably put one on Jeremy Reiner.
There you go.
'Kay.
Is that 2 locks?
And my other one I'd probably put onto fucking fuck.
I
the
love
Fox
I
we
love
like.
not being the last person.
Yeah, it's tough.
It's a
I'd
lot of pressure here.
Probably
But also a lot of power.
need one more
Ultimate
person. The last person that I would pick, fuck, it would be.
Oh fuck.
I'm gonna go.
Really, is it Chris Evans or is it not? That's the only thing that
It's
matters.
not
I would
Chris
say.
Evans.
Okay, then I think we
It's
can
not
lock these two and then we
Tallahassee,
move up.
It's not Will Smith.
Yeah.
It's between Nick Fury or
I've
Talos
spoken.
for me.
You know, Greg and his boys, the Super Civil podcast, they're recording right now. Apparently, the Travis that they have is throwing out a challenge to us. We don't know what it is, but we're going to have to listen to that episode to find out what it is.
I'll be sure to
A
check
challenge?
that out.
Oh, yeah. We'll find out. Yeah.
Mm.
So what
Um,
happened there? So we got the 4 locks.
So
we
we're
need
going to
one
lock
more.
the 2 boys. So everyone now votes their next biggest lock, I guess.
Talos. Done.
Oh yeah, this is interesting. And then one for Talos. right?
Mine's for Chris Evans.
Oh shit, Taylor, what do we do, boy?
Bunch of coin flips in
You
the
guys
future
got
coming up.
power.
You got the power.
Got the power.
I'm gonna go Talos. Unpopular opinion, but I'm gonna back it.
I would say that's popular. It's pretty popular.
I just say things with no meanings to them.
So Taylor, you can coin flip Chris Evans. You can save Talos. That's essentially it. That's your game plan.
See, my picks were not for Chris Evans, Tallahassee, or Will Smith. It was between Talos and Nick Fury, but now that Nick Fury is
So it's
out,
Talos.
it forces my hand to, well, you know what, just to make things interesting, I'm going to do Chris Evans.
You're gonna coin flip.
Oh,
it.
you fucker.
Do the
You said
coin
you wanted
flip.
Tallahassee over Chris Evans.
It shows these fuckers have. Dylan, what do you want Chris Evans to be? Heads or tails?
Heads.
Ken.
Save the coin.
Read off the 4 we have.
Bill Hader, Paul Rudd, Jeremy Renner, Willem Dafoe, and Travis is flipping. If it's a head, it's Chris Evans.
Oh.
Oh, I get a reflip.
Oh.
I get a reflip. That was pretty sus.
That
Come on,
was
let's
very
keep-
sus.
Let's keep the fucking coin in play, all right?
Yeah.
Yo. All right, so there's our
Chris
list.
Evans got him because I tripped.
Yeah.
Bastard.
Or so you claim.
Yeah.
The Golden Geeks Best Supporting Actors of 2019 are Bill Hader as Richie in It Chapter 2, Paul Rudd as Ant-Man in Avengers Endgame, Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye in Endgame, Chris Evans as Ransom in Knives Out, and Willem Dafoe as...
the wiki.
do we know his name?
It's like something Wickman.
Thomas Wick?
Yeah, there
I
you
wrote
go.
that down on my phone. That's why it's familiar. As Thomas Wick in The Lighthouse.
Boom. I will say Chris Evans is phenomenal in Knives Out.
Oh, now it comes.
It's coming around.
I've never not said that.
So. Oh.
But that villain.
Should we stick with the people and do villain, or should that come back later? I think villains are easy. Let's do
Vill-
villain.
We
yeah,
can
let's
do
do
villains,
villains.
and then we're kind of done with actors
Yeah.
and stuff. Let's do the obvious one we talked about earlier. Rose the Hat.
Uh-huh. Just star her now. Maybe not. Jake Gyllenhaal, Spider-Man.
Yep. Because I legitimately only have 5 villains.
I have 4.
Yeah. Weak year for villains.
Would you say Joaquin Phoenix as Joker?
We debated that. I wouldn't just because he's the protagonist. But because is he? I don't know.
'Cause
That's
to me, it's all about the movie's perspective. And even though he's doing bad shit, he's not perceived as the villain in that movie.
Yeah. Well, yeah. No, he's right there. Because I was gonna say we did that with Thanos, but everyone is like Thanos is a bad guy. Well, then you got Gotham saying he's a bad guy, so it's gray area.
I wouldn't
He
put him.
did kill someone on live TV.
Yep. Murray.
Go for it.
Lupita Nyong'o, Us,
Ooh.
as her alter ego, basically.
Yeah, I would back that. Whether it's just tethered. Or
I can back
whatever.
it for combo. Yeah.
I love me some combo.
Yeah, she was great. I have come.
Fuck.
Oh Jesus.
I got chills just hearing that.
Fuck.
I've come for you, super civil.
I'm gonna nominate. Oh, this one might be tricky because only me and Travis have seen this. But James McAvoy is the Beast in Glass. You guys haven't seen this.
I think
really
you
really
should
want to
back
see him
us
on there.
because you would know.
Have you guys seen
he's-
Split?
Yeah, and
It's
he
the same character.
Yeah, okay, I would back it.
The other person I wouldn't. Well, we wouldn't get. You didn't have Sam Jackson on the Glass list, Dylan.
What's your question, sir?
Did you have Sam Jackson for Glass on your
villain?
list? Yeah.
I didn't write him down,
Yeah.
but I also kind of forgot about that movie just because it came out over a year ago at this point, or
Yeah, yeah.
about a year ago, like
We
12
don't-
full months.
We don't
it
got
January?
include him, but I
Was it a
show
January
It was
movie?
January.
Wow,
Yeah,
eh?
because Split was as well too.
we had recorded. We did a review for that one before our Golden Geeks last year.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
It was
I just listened to
fraudulent.
our review. Me, Travis, and Jessica reviewed Glass. That was a while
Um,
ago, and we were really positive on it. It's just like it's been so long. Is
Yeah.
the tricky thing for me.
So here's one that should have seemed like a lock, but is Thanos
I would lock him, or not lock, but I would
a
nominate him
contender?
still.
Yeah. Okay.
I like convo, so yeah, I'd put him in there.
I like
Bill
Thanos.
Bill Skarsgård as Pennywise.
Yep.
Yep.
Same thing. It's funny. Both I feel Thanos and Pennywise probably have weaker performances. Even though I still think if I have to choose between those two, I think Bill's better. He has a bit more to do in that. So I take my stuff about Bill back. I take it all back. I'm
I've exhausted my
I'm
list.
done for villains.
I got Chris Evans from Knives Out.
Yeah. See, I don't like. If we didn't get him in supporting, I would probably back it.
Yeah.
But because we did,
Yeah.
I don't think he does like. I don't know. I just don't see like the villain. I don't, like to me a whodunit. Like bad guy isn't like a villain. I know it sounds weird, but
Yeah.
it's like a different category for me.
Sony for making Morbius. No, joking.
Making Morbius.
Oh, that's I like
in
that.
production. You
It's a
know,
good joke.
because the
The last one I had is I kind of have two. Here's a cheeky one. Mads Mikkelsen is Cliff in Death Stranding. Are we gonna back it? Come on, it's a game. It's geek. It's geek. Come on, give it to me. Come on, Mads Mikkelsen. You guys don't want to see Mads on the list? Come on, give it to me.
I can't back it.
You fuckers. How about this one? I'm not in love with this one, but his actor name is Jackson A. Dunn. He's Brandon Breyer in Brightburn. He's the kid who just fucks shit up.
You know what? I would actually give that to you. He was on my list, but I think he
Yeah.
did. Like I know we don't usually do performance, but he did a good job.
I'd back it.
He was scary. He wasn't the problem with that movie. He was
No,
a good,
yeah.
scary villain, and the kid was scary actually.
Oh yeah.
Shout outs. He also played Ant-Man this year.
He was also in Doctor Sleep.
Right, he was.
Yeah.
He's having a big year.
He was.
Good
It's
for
weird
him.
when you say he
He's,
plays
friend-
Ant-Man because like it's true, but it doesn't
Right?
feel like it.
It's like a brain teaser for movies.
If you didn't know, he's one of the kids. Like when he's time traveling, he's like
Yeah.
the child.
Yeah, Taylor played the old man.
He's,
Heavy
uh,
prosthetics.
He's from
Oh,
Vancouver.
yeah.
Shouts out to
Heavy.
And then
BC.
Travis's
The
newborn
baby.
child.
Yeah,
plays-
yeah. That's Logan in there before she was alive.
I'm gonna say Ian McDermott as Palpatine, the Palpatine.
No,
Sheev, he just popped in. He just delivered in that
I cannot
role, I'd
back that
say.
in any realm.
He was powerful.
in any timeline. I will not back that.
You know, we didn't think of
I
it.
would
we
back the
didn't get,
fucking Star Destroyer before
We
I
didn't
back
get
that shit.
6-pack. You know, Matt Smith. We got the
Matt
OG
Damon.
Sheev.
So I'm not gonna
himself.
say where I'm laying because I'm in two camps. Of one, I was very disappointed in Palpatine, but Ian McDermott is great as Palpatine in the movie. His content's not great, but his performance. So I'm gonna Kirklin. If you're a no, then I'm a no.
You're
If
a
you're a
yes.
yes,
I was about to say the same thing towards you.
As once I fell, so falls the last Skywalker.
Oh, I gotta say yes to that.
Yeah.
put him on there for now.
Yeah.
I just want to see who makes it.
All right, are we good? Everyone, all the villains are in there.
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
gonna
just-
nominate
what about
to
you?
kick Palpatine off the list.
Taylor had one
Fuck
more.
Palpatine.
I did have one more.
Okay, what is it?
I was just gonna shout out
Godzilla?
Mark Hamill as Chucky because I think he was just fantastic.
No,
Mark
he
Hamill
doesn't.
plays Chucky.
Yeah,
the
he
new
does
remake,
voice
yeah.
him.
I'll
I've
back
seen
it.
it. I've seen
I watched
and
it
know.
too.
Did you?
Yeah,
Wow.
I'm
mean,
surprised
I
you
like the
watched
movie.
it.
Aubrey,
but-
if Aubrey Plaza wasn't in it, I probably wouldn't have watched it. But because she was in it, I watched it. I forgot her in supporting. She was so good in that. Yeah. Anyway. All right, let's be real with
You didn't
ourselves.
even
We're locking
finish
Mysterio. We're locking James McAvoy and Ferguson. Are those all agreed upon?
What about Lupita?
I'm just starting with those three.
Okay.
Would you guys agree?
Those
James McAvoy,
three.
Jake Gyllenhaal, Rebecca Ferguson as locks.
Yeah, I'd back that.
Yeah.
Those threes.
I mean, I would back Rebecca Ferguson and Jake Gyllenhaal. I don't know how I feel about James McAvoy.
It's
though,
too late.
but-
He's
Have you seen the
locked.
film?
I've only seen Split.
Okay.
So we only need 2. I say make this quicker. Everyone put 2 dots on who they want.
Mine is gonna be Lupita Nyong'o.
Who they want?
Like who? Yeah,
Okay.
to go through. Yeah.
I want my lock on Lupita, and honestly, the little Brightborn boy. I think because
Brightborn.
let's talk about Josh Brolin though, because
Yeah.
It sucks because he's still great
He
in
is
the
great.
movie,
It's
but
just, he's clearly better in Infinity War.
Yeah.
yeah, he has more screen time. His character's a little bit more leveled.
I feel like also the reason why he's so good in this is just the gravitas that carries over from Infinity War.
Great word.
Yeah.
Great fucking word. Let's go,
Thank you.
Kirklin.
Let's go.
I'm gonna give it to Josh and Palpatine.
Of course.
When someone's
Josh
like
Brolin.
refers to Thanos as Josh, it
Josh and
just sounds
Sheev.
weird.
I want Josh and Sheev. It's the
I think
sequel
of, like,
to
Drake
Drake
and
and Josh. Yeah.
Kirkland, who are you putting it on?
I already had mine
You already
on Lupita
Okay.
and
Dylan,
Little
where are you
Brightborn boy.
going?
Oh man, fuck.
It's weird. No Skarsgård, eh? Nobody's got Skarsgård.
I wanted it,
You
but
go
then
first,
when you
Travis.
said about what you said about Josh Brolin, I thought, yeah,
You're
he
gonna
was
camp me out.
terrifying in Endgame.
I know, I'm
he
just
was
still
very
deciding.
Josh
evil.
Brolin is that
Being
right
an
about?
older
Where are you? Where
Thanos
are you?
from the
I'm
past.
anti-Palpatine.
I'm fine with no Palpatine.
No.
That's my whole
Yeah,
thing.
I
Is I'm
don't-
anti-Palpatine.
I promise
I could
you.
be swayed over.
I
Honestly,
promise you in my children's
think
life, I'm
to
not
Brolin.
voting for Palpatine. So
over the
there you go.
Brightburn
Yeah.
pick. I don't know.
For
I
me,
think
it's
we'll
a tough thing
convert.
because
Yeah, we'll
I
convert.
Where do you
love
think? What do you think?
Lupita.
Yeah. What do you think about her? Just because it's
She's
That
tricky.
voice is
she's
so
scary.
fucking terrifying.
Yeah, I would throw one on Lupita because she's just so scary in that role. My tough thing is it's either Josh or it's Bill for me. I like the Brightburn kid a lot, but I still love Brolin. But then, you know what? I'm gonna give it to Bill. I still think he did a really good job. He has a bit more than Thanos. He's creepy. He's not the problem with it. Chapter 2. So yeah, Lupita's potential lock.
Yeah. So
Nice.
I think I'll lock Lupita.
Okay, Lupita's lock. So it's
Nice.
down between right now for
I
the
have one
listeners.
vote. So there's one. Yeah.
Brightburn, Skarsgård for it, and then Josh Brolin for Thanos. So Dylan or Palpatine, Dylan, if you want to come in there.
I'm not voting Palpatine.
So I'm just gonna try and sell you a little bit more on Brolin here, Kirkland. So
'Kay.
over.
Oh, you're
at
trying to
least-
get Kirkland to switch his vote now.
Yeah, over
Wow.
the Brightburn kid. So
Yeah.
with Josh Brolin, yes, he's obviously he's a different Thanos as compared to Infinity War, but you have the Thanos that's coming out from the past, and Josh Brolin just delivers an like insanely scary Thanos who's he's not just focused on doing the snap. He wants to
yeah.
exterminate.
He
He
still-
did seem a lot more.
The thing with he still gets some great scenes. Like the way he's just totally inhumane to Nebula is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
The scene when he just fucking hunkers down and waits for all the good guys to come to him
Yeah.
for the fight.
It's so
The
good.
fucking double-sided blade is pretty badass.
I feel like he's also just like meaner in this film over Infinity War. So
I don't even know who you are.
Don't use that against me. It's
To me, he was just way more scarier
Can we
than
just, like-
the Jackson kid.
well, Pulp's gone. No matter what, he's gone. Well, unless Kirkland makes a last.
I'm not voting for
Last
Pulp.
minute
Pulp's
play.
gone.
Can we just cut Palpatine and Brightburn and just talk about these two for the final slot?
Well, my vote was on Brightburn, so sell me off of him.
I just did.
Yeah. Can we take Palpatine off, please, for my heart?
I said yes.
Oh yeah, he's gone. He made it.
I honestly don't care. Like, I'd say I'm honestly completely neutral on all three of these,
All
which
three
is
of
not
them?
helpful. I'm completely neutral on
Oh,
these three.
okay.
So,
three-way coin flip.
is anyone very passionate to have one of these? You're pretty passionate on
I would
Thanos,
say
it sounds
Brolin
like.
should stay.
He was the winner last year, right?
He won last year. Yeah.
Think
and
about that concept. The same villain winning 2 years back to back. That's like,
That's a good.
that's
fucking
never going to
villain.
happen.
He's not gonna win this year either way. I just think because I think again it's I don't know because you vote for the intentions, not the performance. So that's tough.
Like Bill Skarsgård was great in the movie, but I feel like playing it was a better it in part 1 compared to part 2.
See, but you could also make that same thing with Josh Brolin.
Many
though.
people
But
say
he
that
was-
about
I would-
but
I
many
would
people
say
say about
Thanos is
Thanos. He's
better,
much more
though.
simpler because what's his plan at the end of the game? I'm just going to destroy everything. I think it's warranted. I think they did it in a good way, but it's just I'm going to destroy everything and start over.
right,
Honestly, I think I would kill off Brightburn.
Okay, so
right now.
Bright Boy's gone.
Bright boy.
Is that
Bright
true?
boy.
That
Yeah.
was his vote and he took it away. So
I'll kill it off because
Well, where's your vote? What's your number
mine
one
was
vote?
for Bill. Bill.
Sorry.
I'll write this down.
Are you wanting to keep Brightburn?
Well, I'm just looking at it. So, what's everyone's top pick? I just want to keep looking.
Well,
Brolin.
mine was Brightburn, and I killed it off. I took it off, but I'm very undecided on Josh Brolin or Bill, because both of those, like, they fall under that category of being better in their
Yeah.
first film, but
Both great at the role.
Yeah, exactly. And both terrifying. Like that opening scene in It Too, in the river.
Do we drop our
I mean,
ticks?
I guess
The one
that
when
was
he's
after
talking
the
to the
opening
girl?
scene.
Or
Or
you
is that a
coin
different
flip
scene?
it.
When he's talking to the little girl in like the under the fucking benches.
Yeah, that's really creepy.
That's
But
a
it's
great
good because he's
scene.
trying to be like nice and playful.
Oh,
like,
yeah.
I have an owie too.
What
like,
are some
that's
other good
creepy
scenes
stuff.
from him?
You kind of hit those hit those ones.
But
But
then it
the same
just
thing. What's
kinda-
the great? What is? I think Dylan brought up the Nebula thing, but even Thanos just sitting there, that is a great scene. But he's not really doing much in there. Where that's where Bill
Yeah.
at least give him a few.
But
of them.
then you look at Bill, like I feel like a big drawback was when he went Super Saiyan and was like huge. And like
See,
big. It's like
But
this is
then
kinda
a drawback
just
for
like
Thanos
holding
is
me
he's
out.
barely in Endgame.
Yeah.
He's in there for like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
Well,
When the
I
first
would-
movie-
I don't know, like even like 10 minutes, but just like when he is on screen, he delivers
Let's
that
find out.
performance, and then again at
And
the
you
end,
still
like
get a few minutes of him as like I don't know, real timeline Thanos, I guess you could say, where
You
they go
do.
to his farm. They
Yeah.
chop. It's quick, but they chop his head off and stuff.
And I mean, even then, that sense, like with Josh Brolin, you get more Thanos at the end when he is having that dynamic with all these different Avengers characters, and then again with Tony Stark, and like he goes to
Yeah.
snap his fingers, and then you get that heavy line with Iron Man in that sense, like, and then him just sitting there knowing he was defeated and accepting his death, like it was just so powerful.
This one is so tricky for me for the exact same reason, right? Because they've both been better in other movies.
This
Oh.
honestly could be a coin flip.
I don't know if I feel so even on both of these.
Yeah.
Should we do coin
So,
flip? Thanos
Taylor
is the head.
Taylor is firmly Thanos. Travis is firmly
Thanos definitely had
Uh,
it. Coin flip.
Pennywise.
Yeah.
You're pretty neutral. I'm pretty neutral.
Yeah.
All right, Travis.
I'm okay to coin flip on this
Yeah.
one, unless
Yeah.
either one of you want to keep pitching. You can, but
All
I'm just
right.
so neutral.
The
Yeah.
head is Thanos. Tails is
Gone
Bill.
for the head. No.
Can we get a new coin flip?
Yeah, seriously, amateur coin flip.
Loonies aren't really meant to be coin flipped, I'd say. Off the mic.
Holy, that was yikes. Just flip
That
a
was
Timbit.
almost as good as that putt you did at the
Third time's the
sports
charm.
championship.
It's heads. Thanos makes it in.
There you go. See,
Boom.
I'm not,
Heads is the
Should've
lucky
went
one
for
for
the
that.
head,
so
yeah,
yeah.
he should have went for the head. Thanos.
All right, so here's our
Thanos!
Golden Geeks best villains of 2019.
good list.
Rebecca Ferguson as Rose the Hat in Doctor Sleep. Jake Gyllenhaal as Mysterio in Spider-Man: Far From Home. Lupita Nyong'o as
What you doing over there?
we can't remember her name. What's her name?
Tethered us. I don't know.
In Us.
It's-
James
yeah.
McAvoy
I'll
as
look it
the
up.
Beast in Glass, and Josh Brolin as Papa Thanos, Daddy Thanos in Avengers Endgame.
Okay, there we go. What do we want to do? We got some technical categories with visual and score. We got the mega one with best scene.
I'd love to do scenes now. I pitched that a
Sure.
while ago and I got shot down.
You
wanted
wanna
to
go
open the show
first.
and see.
Let's just get out of there. It's like the Phoenix one.
Staircase scene.
The what?
The Phoenix staircase scene. Is that what you're gonna say?
Nope, that's not what I was gonna
Oh,
say.
fuck.
Her name was Red, by the way.
But sure.
All back the staircase scene.
Yeah, I had two Joker ones. I was gonna throw out obviously Portals is the big one from Endgame. The final they
Yeah.
all come out on your left. The whole Avengers assemble. You know, like that is that scene is gonna be iconic for years. And yeah, for Joker, I had two. I did have the dance as one.
Is that what you're calling the staircase one? Dance?
Yeah, scared, the scare case.
If I had to guess, I bet your other one is Murray.
Yeah, just because the
Joker
tension
Murray.
in that talk
Oh,
show
yeah.
is it's deafening. Like you feel that, and that score pounding and like,
Oh,
I just
yeah.
watched Joker again 2 nights ago. Oh, it's so damn good. All right, you guys can go. I've stepped back.
Kylo Ren speaking to his father, Han Solo scene.
Of course,
Just
I'm back in
So
that.
powerful.
Can you tie that in with the like duel?
No.
Yep.
Two different
Yeah.
scenes.
Okay. Yep. Brad Pitt on acid, like the ending basically.
Yeah, I put once pool scene. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I put.
so yeah.
Yeah. Leo coming out with the
Yeah.
flamethrower.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty good stuff.
You gotta watch that movie, Taylor.
I'm
God.
gonna have to now.
Why didn't I pick that one? God damn.
I don't know.
I thought he had
Why'd you
already
pick
seen
that?
it.
Why'd you pick Godzilla? You guys
What did
made
I
some
even
strange
pick?
picks
I
this
feel like I
year.
didn't even pick anything.
I'm happy with Midsummer as my pick.
I didn't say Dylan's had a strange pick. I said these two are
Speaking
strange
of
picks.
Midsummer, I don't know. Like, it's hard for me to differentiate, but I wanted to say like the finale. See, the thing is, the finale is like so long, but I would say like primarily the scene where she's doing like the kind of dance where they're just going around in circles
Yeah.
and they're just kind of building her
Oh,
up,
yeah.
and they're slowly just falling away. And I don't know if they let her win or if she actually wins. Who's to say? I think that's kind of the intrigue of it there. But then it just goes fucking batshit crazy for like 15 minutes straight. The thing is, I don't know how to like where you'd cut that off. But
Yeah.
I just think the finale of that movie is so intense and so fucking weird.
I feel like here I would be the third vote. I don't want to back it right now. But
I won't back it.
I won't
That's
back
fair.
it.
Yeah, sorry.
So the scene in Ad Astra? No, I'm joking.
I'm gonna do the like Spider-Man like Mysterio tripping scene,
Yeah, 100%.
like mind bend.
Yeah,
Yeah, I agree.
Okay.
Back it.
that's in there.
I don't know
Dude,
what you would
I
call
think
that.
that's a law.
Aladdin Cave of Wonders, Never Had a Friend Like Me scene. That was just
No.
outstanding.
No. No.
Just when he kicks in and he like makes Apu just like symbol monkey, just so.
I'm going to
funny.
say no just because I don't think that's in the quality of these other scenes. I think it would get
Yeah.
erased right away.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Ooh.
I will say that
I liked it a lot, but
last year we had like 15,
Yeah.
and we were going ham on them. I have much less this year.
Me too.
I'm gonna pitch Ant-Man. I'm just gonna call it like Ant-Man waking up 5 years later. Scene where he wakes up and he's kind of just doesn't know what the fuck is going on. He's walking around. He goes to the memorial, looking everywhere for his daughter's name. Can't find his daughter's name. Just
Yeah.
finds his name. Then he goes back to his house, finds his daughter, and they reconnect. And you just get goosebumps on this.
I didn't have it, but that's a back. Yeah, that's.
I'd back that.
Back it.
This is the one. This is for me always the toughest category. To be honest, every year I usually know my top 4, but this is every year. It's frustrating.
All right. I had the Rick Dalton like cowboy scene when he's basically like line, and then that ends like when he goes to his trailer and he's like fucking just yelling at himself.
I won't back it, but I love it.
It's
Why don't you back it if you love it?
to me that's like you got to pick one of those. To me,
How though? Because you just picked Ant-Man, and that's like
That-
like multiple scenes.
That's
yeah,
the
but the
foggy-
difference is how long that takes, right? Because this whole scene of Ant-Man is like maybe a 3-4 minute period, whereas like that one scene where
Okay, well, okay, let's cut out the trailer then. Just him like doing
Yeah.
like the line.
I mean, either way,
basically
you got to
forget his
get
lines.
Travis's back. I'm down for it.
'Kay.
So if
Yeah, no, I just think it would get erased right away. I love that scene, but
No back.
no back.
All right.
My other one I have, not other one, just one I have from Us is the actual house evasion when it starts and they look up the driveway and they're all just standing there.
Ooh.
You see the two kids get on their hands and knees and they scurry off and you
Fuck.
see them
Yeah.
move. I think that, the tone, the way
back
they
it.
react,
Yeah.
I think it's
Can you
just...
do the voice again?
What? Oh, go get them.
Fucking chills.
Taylor,
He's good at that.
I'd like to date you, Taylor.
Jesus Christ.
call it house, I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna do the Fondle Me Lobster scene.
Fondle
The-
me lobster.
Basically,
The
like
monologue?
yeah, like Willem Dafoe's monologue, and then it
The
just
lighting.
Oh,
like
that's
I'll back it.
that's when
I'm
they just
backing
start
it
like
easy.
yelling at
I had
each
that
other.
on my list.
yeah,
Yeah.
Fondle Me Lobster.
I'd back it.
Think of the fucking lighting in that scene.
Yeah.
He just looks like a fucking demon. Just
Yeah.
When
yelling
it's just
at Robert
looking
Sanders.
at him.
He's drunk, just crying in the
I
corner.
don't even know 10% of
I'd
the words
back
he
it,
says.
but I would also put in the scene of Robert Patterson just waltzing around outside, and finally he just looks up and there's just naked starfishing
See,
Defoe in the lighthouse.
I wouldn't.
That's
that
more of a
because-
GV meme.
Yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Because we'll get that poster one day. But I
It's
think
such a
just
good scene.
at
Can we
least
back the lobster?
that scene,
Yeah.
the lobster, you can pitch as like there's some concrete stuff there.
Some
What
great
about,
acting.
what
Just
about
great
the
acting,
scene of he's like tripping out when he gets to the top of the light or whatever, and then
Well,
it's like
let's
William
get to
Dafoe naked holding him
no, no,
or
no, no,
whatever,
no.
and the light.
Let's get to that scene afterwards. Let's just.
Well, this is a
are you
lot.
pitching-
I gotta
Okay, okay.
I gotta watch that movie again.
Oh yeah. See, I would buy the steel case of that movie. I've never once bought a steel case movie, but honestly, I love
It's
it.
actually a lighthouse case.
My final one was Tony's funeral. Crickets, ladies and
I
gentlemen.
want to, but after seeing that deleted scene, I like that so much more than
But
the
the funeral would happen still.
I know,
It
but I
didn't-
like the deleted scene more than the
I'm not.
funeral.
I'm not
so-
gonna back that.
I don't know
one,
if I would.
Unfortunately.
I'm not backing.
There you go. That's all I got.
All I had, like, I had the. It's like a trailer scene, but it's still good when Chris Evans is just telling everyone to eat shit. Like, it's such a funny scene from Knives Out. And then I had like the Elvis motel scene from Zombieland, but I'm not passionate about either of those two. But if you guys like them,
I
then-
would back the Elvis scene. That was hilarious.
Yeah, where
that
the-
was really
the
good.
two dudes show up.
Remind me. Sorry.
It's when like the other two guys show up. Like I can't remember the actors' names.
Oh yeah.
But they show
and
up-
it's like the mirror version of them.
Yeah, and then they get like really confident, like, "Oh, we got this."
Yeah.
And they go
Okay.
fight
Yes.
them.
Yes.
Luke
Get
Wilson.
that
Well,
on there.
that would probably include like the scene of them like flexing with like the rules and then the rules and what was the other the
commandments.
commandments. Yeah. That
yeah.
was so
that,
good.
that was great. I'm gonna pitch one that I think you guys are gonna be upset with yourself that you forgot about it. In Joker, the movie Joker, when they're in the apartment.
movie?
When they're in the apartment and his two buddies come up and he ends up killing his one friend, and then the shorter gentleman can't get out.
It's a
and
great scene.
There's just so much like tension, and you don't know how it's
I'd
gonna
back
end.
it.
You don't
I'd
know if
back
he's gonna
it.
kill like the guy running away. That was one of my favorite scenes in the entire movie.
Taylor,
I'd back it.
it's backed.
You were not gonna back it.
No, just because
There's
I
some
know
other
we
ones.
can't have like who knows what's on there, but in my head canon, it's tough because I know I think there's one Endgame lock and then there's one Joker lock. So I'm trying to spread the love,
Yeah.
but I prefer those first two Joker scenes a bit more.
Joker
What
goes
do you guys think
ham.
of Ransom? Eat shit. Eat shit.
I feel like that would be erased pretty quick, unfortunately.
Yeah, that's fair.
I'm just gonna shout out on because I know it won't get on there, but just Godzilla King of the Monsters. When Rodan wakes up and he's flying and he's chasing after like the jets, and the jets like are all around him shooting at him, and he's like spinning around, and his wings take out the jets. That's
He's
one of
just
my
like
favorite fucking scenes of all time.
emancipating the entire
Oh,
One of your
town.
favorite
yeah.
scenes of all time.
Oh, it's so
That's
good.
hype.
It was a pretty cool moment.
I
Oh,
I
yeah.
don't back it, but
I
No.
won't back it.
I think we have enough in
I have
there
all
unless you
mine on
guys
there.
have more.
I have all the ones I care about on there.
Mm-hmm.
We're feeling good, boys.
Yeah. The only one that
Sounds like Kirkland. Sounds like you have one that you're considering saying.
No,
you
I,
brew
I
it.
I just wrote down the Raylo showdown, but I forgot that was tied in with the Han Solo. So
Okay.
I'm sure I forgot one because there's just been too many scenes this year. But
Right. All right, we're in the phase. Get some locks.
I would
I'm
say
so glad
Portals-
Lobster's on there.
Portals is a lock
Portals
for
is
me.
an
Yeah.
easy lock.
Uh-huh.
Everyone comes back, great score, cinematography, the whole deal.
That is.
I'm surprised that
It's a
doesn't win.
screensaver. Okay, we have 3 Joker scenes on the board. Let's talk about them. What do you guys think? More than one
See,
deserve
it's-
to be there? Is there one that's your favorite?
Well, my favorite is the Joker goes ham.
Okay.
That's
But-
probably my least favorite of all of
Yeah.
them. Like
I
for
think
me,
so.
it's a toss up between Dance and Murray. Those
I
are
got them both in
good.
there. Obviously, I love Joker, so that's no surprise. But I got them both. If it comes down to me, make a choice, I will. But that's where I am.
So
right
then
now.
the weaker would be the Joker goes ham. Then
yes,
so
Yeah, I would put the other 2 above that.
okay, you can cut it.
it made it a contender.
I'm just glad it made there. Okay, so stepping away from Joker now. What about
For me, I have an easy cut. It's the Rise of Skywalker scene. Just because I think I don't like the Han Solo stuff at all. But that's obvious. So what do you guys think about that? Is that like a lock for you?
For me,
yeah,
it's probably a
like
lock.
honestly.
I think it is a lock.
Yeah.
Yeah, I figured you guys had the power. So
Yeah, that was just such an. I
the
was
best scene in the
balling.
movie.
Yeah, I was balling my
If it
eyes
was
out.
just the battle, I would do it. But I don't like the Han Solo part afterwards. But
Let's talk about tripping out Spidey. I think that was
That's
our
a
favorite
lock for
scene.
me. I'd lock
That
it.
was our favorite scene in the whole movie.
I'd lock it.
Yeah, I'd lock it. It was
That is
so
the best.
good.
Like obviously, that's what we want from Mysterio, and we got it. Like
Yeah.
just points where his head turns into what
Mhm.
it's like a snow globe. You got zombie Iron Man
Oh.
in there.
Chills.
It's so
Zombie
good.
Iron Man.
Yeah.
chills.
It's true. Okay, what do we got? We are at 3 locks. So we don't have one of the Joker ones locked.
No.
So we should probably pick one and then maybe pick one from a different movie just to spice it up a bit. What do you guys think about that?
Yeah, honestly, my 5th pick that I would give it to is probably the Elvis Hotel or Motel.
It's good. I think my tricky one for that is that's also kind of ambiguously like potentially long sequence, right? Like it could just be that scene where they're riffing the rules back and forth into like their death. Because honestly, that whole thing is like 10 minutes long, or like 5-10 minutes long. So I really like it.
Look, there's good scenes on
Well,
here.
if it,
Let's lock a Joker one. Let's get that out of the way.
yeah, oh
Right?
fuck, shit.
Yeah.
What's your pick, Travis?
Because yeah, I'm not ready to do the. I'm only taking one, but my lock over top them is Murray. Just because you get to see Joe like walking, like I know the dance, it's very sexy. That is him becoming Joker, but that's when you get to actually see him act as the Joker, and you can see his personality shift and everything like that.
I agree. I'd vote that one.
And De Niro's actually really good in that scene too.
yeah,
so.
I would pick that one over the dance.
Lock Murray. How about another joke, Murray?
No, I think we're done here. Have you seen the
Okay.
meme when he shoots and he misses him,
Yeah.
And they just look at each other.
and the show ends?
Should we everyone just pick their favorite? Is that where, the point we're
Yeah,
at?
I think
or-
so. That makes
Fuck.
sense.
Okay.
How can I do that though?
I
There's
don't
many good
Well, we
ones.
need one
Taylor,
more.
is your
so-
lock on the Elvis Hotel? Is your pick on
Well,
the Elvis
if
Hotel?
I feel like if no one else is gonna back it, I'll probably go with.
It's probably not going to be my pick.
I'll probably go with the House Us because that was just fucking terrifying.
Is that your vote?
Fuck. Yeah. That scene Sold
For
me.
content, I'm the dance on Joker, but if Us House is the next one, I would back Taylor. So because I do think that's
Aye.
See, I'm
Fun to be
between
lobster.
the Hollywood finale and Ant-Man waking up. Actually,
Kirkland, where are you?
As of right now, I can only see my weakest one, and that's the Ant-Man wakes up.
that's your weakest one.
That's my weakest one right
Ooh,
now.
right to the heart.
I'd say the two weakest right now are Ant-Man wakes up and Dance.
Okay.
The finale was so wild in Hollywood. God, and I. Okay,
Sends
yeah.
the dog
So
out.
my three weakest right
Throws
now.
the fucking can at her head. I don't want to say too much, but
My three weakest are Dance, Ant-Man wakes up, and Elvis. I would have to say, and then my top two would be Lobster and Finale.
That's a whole bunch of jumbled, Kirkland.
let's
Pick one.
let's kick Zombieland to simplify.
Kick it.
Can we kick Lobster
No.
collectively?
Oh,
No?
I guess you guys don't like. So yeah,
I
pick
like it.
I don't say
I just
that,
have two that I like more. Found to be Lobster.
I'll do this. Maybe I'll put my second one on House, so you guys can decide.
I forgot House was even in there, honestly. So
I love the setup to that. I think that's the height of that movie. Unfortunately for me, it never
Yeah.
reached that. But
That's
because you
true.
just are so scared for that family in that moment, and especially because Taylor not so much, but I had not seen a trailer, so I had no idea what the fuck's going on when they're looking like them and everything. So for me,
Yeah.
not seeing a trailer as well, so much was happening in that moment. And even when they get in there, they're just scary. So that I will go with House.
He makes a good point.
he does.
He makes a good point. I think I'd go with that because if we don't get the votes on Hollywood and that's not going to happen, that's
Unless
fine.
you two tie it.
Then I'd rather
I would be willing to tie it with you.
you'd want to tie Hollywood and,
Yep.
and do the coin flip between us and
Fuck.
Hollywood.
It's
Yep.
fine. They're both good
I'd-
scenes, Taylor.
I'd be
Calm
fine
down.
with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
Let's
I'm
do
gonna
that.
do one head. Head is for us. Tails is for the finale. Let's do this once.
This guy's pretty bad at flipping.
Loonies
coins.
are not meant to be flipped. I'm just gonna shout that.
That
out.
loony.
Thank you for
Travis's
saving me,
defense.
Taylor. What did I say was what?
You said us was the head.
Us head.
It's head.
Mm.
There you go. House the TV show. The House Invasion for
House
us
MD.
makes it the last one.
All right. So our votes overall are the House Invasion from us. We have the Portals scene. That's Avengers Assemble, all that good stuff from Endgame. We have Murray from Joker, and we have the kind of fight on that water planet in Rise of Skywalker into like Han Solo, I guess. And then we have the Mysterio tripping balls scene from Spidey.
Yeah.
Who's that jumping out the sky? R.E.Y. Mysterio. Here we go. Off the top rope, look down below.
We're doing score, cinematography next.
Let's do score. Get
Score?
out of the way.
I'm
Yeah.
fine for either one. We only got 4 left. We're close.
We're
We're near the
peaking.
end game.
We're getting there, boys.
We're in the end game.
We're in the end
So
game
this was
now.
score, you said. I'm going to go with Joker. Hilda Garindi, or however you say her name, but Hilda.
I'll back it.
I'll back it.
Backed.
Just disclaimer, I don't have the best memory when it comes to score, so I'm
Yeah.
sure I forgot a lot of movies.
I will say I also like that I don't have to write so much for this. I just write the name of the movie. Go for it. Go for it.
Rise of Skywalker, John Williams.
Backed.
Get him in there.
I will nominate Dark Phoenix.
Yep.
A movie that's not great, but Hans Zimmer does the fucking thing, and it's great.
I back you
great score.
100%.
I'd back it for
Yeah.
sure.
I'll back it because it's Zimmer.
I got that. Wow. What's fucking
He
bias
never
over there?
disappoints.
Have you seen the movie?
No.
No, okay. You're not an X-Men guy.
You don't need
I
to see the
forgot.
movie.
I was talking about it, Kirkland, you go, because you haven't gone.
Okay, I did actually. I did Rise of Skywalker. If that's all right. I'm gonna do Doctor
bulk.
Sleep. Actually, this is a movie I watched yesterday, and so the songs,
I can't say it stood out to me.
the songs
Tell me
and the
about this.
score, or like the theme music. I don't know what you'd call that. Is that just the score? I guess so. Well,
That's the.
it's not the
score.
most memorable, but there's some sort of like heartbeat that ties in with these scenes, and it made the movie so much more like intense for me. And like it would be whether or not he's starting to see things, or if she's starting to see things, or if it's linked in with I don't know what their group's called, but like the Hats, I guess you could say. Like any
Hats.
time that like a scene's starting to pick up, a heartbeat would
Mhm.
start picking up, and it just like it honestly made that movie so much better for me, and I want to see it in there just because the audio is so phenomenal in that.
Cool.
I'll back for now. You made a good case.
Backed.
Thank you.
I'm gonna throw out Godzilla King of the Monsters. That's score.
I would back it, honestly.
So amazing.
I'll back it just to
If there's one thing that
Really
sat
good.
with me in that film, it was definitely the score.
Yeah, you remembered that score.
And you told me to pay attention to
yeah.
it.
I'm gonna pitch Us.
Yeah, I back you
I
100%.
back it.
I can't
Well,
remember
you
that
make a
one.
case, let's fuck
unfortunately.
No, that is
I
so
got
good because there's tons
The
of
fucking violins and the horns, like they're just so
Dun-dun,
they just
dun.
grind
Right.
against your
Yeah.
ears.
that last
Yeah.
fight. Yeah, that last fight they have in the hallway. Plus, there's lots of scenes in this movie where it's just quiet, so you need that good
Yeah.
score. So
Yeah.
yeah, that is like
It's just kind of sprinkled in there.
spoilers. That's
I
a
don't
heavy
even
lock
remember
for
that
me.
film ends.
But well,
Gotta
go watch it again.
Well, like I remember them all holding hands across
That's-
America, but
That's
like,
kind of the last shot.
what happens before that? Does anyone live?
Sister v sister. The family lives with
The
them.
boy
They-
like walks backwards, and the other guy walks into the fire.
Yeah, and remember, there's a whole reveal about the tethered twist.
Yeah, so
With our
she's
main
like down in the
characters.
hallways of the old building, and they're talking and like trying to fight each
Yeah,
other, but
I
they
don't
know how to
remember that.
dodge each
Wow.
other.
Weird.
That's too bad. It's been a while.
I
It
did
has been a
have
while.
their final fight in best of scene, but I took it out because we just had so many.
Okay.
I have a few more actually. Although I think to me some of the ones we have on here are clearly better. But I don't know what you guys think of this one. Men in Black International. I thought actually a really good soundtrack. It has a mix of there's some like more creepy sequences and then there's some more like hyped up sequences. But the thing that stood out to me a lot was the percussion. Like it was just really, really clean. Like the quality of it, and then even just like the intensity that it brought to it. I'm guessing none of you remember the score, unfortunately.
Yeah,
Not at all.
Unfortunately not.
So
Other than the main Men in Black.
I remember
theme,
talking
no.
about on a review that I really liked the percussion
Yeah.
and the score, but
I would back it if you back it.
I just can't remember it.
Yeah,
That's fair.
It's kind of me.
Midsummer I think is good
Oh,
score. It's
yes.
similar to like what Hereditary was like. Unfortunately, it's not used nearly as much as it was in like a Hereditary, but I still think it's quite good.
I'm backing that.
I don't even
yeah.
remember there being music for that movie.
Yeah, I'm the kind of the same that this one I didn't get to rewatch, but it's kind of what you with Men in Black. I just don't. I remember liking it, but I'm trying to place the sounds of it. Where Dark Phoenix I don't like, but I can remember.
I
that
think it does a
distinctly.
great job, like because Hereditary is very like I don't really want to say electronic, but there's a lot of
It is
that
yeah.
kind of
And
music.
loud.
Whereas I think Midsummer fits much more with this setting, where it's just like it's not really like folky, but I'd say it's a lot like Us actually. The way the music
Yeah.
is used, just kind of like adding little bits of
No,
intensity
yeah,
here.
for sure.
But I think a big point of that is also like even just having long scenes in that movie, just letting it kind of draw out. And sometimes there is just like long sequences of silence that are kind of quite intentional. So I think
Yeah.
it's to me it would be a top 5, but
I'm backing
these
that.
guys don't remember it.
For me, it's a top 5 as well. I watched it this week, so it definitely sits with me. Like
Yeah, so did
easily.
Taylor, and
Yeah.
he doesn't agree.
He watched it
No,
on
I
He
mute.
hated the
won't
movie.
back
He
though,
watched it
so.
on mute. That's why he hated it.
I won't
1.2
back it.
times speed.
2 times.
No.
1.2. It's like barely even. You wanna?
What else you guys got?
Spider-Man: Far From Home.
I cannot recall the
I'll
music in it.
Oh, okay. Go on. I wouldn't back because
Wouldn't back
I'm always I like the Mysterio theme, but I'm still disappointed in Michael Giacchino's
Then to bounce
score.
Back from that, I'll drop Endgame.
Yeah, I was just about to drop. That's a lock
Yeah.
for me. Portals alone, that track. And the rest of it, Tony's death track that they sprinkled throughout the entire movie. The same song they play at his funeral, they played like one of the very first times you see him. And they sprinkle that the whole way throughout the movie. It gets louder, louder. And then the funeral, it's just pounding. Ant-Man's score is great when he's trying to find his daughter. So, yeah, that one's pretty high for me.
I have Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I agree, big time. Maybe not big time because there's not a lot of original score.
Yeah.
It's just
Yeah.
like fun songs
Yeah,
that fit.
that's why I have.
But it
in
does
there.
also use like quite dominantly in a lot of scenes. Like there's,
Mhm.
I mean, most of like Margot Robbie scenes I feel like have music going on. Like
Yeah.
obviously there's the one where she's kind of dancing to the that fucking record, and that's a really good scene. Then even when she's just at like the Playboy Mansion sort of thing.
Mhm.
I'll back it. Sweet. Done. I just got the score stuck in my head, though, now.
I'm gonna throw out Aladdin.
No.
No,
I would support it.
you would? I think
I
it was
l-
just fantastic.
Honestly, I've like listened to that soundtrack.
It's so good. I bought it the night of.
Arabian Nights.
Oh, I love it.
Just like Arabian days, venom.
Let's get that movie
I haven't seen
collab.
Aladdin, so the last one I would pitch is Aladdin not happening. Sorry.
No, I didn't.
I like the score in Knives Out, but it's really not even used that much. It's kind
Yeah.
of limited, so I don't think it's gonna make it on there.
I would have backed that because I actually enjoyed
Well,
it.
I'm voting it. I think it's really good. I don't know if it's gonna make top 5, but
Kirks McDirks.
It's not memorable, unfortunately.
okay.
This is a sad category for me because I just don't remember the scores that well.
Not a lot of great ones, I will
No.
I
say.
don't remember.
The ones I'm locking are the ones I've actually listened to, like on my phone after the movie.
Right. Okay, are we good? Do we
I'm
have any more to nominate?
Solid.
I'm super good.
Okay. So
We just got to get 3 off.
that's one way to put it.
Story of my life.
I want to lock Dr. Sleep, but we can leave that one for a later discussion. Rise
sounds
Skywalker, John Williams.
Lock.
Come on, lock that boy.
Yeah, it's
Listen to it so many times.
Lock it like it's hot.
it's his best
juicy.
one. There's some good stuff in there.
Best is a strong word.
Who
I
did-
would lock Us.
Oh yeah.
I would lock us as well. Are you a lock,
Are you
Kirklin?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think
That was my
a lock.
violin. I'm sorry.
You look like Roberto. Practice my stepping.
Especially my stabbing.
I would also
motion.
lock Joker.
I would lock Joker as well.
I would lock
Yes.
Joker as well, and I
Let's
think
go
I would
quick.
lock.
I would lock Endgame.
Yeah, I would lock Endgame. Ooh, this isn't as easy as I
theme.
thought it would be.
Okay, so Kirkland's passion on Doctor Sleep. What do you guys think? Because I actually I watched it this week
Yeah.
and I don't even remember it. So
I liked it a lot. I thought it was good, but again, my tick would go to Godzilla over Doctor Sleep. My 2 picks are Endgame and Godzilla. Now.
Yeah, the thing with Doctor Sleep on why I just wanted it on there so badly was just the effect of like the heartbeat usages and just like the little like subtle like I guess you could call it like the percussion instruments on like certain like tense scenes. Again, I might just be so passionate on it because I watched it like literally last night, so it's so fresh in my mind. But it just sat like the soundtrack made the movie so much better for me, whereas all these other films, I don't know if I could say the same.
I'm a
Other
lock.
than maybe Endgame.
What happened there?
where do you feel in Doctor Sleep?
I'm a lock on Endgame, and then I'm between Dark Phoenix and Doctor Sleep. I could go either way because I feel like they're equivalent. So that the rest I'm kind of, well, I guess it's just Godzilla Hollywood. I'm fine, drop those. So Endgame's my lock. Doctor Sleep and Dark Phoenix. Honestly, I'm kind of, if I have to decide if there's like a whatever, then I'll pick. But
So where I'm at is I would cut Hollywood just because there's like no original score. It's just soundtrack, which is good, but I think I'd go for more original stuff generally.
Mm-hmm.
And then I between these I'd lock Dark Phoenix and Endgame. Should we just do our check marks? Is that
Yeah.
sure. You guys go first because I might be a deciding.
The
vote.
one I want no matter what is Doctor Sleep, so that's my first check. And honestly, I don't think Godzilla's got enough credit. That had an amazing score.
Well, the thing with
Oh,
Godzilla here,
no.
now I'm just gonna shout this out.
What do you mean?
They-
Oh no.
Because he's gonna go Godzilla.
What about the soundtrack,
too,
though?
So
Well,
it's
here
fine. But
with Godzilla, like I think it's commendable the fact that they could have just done a whole brand new theme, whatever they want with the score, but they went and they took the OG Godzilla tune and they pumped it up to like 10,000 and just revised it and made it sound just amazing.
I
so
think
when
that's a
those,
lot for you though.
well, in those score moments when you see like certain scenes unfolding and you have that original Godzilla score.
you know what,
come in.
man? You gotta stop. Like whenever we bring up Godzilla, you're talking about other Godzilla movies.
No, this is the one, King of the Monsters.
No, but you're like, you know what's great? The fact they took it from this other movie.
yeah, you said the fact
No,
they
no, no.
didn't make a new theme.
No, I'm not. I'm
You-
not
that-
talking about those other movies. I'm talking about in the sense that it's like his original
Yeah.
theme that they have revised and updated in this movie, and that's again, I think it's fantastic that they took that nostalgia and recreated
Oh.
on the big screen.
So your vote's Godzilla. What's your other one?
Endgame.
So Travis, 2 votes on the board. So you're probably gonna do Endgame and then coin flip. I'm guessing.
Hold on now. I don't remember putting my check mark on Godzilla. I just said I don't think Godzilla's getting enough credit.
Okay.
So we can erase that check.
That sounds
mark.
like a check
Wow.
mark.
That was pretty. That was pretty rude.
Yeah,
honestly.
there's some mixed signals
Wow.
you sent it down there.
Taylor's gonna remember that.
Mixed signals.
He already-
Where's your other vote
He
going?
already
You voted
forgot about
Doctor
Tony Collette.
You
Don't remind him.
You voted. You voted Sleep. What's your other one?
Endgame I've actually like listened to quite a bit, but maybe I was just so hyped on that film.
Portals.
Portal scene is amazing. Dark Phoenix, Hans Zimmer's great, but it's just not too memorable for me. Hollywood, I could see getting killed off. I think Endgame has to get it. Yeah,
Yep. Get that bread.
I'm just worried Doctor Sleep's not gonna get on there, but that's all right. I'll swallow that.
So Travis
pill.
has 2 votes.
So Endgame, lock it up.
yeah.
Endgame lock.
Yeah. So now this is the position I said I didn't want to be in because I could go either way.
Doctor Sleep, man.
You know what? I'll throw one.
Hans Zimmer. Hans Zimmer,
Doctor
The
Sleep is such a better
famous-
film.
the
Come
famous
on.
composer of such movies as Inception, as Batman: The Dark Knight.
Dark
Pirates.
Rises.
Remember when you just refused to do Knives Out because you hated that film?
What does that have? What
Yeah, what does that have to do with it?
How are you convincing me?
Don't vote for Dark Phoenix.
I don't know what that has to do with Dark Phoenix at all.
I don't know. I'm just trying to persuade you to go Dr. Sleep. When they get to the Shining House, come on.
Yeah, let's give Dr. Sleep some love.
Yes. Thank you.
Yeah,
Put
yeah,
that
yeah.
coin away. It's
I
been
typed
cursed
it.
today.
Yeah, it has been.
Oh, shit.
Endgame is off
No,
the
and
list.
yeah, Dylan made an executive decision.
Yeah, just right Midsummer. Okay, our
it's
top
okay.
scores are Joker, Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, Avengers: Endgame, Doctor Sleep, and us.
I'm so happy Dr. Sleep made
We're
it.
going to cinematography slash visuals next.
Visualize your goals.
Shit, what was the last one on there?
Endgame, Doctor Sleep,
Joker,
Rise
Rise
of Skywalker, Joker, and us.
Us, thank you. That's the one I was missing. Visuals.
All right, so this is both, cinematography. We're talking shots. We're talking sick camera
We're
angles.
talking shots.
But
Okay,
we're
so-
also just talking is it like it could just be a good looking movie, you know?
Yeah, Spider-Verse winner last year. I'm going to throw out something to me in the middle, Ad Astra, but then also Midsommar.
It's interesting that you're starting there.
In, aren't you?
I will do it. Yep, I would do that.
I would do
I
it.
think whatever, if we're just, this is
Well-
the same thing as acting, if we're just talking, let's say you mute the movie, you don't know what the story is, it's just you're looking at them.
Case against Ad Astra later.
Okay.
Yeah, no, Midsommar. Ad Astra, it was a great looking movie.
It's beautiful.
Yeah, definitely.
Cinematography's
Um,
great.
I'm gonna pitch Godzilla.
Yeah,
It's a CGI fest, but there's a lot of fucking great shots in that movie.
it looks really good. So, when Ken Watanabe is
Ken Watanabe.
that one's for you,
Dr.
Taylor.
Ishiro, thank you. Cheers.
That's for you, buddy.
I got your back.
Knives Out.
I would agree.
I would agree.
That mansion. What was the movie we were talking about? That you said it's like the exact same mansion.
The Nick Cage.
Color Out of
movie.
Space.
Right.
Color Out of Space.
Check out our-
I swear, and then another trailer I watched later in that cast, there was another one that looked the exact same.
That's
I guess
funny.
it's just a
Check
famous
out-
Hollywood.
Check out our 2020 movie preview. I'm going to shout out The
2020.
Lighthouse.
Yes,
I would agree.
Back that.
The Lighthouse is mine. Just for that Willem Dafoe shot alone of the in the lighthouse naked
Comes in with the-
starfish.
oh.
See, there's lots of shots.
Yeah.
Okay, here's a weird one. This one is not really cinematography, more about just some visual stuff. But what do you guys think about Escape Room? There's some fun gimmicks in that movie between like
give
the
you
ice,
that.
the snowy
Yeah.
ice kind of trap room. There's the upside down room with like the pool table. That you get some fun gimmicks there,
I'll back it for now. Yeah. Make it a contender.
making its first appearance on the list.
Yeah. It was the best film of January 2019.
Shout out Toy Story 4. I think visually it was just
Wait, it was the best
Gorgeous.
movie of January?
When
Better than
Escape Room
Glass?
came out? I think it came out before Glass. I think that was like January 7th, Escape Room or something.
Oh,
so
I thought you said just the best movie of January.
No,
And
I was
like, wow,
wrong.
That's
That's
a
No.
low
the
point.
point. I'll
my
say
pitch for Toy Story here is because Pixar just goes all out on the detail and the depth of the toys. When you zoom
The
in on
detail
them,
is
you can
phenomenal,
actually
yeah.
see the
Is it too
actual
detailed
detail.
though?
I wouldn't say too detailed. It is just for
Just
what
too
you can
much
do
going.
with
Have
an
you seen it?
animation. It's just brilliant.
When I was visiting my sister, my little nephew had it on, so I
You
saw
somewhat watched
scenes,
it.
and there was some phenomenal, like the detail on
It's
the
some great
clothing.
CGI.
Yeah,
You can see like the wear and tear on the toys.
Yeah,
It's just
so-
legendary.
I would honestly back it for that
Legendary.
reason.
this one's on here for me just as a pure cinematography, and that's Joker. I think the way that movie's shot is fantastic. Is it Final Five? I'm not sure, but just the way they shoot him, even the stairs they shoot, how depressed he is, and when it's just like when he turns in Joker, that movie fills with life, and it's because of the shooting. So
Mhm. I would go for Us as just like a pure cinematography one as well.
yeah, I'll back that.
Sure.
Yeah,
It's a soft backing.
and the no, I won't.
I'd
go
say
yet.
there's a bunch on here that I'm not like passionate about.
Yeah.
Like Us,
Yeah,
I
yeah.
don't know if I'm passionate about it, but I think it's good enough to make it in the noms.
I'm gonna go Doctor Sleep. Now,
I would agree.
okay, cool. I was gonna pitch,
Well, we need a
but
third.
I guess I didn't have.
Oh
to.
yeah, I'm the third. Travis the third. This is a tough one for me because I'm not sure because this is just because of Smorgasbord. Is Endgame worthy of putting up here? Like the battle scene.
I think I'm gonna put it on the list. I would put it
Yeah.
on there.
Yeah.
I have some
I-
cases against it actually, but I'll put it on the noms list.
Yeah, I don't know if it's top 5, but and I guess if we go visuals, it's kind of that Spider-Man verse where like the CGI in that movie is incredible, crazy. Thanos is still great,
Yeah.
The fact they pull off that battle scene alone
Yeah.
is pretty phenomenal.
What about Spider-Man? Far From Home. You got the awesome trippy scene, but
Yeah.
also like the end with all the drones flying through London and stuff.
I'd
Yeah.
back it.
No, I would back it for now.
Mysterio with the smoke, looking great.
Give us the smoke.
Spidey Whitey.
Want the smoke. That is every movie I have for best visuals of 2019.
Let's see if I am missing one. Nope. Not missing one.
Check out Geek
What
First.
about, what about
Check
Hollywood?
out Geek First.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Just like
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I'm just thinking
And
like the
classic
color
Tarantino.
palette wise.
I don't know if it's going to be a top fiver for me,
No,
but I'll
yeah.
put it on the nom list.
Hollywood.
I won't because I don't think I got it back top 5. I don't. No, I'll just say no.
Okay.
Taylor, do you have any more?
No, I do not.
Kirkland, do you have any more?
No,
Cool.
nothing that'll get backed.
All right, so we have 12 to work from. Just to give you a quick recap for the audio listeners. I haven't been doing this much, so sorry. But Midsummer, Ad Astra, Godzilla, Knives Out, Lighthouse, Endgame, Escape Room, Toy Story 4, Joker, Us, Doctor Sleep, Spider-Man Far From Home. Is there any clear locks for you guys? To me, I would lock Lighthouse first above anything. I agree.
100%.
Not only does it have the aspect ratio, it's got the black and white, but it also just has some great shots. So
Yeah, I agree. It's the most unique movie of last year, I think. Good or bad? It's the most unique movie.
A24, come on.
This is tricky because
I'm-
there's so many that are just like pretty good.
Yeah, I'm a lock on both because I threw them out. I'm a lock on both of Midsummer and Ad Astra. Ad Astra because I love the space aspect. It does that really well. Space can be boring, so they spice it up. I love even, maybe Dylan doesn't like those scenes, but when Brad Pitt is in that room talking to people, I love the way the light's shimmering throughout, the way they cast shadows on certain
Right.
people. And then Midsummer, just because it's like this horrific stuff that's going on, but it's all surrounded by this beautiful stuff. You look at even the ending when
Yeah,
Danny's
that's a
wearing
great
her
point.
big, massive
Yeah.
crown, things like just
The
like this.
opening shot, how it's just like the one scene where she's
Yeah.
crying and he's holding her, and just zooms in closer and closer, and then it zooms
Yeah.
right out the
Yeah.
window.
Yeah, you got
And then all the
snow
mirror
going on.
usages when she goes into the room with all of his
Yeah.
roommates and
Yeah.
Midsummer is a lock for me as well.
Yeah. I would honestly back both those. I wasn't too sure on Ad Astra, but just you reminding me of the light coming in. Like it literally feels like they're in space.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel like it's a
Mhm.
green screen or something. So
I can't lock Ad Astra yet. That's one thing. I don't know if your thing is contingent on me also voting Ad Astra. I can't
No,
do that one yet.
It's not. It's not. I'd still lock Midsummer.
yeah, Midsummer.
Yeah. And the other one I'll show for Ad Astra just before I get it is the buggy chase. I love the way that shot, just when they're crashing, everything like that. It's very well done. So
Yeah, I think my thing against Ad Astra is that it gets like a free pass because it's a space movie, and I feel like as space movies go, there isn't a ton in there that I feel like I haven't seen elsewhere. The buggy shot is cool. I'll give you that.
I
but-
honestly like the biggest thing, other than like the great looking like planets and CGI on that usage, is just like when they're in the ship and like the light is coming through and just the effects that they used on that. Like it just felt so
Mhm.
authentic.
Cool.
So that's my reasoning.
what's people
would you have
thinking?
locked Ad Astra?
Yeah.
Would Taylor? Would you have locked Ad Astra?
Considering all the other contenders, it depends. It would just
Okay.
be a
Okay.
wait.
So we'll wait.
I'm kind of.
I would cut. Can we just cut some stuff to simplify? Like I'd cut Spidey. Yes, it has some cool visuals, but overall, I don't think there's a lot of like great camera work necessarily. I think other than, I mean, Mysterio's cool and all, but to me, I like.
Yeah.
I have Mysterio and Best Villain, so I'm satisfied there, and I could get rid of that.
And we got them for best scene already.
I think I would cut it. Yeah.
I'm fine to
because
cut that. Yeah.
I wasn't the biggest fan of like the night missions sort of whatever you'd call that. The
Night
night
monkey.
monkey. Yeah.
The next one is the escape room because I like the sets, but I don't think
I
there's
would agree.
anything shot-wise that really stands out to me other than the upside down
Yeah.
room. Upside down room is really cool. Check out that trap.
I would also cut Joker, actually, I think.
I would not.
I haven't seen Toy Story. What do you guys think of that? Is that a lock for you, or is that a...
It's just like Pixar flexing their amazing animation.
Big flex.
Yeah. So
Oh yeah.
I want you two to sell me on it because I haven't seen the full movie.
I can't sell you to get rid of it, but I can't sell you to keep it either.
So
I'm
it's
very
very
much
in the middle right now.
Yeah, I'm in the. I like Godzilla, but there's nothing that stands out because every time the monsters are fighting and they cut to the perspective of humans and you just see giant feet all the time, or you
Yeah.
see
No,
Hey, no, don't
that's
cut me
more
off.
like an original Godzilla thing.
No, that's
not
what.
a new
They
one.
try to trick you that way, but then it's just like the fight's happening and these characters in a jet and they fly past it and then they focus on the characters in the jet and you see them in the rear view mirror. I think that movie could have done a lot cooler and they took a lot of shortcuts for budget or whatnot. So I think nothing really stands out other than it looks great CGI wise, but especially at one point they had this really cool shot of when was it Kinky Door with the heads, and then Godzilla.
Kinky.
They're about to fight off, and they're widescreen and they're running at each other, and then they just like fucking pan zoom right in close to them. You can't see anything going on. So I think it has
They definitely
Transformers.
hide a lot.
Yeah, I don't. That's an easy cut for me.
To me, I just think it, the pan outs at times and like the close-ups, it shows like the scale of it. And again, I think like the colors of all of these monsters is just through the roof, like fantastic. And again, like the perspectives is what they play with. Like when you have like those moments when the jet pilot's in his jet and he ejects and then it just shoots right up and then he goes right into the mouth of fucking Rodan. Like it's just those kind of like cinematics and the visuals that just make it probably. It is such a colorful and vibrant movie for what they did and what they pulled off, and oh god,
Yeah.
just love it.
I could cut Us as well. There is some good shots, but honestly, it's not groundbreaking.
I thought it was too dark for me personally. Like, it might have been different if I saw it in theaters, but because I didn't see it in theaters, I just felt like the dark scenes I couldn't see everything clearly, and it was
cool.
So I think I'd cut
Us.
that.
Yeah.
And then with Godzilla, I think I would cut it just because. I was explaining to Dylan off cast, if I had seen it in theaters, it totally would have been different. But like when I'm watching it on not the highest quality stream, it was kind of tough because it is just a CGI fest. And I did get a great appreciation for what they're doing because it didn't look messy. It looked like it was well polished, but you can only experience that so much when you're on like 720p, right? So
Yeah.
I think I would have to cut that. But
I'm not quite there yet. I don't think.
and Travis mentioning like I felt like there was like lost potential with like the big monster fights. I feel like they were awesome, but they were almost going for like a half Cloverfield vibe where it's
Very
like
Cloverfield.
they're revealing the monster, but at the same time they're like trying to hide it for me, I just felt like it had some lost potential there. Not saying it's terrible, just
Yeah.
this
I mean,
is
it's a
Golden
contender.
Geeks, man.
This is gold. It's the best of the fucking
we
best.
have high caliber.
I'm surprised you guys got the Cloverfield experience because that was the first Godzilla. Like
The first
totally.
Godzilla
This
was
one
totally like
so
that.
different, though.
I don't
But
think it's so different.
See, but like they definitely were taken away from that, but like they weren't fully letting go of it, which is kind of what I was getting.
I would cut Knives Out. I think there is some good cinematography, but I don't think it's
I'm hesitant to
like
do
in
that.
no world would I vote for that. I mean, I think I already know where my vote's going. Well, actually, I don't know where my vote's going at the end of the day, but
I'm gonna cut on Knives Out and Toy Story. I love Toy Story. It's great, but like Pixar's done it before. They always get better and better, but it's not like a Coco or anything.
Right, yeah. So yeah, there you go. I'll cut it off.
Something like Soul next year, I think, could make
Cut
it in
Toy
here.
Story?
Yeah.
I think Soul or Onward, and honestly, and Toy Story is my favorite Disney franchise. Toy Story is in my life. I just think that maybe it's a little samey.
okay.
So
I can eat my pride on this one and do an Ad Astra because
lock it.
yeah, I could.
I'm
not passionate on it, but like
I want to lock it, and I also want to lock Dr. Sleep.
Ooh.
There's some great like transition scenes that they have, and also just think of when Abra is like first going into Rose's like shoes.
Yeah,
That is a
stuff's
killer
great.
scene, and then even when Rose like is trying to. She gets her hand fucked up, and then she's trying to get back to where she
Right.
was, and then she's flying through the air.
I think all the
Also,
stuff
there
with the suitcase
and
too.
yeah, the suitcases as
Mhm.
well. Man, this is already a lock. But anyways,
I'll
I'm just gonna
lock
keep
Dr.
going.
Sleep.
When Danny's
Are
like
you locking
writing,
it?
when Danny's writing on the chalkboard, and then it pans out over to the door, and then you don't see what he writes, and then it pans back over, and then in that same scene, it transitions over to Abra at her house in the exact same way.
Yeah, I'd lock
Fucking
it.
lock that shit.
let's lock Dr. Sleep. Way to go, Kirkland.
I'm so passionate about that movie. I'm so glad I watched it.
Where do you guys think on Endgame on this one?
That is the elephant in the room, eh?
I think it's off my list now.
I think so,
For
too.
me, because if we do the 2-point systems, for me it's Ad Astra and Joker. Ad Astra for the visuals and Joker for the pure cinematography.
Let's
of
all
it.
vote on 2, right?
Yeah,
To keep or to kill?
to keep. Yeah,
Vote to keep. Where are yours?
Astra and Joker. Endgame slightly the honorable mention.
I'd give it Godzilla and Endgame.
Oh no, this is gonna be a messy list.
Knives Out at Astra.
Oh man,
All right, so
Dylan's the decider here.
this is super interesting. Holy shit, this is a lot of pressure.
Yeah.
So
Are you sweating? I'm sweating.
I'm really sweating. Dylan's my saving grace here.
Oh no.
I mean, either way, I'm looking at coin flips, right? Well,
Not
unless
for-
I vote for Ad Astra, then then that's what? That's a 3-way.
Well, you could vote for Ad Astra and then lock something else, so that you could do the 2 locks.
Yeah, but am I going to vote for Ad Astra?
Well,
in
no, that's your question. Yeah.
2019.
What does that have to do with it?
I'm just saying. Shit, I almost I know I said Joker earlier to cut, but I almost want to lock some Joker in there.
It's good when you think about it.
I
the
think even just
visuals.
and I think even just the way they use light in that movie, right?
Lighting's key.
Lighting's very important
In what way? So keep going on that. Elaborate.
because the lighting, just during the scenes after he's made like the transition, so to speak, into being the Joker, and how it's like brighter, colorful, more happy. It's like obviously he's dancing around and stuff, but also just like that slight filter over the lens that's like makes everything a little bit brighter. Whereas the first like hour or whatever is very dreary.
Right.
And then you also just get like great. I don't know. There is like great, like obviously the staircase scene is like very iconic. A lot of it maybe is just like a camera sitting somewhere and Joaquin's popping off for a while, but
I think the other iconic stuff too is when he does get arrested and all that stuff, them breaking him out, and there's like that shot of it's kind of Jokerish, but with him in the cop car and everything.
Yeah.
I think there's lots of good stuff there as well.
I'm gonna change my vote from Knives Out over to Joker.
Well, and then with the scene that is probably the most shot scene when he gets up on the cop car and he makes a smile blood, but then he turns around and he just has like these hundreds of.
I'm
people
gonna remove
behind.
Knives Out from the board just to simplify.
Yeah.
'Kay.
I love the color palettes of that movie though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That mansion was beautiful.
Yeah, I think I really want to lock Joker, and then I think I'm gonna just coin flip on something. I think that's kind of where I'm at.
Ho, 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 ho,
So that's 3 on Joker. You voted
Monterey.
Joker, right?
So
I didn't know Joker.
he voted.
no, you don't.
He voted for Godzilla and Endgame.
Oh, no.
So
One
Taylor,
of
I'm
them's
gonna be
gone.
doubling up on one of yours. If you had to pick one, which one would it be?
I would go Godzilla. Yeah.
Of course he would.
It was just so much more colorful. Like both movies had a lot of CGI, but Godzilla just had the.
I'll tell you one thing. Here's something like Endgame. I love Endgame as much as the next guy. I was watching it the other night, and I was getting this weird sensation where I was watching, like, there's a lot of scenes where there's, like, a group of characters, and, like, the characters are just in a very, like, fabricated position. Like, the way they're standing doesn't make any logical sense,
Yeah.
but it's just because it turns into, like, this great shot where you can see the whole team.
Yeah.
And it was kind of wigging me out a bit, I'm going to be honest. There is some great visuals in the movie. There's a lot of different locations between, like, fucking Red Skull's planet hanging out and,
Son of Eden.
I mean, just visiting all the places again. Like, there's some cool stuff, but I think for my man Taylor, I'm going to Godzilla, and then we're going to coin flip Ad Astra Godzilla.
Man,
This could be a perfect list, or it's gonna have a big black
man.
mark on it. I'm
I'm
going
scared.
head for Godzilla, tails for Ad Astra.
Ooh.
It's tails.
Ad Astra. Good flip, good
Like
flip.
Ad Astra wins? Or?
Yeah, yeah.
Way to not drop it.
I was really scared there.
Can you show me the coin, please?
We need like
Just
a
kidding.
like a
All right,
like
best.
camera.
I tried my best. Best cinematography / visuals goes to Midsummer, Ad Astra, Lighthouse, Endgame, or sorry, not Endgame,
Get that out of there.
Doctor Sleep, and Joker.
Okay,
That's pretty awesome. Godzilla made it.
I know. I wish I called it because heads would have been the logical, probable choice to lose because heads.
Wait,
is-
I'm so confused. Who won that?
well,
Ad
Ad
Astra
Astra
won.
won.
Yeah.
When you think about coin flips, heads is what it landed on for a while, so tails is the right
Joker,
pick.
Ad Astra, Midsummer, Doctor Sleep, and why am I missing that? I keep missing the last one. Joker, Ad Astra, Midsummer, Doctor Sleep, The Lighthouse.
You are.
My attitude's setting in 'cause I'm getting hangry.
Yeah.
Oh no.
Are we on worst movie?
Yeah, sure. Let's do. We'll do how it worst, best, and then quickly anticipate because it's looking in the future.
Yeah.
Anticipate will be quick because we kind of did
We
that.
already did that.
Yeah, we can.
I
'Cause
just copied my list.
You got to
from-
do anticipated. It's like the epilogue, right? It's like
Yeah,
the final
exactly.
thing.
Yeah. I'm gonna start off. I think you guys should just back us to trust me and Dylan. Maybe Dylan doesn't have it, but John Travolta's The Fanatic.
One of the worst movies I've seen. in my
It
whole life.
is awful.
I will back you.
Yeah, it is like, trust me. It's like the way we trusted you with The Circle, the way they had to trust us with Slender Man. This movie has offended many people because John Travolta plays a person with Down syndrome, and it was a
Yeah.
bad call.
It's very
Yeah.
bad. I'll also say that the director of this, it's his first time directing. It's like the fucking bass player from like Limp Bizkit or some
no,
shit.
the singer of Limp Bizkit.
Okay, same fucking difference.
Mhm.
Who cares? It's Limp Bizkit.
And this is how bad it is. At one point, a character gets in the car and they're listening to Limp Bizkit. He had to pimp his own music. That is this movie. One day we'll do a commentary track. It's
That's like putting your mixtape in Halloween candy.
100%. That's what it was.
I have a couple on here that are maybe not the worst movie of the year, but when you look at them, like they're just very disappointing for what
Yeah.
they should be. That's going to be It Chapter 2 and X-Men Dark Phoenix. What do you guys think on both those?
I got Dark Phoenix. It Chapter 2. I got too many like still positive things to say
Okay.
about it, but yeah.
Dark Phoenix? Anyone?
I don't want to pitch Dark Phoenix because I knew that movie was gonna be bad going into it. So
That's a weird.
That's
take.
a weird thing.
so I will back it.
It's still bad. That's like saying, "Oh, I knew this was gonna be
I
the best
know.
movie," and it was a great movie.
What
What do
about-
you guys think of It Chapter 2?
I wouldn't say it was bad.
I wouldn't say it's the worst movie of the
Okay.
year. What about the
I'm
Ted,
not saying it is. That's not what I'm saying.
What about the Ted Bundy movie?
Oh, yeah. I'd put that on there.
Yeah.
I can't remember it enough.
Yeah, it's terrible. That's why.
I'll put it as a contender. Yeah. Taylor, you got to take this. I know you got one on there. We all got. Other than
I'm gonna throw in Hellboy.
Yes, I will back
Wow.
that because of your review.
No, I'll
Great
back
review,
that
by the way.
I'll back that because Taylor was looking forward to that, and I've heard nothing but bad things. There's one thing else though, Taylor.
Lego Movie 2.
No,
That's
I'm
on my
gonna
list.
shut it.
Oh, is
Scary
Lego movie
Stories.
that bad?
I was quite
It's
disappointed.
That's
not-
heartbreaking.
It's, no.
But is that because the kid was farting in the theater?
That was a big
reason.
I'm
He
gonna
was
check out our bloopers.
Shoutouts.
I'm gonna say Scary Stories. How you say it?
That's
One of the
on there
only movies
too.
Taylor failed this year. So
He's
and we all
building
were
up to it.
disappointed. I didn't believe you. You listed Lego too. It's not that bad.
Compared to all the other Lego movies, it wasn't the good.
Detective
greatest.
Pikachu, anyone?
I
No.
have it.
This one coming to
That was a
Kirkland.
dredge to get.
I never
through.
saw it.
Ooh,
it.
that's tricky.
Yeah, so it's safe. I'm gonna throw a line.
Travis, do you want to pitch Kirkland on it? How passionate are you about it?
See, but you're not gonna sell me because I know quite a few people that actually really enjoyed it.
yeah,
Including
We're not
Let's
talking about them.
let's
They're
just
not on the fucking
pass.
Geek Verse,
Yeah,
are
but
they?
they're affecting me. So how could he sell me?
It's a really fun movie.
Do
That's
you
what
have
they say.
Kirkland? Do you have Godzilla on your list?
No.
Okay, never mind then.
Is that what you're gonna pitch?
Well, I
That
was,
would've been
but
so
I was gonna make a
disrespectful, though.
trade. If you gave us Godzilla, we'd give you Pokemon. but-
Trade.
I'm not gonna vote it, but in my heart of hearts, Ad Astra is a top 5 worst movie of the year for me.
And what would you put in response, Taylor?
I'm not gonna make a case for it. I have notes on it. If it comes up in the best
Midsommar.
movie, I have fucking notes. Let me tell you.
I
But
don't have Midsommar or Ad Astra best movie because I know those are movies. So we talk about them quickly here. Taylor and I both love Ad Astra, and those two love Midsommar. You love Midsommar, right,
Yeah.
Kirkland?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
I wouldn't say I despise Ad Astra though.
Yeah.
So.
So we're in this camp now.
I would
It's-
say I despise.
they've
Ad
kind
Astra.
of canceled each other out as far as being in worst film or best film. They're kind of in this limbo because we are gonna.
We'll see.
still, So
We'll see.
check out the reviews. We'll
Did
see,
anyone end
yeah.
up seeing Dumbo? I didn't hear, or I
No.
heard that one didn't do well.
It's on Disney Plus. Go check it out. But no, I haven't seen it still.
Okay.
I would throw up The Lion King because to me,
I'll vote
it was a letdown. So.
I haven't seen it, so I can't.
Oh, you haven't seen
I haven't
yet?
seen it. I'm
No,
still voting.
I'm gonna wait for Disney Plus.
Did you see Lion King, Kirkland? Would you vote it being
No, I didn't end up going to see it.
bad? Oh, damn.
My last one, I won't get back in because you guys were pretty positive on the review as Men in Black because that's a fucking bad
I
movie.
have
Even
that
the
on my
director
list as
says it's a
well.
bad movie because they fucked with his movie. So I was not a fan of that.
I'd back it.
I thought it was fun enough.
Fun enough, great poster.
It's a
quote.
solid 6 out of 10.
Yeah, it itched that Men in Black vibe. That was
Those
funny.
are mine.
I would pitch Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker. I'm surprised you guys didn't pitch that for visuals.
Angel Has Fallen. What about
Fuck,
that?
you're right.
I
would have lost.
I figured you guys forgot
Those
it.
planets.
I figured you guys forgot it. I had it on my list, but I did not want to see it on there. So
Damn it! I would have locked it.
you like that? You like that?
Yeah.
How'd you guys forget it?
That's fine. Just wait till best film.
I
Done.
yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
That's all mine. I think that's a problem that we talk about a lot in this cast this year. That there were a lot of disappointing movies, but
Yeah.
to call them the worst is a tough thing.
One I haven't seen, but I feel like it would have been on there if we did see it. Is Rambo: Last Blood? I heard that one
would've been
was
so good. I
fucking
bet. I wanna
terrible.
see it.
Yeah, like the thing
Don't
is with
be
worst is
excited.
like I feel like the movies that are just this bad, most people don't see because they
exactly.
just have better
Yeah.
reviews. I have like 3 that I've talked about. You guys don't want to back. That's fine. I'm fine with having these 5 on there.
Yeah, if we can't think of anything else, this 5 is.
We have 5. What are we locking?
Well, do you
Just
have any
kidding.
more, you or Kirkland?
Let's cut all of them. You know, fuck these movies.
Cats. I heard that
Oh,
one was
I
terrible.
haven't
haven't
seen
seen
it.
it.
Though.
I think
Yeah,
it
me
sounds
neither.
great. I'm excited to see that movie.
Lock those 5 and just
Yeah,
call
let's
it
do
a name. Yeah, yeah.
Our 5 worst movies: The Fanatic, featuring John Travolta, Scary Stories to Tell, In the Dark, Dark Phoenix, Shockingly Evil, Vile. Fuck, who knows what the title is? And then Hellboy.
Shocking.
What a list of
vile movie.
shit movies.
There you go, Jason Ford, fellow patron. We've got Phoenix on there because he was really mad that it wasn't on the decade worst stuff. So there you go. It's on for 2019.
Yeah, I don't think it's that bad. It's not that bad.
for the
Dark
year.
Phoenix. Yeah, I don't think of the decade. I agree with you. Okay, so now we're at best. We're at the big crescendo. Taylor's touching himself there. Don't worry, Taylor. You get to eat soon.
Fucking starved.
Eat these fucking Timbits.
Too much sugar.
All right, I'll start us off with Joker.
I backed it.
Movie of the year.
Kirkland doing some weird voices, but I support.
That
him,
was
love him.
my Charles Boyle, my insinuation voice.
No one's talking. Avengers Endgame.
Yeah.
Yep.
No one's talking. I will start talking on the Dr. Sleep, PhD, MD, all those D's
yeah, I back
on
it.
there.
I'll back it. I got Aladdin.
Oh, okay.
Because I just fucking love Aladdin. I was.
I
popping
really
off
like
with
that movie, but it didn't make my list, unfortunately.
No.
I got Godzilla.
We can cut it later,
Yeah,
boys.
I got Lighthouse because that was probably one of my
Light
favorite
is
movies.
mine.
Back that.
That's two backs. Or did you back? Oh yeah.
Do I have backing on Godzilla?
Were you gonna back that?
King of Monsters?
I kind of have to because I feel like we have a lot of disagreeing on a lot of the top five.
Once upon a
so
time in Hollywood.
Yeah,
Yes,
back it.
please.
Because okay, well, I'll throw this out for a temperature check. Captain Marvel.
Not for me.
We're all very positive on the review, but people have all forgotten.
I think it.
I think that's a sign.
Well, it also just came out so long ago, and I unfortunately haven't rewatched it.
Disney Plus.
To me, it just has such weak villains that I don't know.
I think
That
that's
really brings it down for
I
me.
think-
When
yeah.
I think about the movie, I think, man, the villains sucked in that movie,
I would agree with that.
which is not what you want to hear. You
Yeah,
know?
I got really. I have. That's a problem. I have ones that we're all mixed on.
I'll pitch Us.
boy.
I think Us is a solid movie. Here, okay, I'm going to cut it to you straight. To me, Joker, Endgame, and Hollywood, those are the movies. One of those is going to win. The question is,
Lighthouse?
what else is going to make it in our top 5? So
You funded me lobster.
I'm just throwing stuff out. Really, those 3 are the ones that matter, and then it's a fucking shit show for the rest of them. That's my opinion. I'm just putting it all out on the line, and I think Us deserves them to be in conversation for those other 2 slots.
I think Dylan's right. I'll back him.
I'll back you.
Rise of Skywalker?
I cannot back that. In good faith, I cannot back that movie.
That is probably my favorite of the new trilogy, but unfortunately, it's not my favorite movie of the year, so I cannot.
Is it a top fiver?
Of the year, my top 5 is everything to the left of us.
Yeah, I'd have to. That's kind of my thing. This has almost become like worst film
Yeah.
because my top 5
Here's
is
a tricky one for me is Glass, because Glass,
I love Glass. Yeah.
it's been 12 months since I've seen the movie, so it's just like really tricky. But I listened to our review and I was quite positive on it.
Yeah.
And I do think it is great. I think there's some great performances. I think it's it's a weird as fuck trilogy, but it's interesting how it kind of ends it.
Is McAvoy just as good in that as he is in Split?
No,
No, okay.
No, because it dilutes, like there's other characters. There's 3 characters that kind of even.
it's less on him. I would say
He's still great in it.
I would say the same thing though for Captain Marvel though. If you forgot about it till you listen to the review, should we put it on there? I'm somebody that loves Glass.
I
Yeah.
like if we're just trying to get movies on there, I'll back Cat Marvel.
don't think-
because I really like that movie.
I don't know if we need to though because
Yeah.
and where were you on Glass? Did you ever see it?
No, I just saw Split.
Because if we put Captain Marvel and Glass, are they just gonna get erased right away? And that's the same thing as like
Yeah, realistically.
because you guys had Midsommar, that's not a thing. We had Ad Asher, that's not a thing. Toy Story 4, not a thing. And then those are the ones I have. So that's why I feel like we just have to discuss between discuss who's that 5th slot.
Yeah, so to me, so it goes those 3 I mentioned, and then after that for me, it is Midsummer. Reason being because, I mean, it's not as good as Hereditary, and that's where it's like tricky for me. But I think the thing is, Ari Aster is just making incredibly unique movies. No one else is making movies like him. I like how his first horror movie was just like kind of classic in the sense that it's like this horror movie that takes place in a house with like people who are fucking possessed, right? It's like pretty classic. Whereas this one, he just went off the fucking rails. We're going to Sweden. There's some weird ass
That
cult.
sex scene.
There's some really fucking weird shit going on. There's some weird lore that's built
Did
up.
you like that scene?
I love.
You still get some great.
Watch out, my
You
girlfriend,
still
my
get an
dad.
amazing performance from Florence Pugh. You get some amazing cinematography. You get some good music. You get a lot of that just feeling unsettled vibes. You get some weird trippy shit.
Yeah, you don't have to sell me on that. I totally agree.
Well,
We'll
I
let it
know.
in. Me and Taylor just want something else in as well. So
Yeah,
Into
and,
the best movie.
yeah.
and to me, Ad Astra is like a very bad movie.
Well, that's
See,
fine.
I-
to,
I
to
don't think-
Taylor, Midsummer's a really bad movie.
See, I don't think Ad Astra is a very bad movie. I just think it's like awesome space stuff, but also just like mediocre film. I don't know.
Fair enough.
It's
And I feel the
it's
same.
lesser to
I feel the same as
Interstellar.
Midsummer, where the story very generic, very predictable. What happens when they first get to camp? They split up and people start going missing. That's like I don't know a horror film out of 1920. The only thing that's great is the visuals and the acting. So that's around the same thing. I don't hate Midsommar, but I would not put it in the top 5. The only way I would is striking that Ad Astra deal.
Looking at
Yeah,
this
and
list,
there's no world where I would like if Ad Astra's on this list, I would legitimately quit
Exactly.
Geekverse. Like
There you
that's
go.
how much I hate that movie.
Like
so.
looking at this list, I just think my picks are like Joker, Endgame, Doctor Sleep, Lighthouse, and Us. Just because, again, I haven't seen Hollywood, but those would be my 5 picks.
Is there anything else to throw on the list? Like
I don't
No.
think
I like
anything.
Zombieland, but it's not on the caliber. I would say Knives Out is in the conversation.
Yeah.
I
what-
feel like these are
It's
all of our
possibly in my top
picks.
5, but I don't know.
I have nothing else to
Okay.
add.
I say we cut Us and move along.
I agree with Travis.
See, here's the thing that's tricky for me. What's tricky for me is I did not enjoy watching Lighthouse. When I was in the theater, I was not enjoying my time, and it wasn't even that it was like a midsummer thing where I'm feeling unsettled and weird. It was just like I'm very bored. This is a very boring movie. Yet at the same time, I can see that Willem Dafoe, great performance. Robert Pattinson, great performance. Cinematography, it's great.
Yeah.
Score, I don't know. I guess we didn't really talk about the score. I think there is some good moments in there. There's some weird fucking scenes. There's some weird shit. It's like interesting movie. I can appreciate some of what it does, but I did not enjoy the movie. I don't like it. I don't think it's a good movie.
Yeah, I'm tough between those two, but I think.
And that's the thing where when I look at what the competition is, I think I like Doctor Sleep, but I think you guys will like it more than me. I don't know. To me, it was just to me, Shining is miles better, and that's too bad. Whereas most sequels, you could say like, oh, it's at least just as good or something like that. And then Us, I think it's good, but I don't love it. So I don't know. I don't know what to vote, honestly.
I'm a lock on Sleep. That one's a lock for me.
Yeah, I am a hard lock on Sleep.
Hard lock.
Taylor, where are you on Sleep?
For me, it's either gonna in my opinion, it's all of them except Hollywood because I haven't seen Hollywood.
Right, so you're kind of.
So do we just do like our top 5? And then one will.
Well, we just put ticks by what we'd get rid of.
We'll just put ticks.
Well, is there anything that we can all safely lock Joker, Endgame, and Hollywood? Well, not all of us, but we can at least get 3 locks on all of those, right?
Yeah, they're locked. Yeah. And then I think Dr. Sleep is locked because Taylor, right? Yeah, so that's locked as well.
Nice.
So it's between Us and Lighthouse.
So the question becomes Lighthouse or Us. And so, yeah, here's the weird thing, where I know I just made that case, but I feel like when I look at this, what would I rather see on the list?
Lighthouse is on there.
Like, I think
how many memes came out of Us? Not many.
Just Travis
How many
doing
came
his
out of
weird little
Lighthouse?
voice. Yeah, like I think I'd rather honestly see Lighthouse on the list, even though I don't like it.
I feel like Lighthouse is a movie that we'll be talking about for like years to come, and Us, unfortunately, it just won't be there.
I'm in the middle. It's up to Dylan if you want to. I'd coin flip it because I'm either way because I think Us is more enjoyable. Lighthouse has the memes and it's more memorable. But then Us, because I looked at it and I think Lighthouse, I don't want to say is a better made movie. I just think there's more interesting stuff. But then Us, it's just, if I had to pick what would you rather watch right now, I would maybe go towards Us. So that's why for me, I'm a 50-50. So I think those two boys are Lighthouse. So it's up to Dylan. If you want to put Lighthouse through, you could. If you wanted to leave it to the gods, we could.
Hey, let's
there you go. Lighthouse is in.
The light is Dylan's.
The light is ours.
Yeah.
Your whole list made it in.
Not a whole lot of.
That was my top 5
not
list.
a whole
so
lot of competition for this year for
I'm
best
surprised.
movie.
I thought you liked Us. I thought you were going to fight for it there.
I like it. It's fine.
But you don't like Lighthouse. That's why I'm surprised. Yeah.
I just feel like Lighthouse is a lot more unique film, even though Us is very
Us is
original.
pretty
It's
good.
It's very
tricky.
original, but
Like,
it's like it's almost gets to like they break into the house. It's like a
is
slasher
Friday.
film.
I watched Us on Wednesday, and I was like, okay, I know these 3 are making it. I know Joker, Endgame, Hollywood are making it.
Mm-hmm.
How do I feel at this last slot? Midsummer's probably not going to make it because these boys don't like it that much. And so I was like watching Us, like, man, I really want to like this movie. I want to love this movie the second time around. I just didn't.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, I just don't. It's a good movie. That's all it is. It's fine. It's good. You know.
Got some scary movies this year.
All right, Golden Geeks. The best movie nominees for 2019 are Joker, Avengers, Endgame, Doctor Sleep, Lighthouse, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
I like that list.
I like that list a
A
lot.
lot of random stuff.
I
All
think
right,
it's,
to close
it's
it
good
off,
enough
this
to-
one's going to be quick, but we're looking forward to the next year. We're going to review all these films. I'm going to start it off with just saying it's out there and it's going to be a lock, and that's Tenet. Nolan's Tenet, right?
Yep.
When we even locked that? No one.
Are we doing like top 5 or just our most anticipated film? I can't remember how we did
Well,
it.
yeah, we'll do top 5, same as usual.
'Kay.
Yeah, so Tenet out there. Yeah.
Tenet.
I will back it.
I'm gonna throw Organ Donor on there. Saw
Oh, yeah.
Saw 9.
Woo.
I will not allow
Organ
it.
donor.
Taylor?
I'll
Come-
back it.
Yes.
I was on the Saw retro. I'm into it.
Yes. And it's this cool title.
We'll bring Jessica back to the podcast.
Yeah.
For
All
Organ
right, what about
Donor.
Dune? Let's get Dune.
Dune's
on
the easy
there.
one for me.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
That cast. Come on. Jump out. Jump out. Jump out.
Quiet Place 2.
Sure, we can talk about
Any
it.
biters? Any nibblers?
Nah.
Nah.
Yikes.
Oh.
Boom! You went for the fish. We kicked
I
it
like
away.
loud movies.
Ghost.
You
Oh,
went for
so
the fish.
Godzilla versus Kong. There we go. That's a loud movie. Anyone? Anyone Godzilla Kong fans?
Which movie?
No.
Brackets.
I don't remember this one.
Soul, Pixar.
I'd back it.
Let's go down.
You need another one though.
Jamie
Yeah.
Foxx.
Jamathan Fox.
Oscar
Pixar.
winner.
I'll
Music,
back it as long as
jazz
you guys
music.
back Birds of Prey for at least a contender.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Okay,
Fuck
done.
yeah, boy. Let's go.
Ghostbusters.
I will back that.
I won't.
Oh, Dylan, you're a big Ghostbusters fan.
Finn Wolfhard,
Paul
come
Rudd.
on.
Paul
Paul
Rudd.
Rudd.
Big, yeah, Paul
Paul
Rudd.
Rudd.
Oh,
Paulie.
yeah.
Stephen
It's
Wright,
Paul Rudd.
Jason Wright.
No Time to Die. Sorry to
Yeah.
cut you
Oh
off.
yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anna de Armas. Featuring Daniel Craig.
Dylan just fainted. What we got there? We got 1,
That's
2,
my list.
3, 4, 5, 6. We got 7.
Got any New Mutants fans in the room?
Oh hell yeah!
New Mutants, come on, horror movie with an X-Men horror movie.
Magic.
You did an X-Men retro, and you don't want to see the last X-Men movie in this universe.
Yeah, don't you want to see it end better?
an
than Dark
X-Men
Phoenix?
horror movie. You know what's not getting a
Anna
horror movie?
Taylor-Joy.
Hey, think about this. Hey, Kirklin, not gonna let you talk. Think about this. Fucking Doctor Sleep took away its direction. Why? Because they don't want to do horror. You know what's not, you know what
Doctor
is doing
Strange, you
horror?
mean.
New Mutants.
I feel
Demon
like
Bear.
like
Did I say
Sam
Dr.
Jackson
Sleep?
and Dwayne the Rock Johnson on the other guys. Should we aim for the bushes?
Yeah.
I'm in.
Oh,
I'm
okay.
confused.
I'll back it.
That's a back. That's a back. Yeah. That's like.
I mean, look at each other.
That's the only
Yeah.
Marvel one I got because no to Venom, no to Morbius, and Black Widow Eternals. I'll pass on.
How about Sonic? I know you guys are interested.
I'm so excited for that film.
Oh yeah. You big Sonic
Fuck
fans.
Sonic.
You want what?
Fuck Sonic.
Most anticipated.
No, I can't back it. It looks awful.
Jesus Rolls, the spin-off sequel to The Big Lebowski, currently has like 5 stars on IMDb right now.
I
Not
can't
doing
do
great.
that. Yeah, because I think John Turturro directed, and I don't trust
He
John
did.
Turturro as a director.
Yikes, John Turturro. Are you just burning your papers over there?
Yeah, it's an annual
He's
ritual.
gonna eat them.
They have his tax.
He's that
I'm gonna go to
returns.
Sweden.
Any other movies, boys? I'm gonna vote Brahms.
Yeah,
Brahms Boy, you
Brahms
got
Boy
my
2.
vote.
That's my back.
Yeah.
Oh,
Please
yeah.
do not let this go through. Our nerd credit, geek credits can be gone on the Facebook. No.
Can we retro like the first one?
Yeah.
I'm down to
Yeah,
do it.
let's
'cause
do
it's
that.
So bad.
Brahms.
It's so bad.
Dylan, you haven't seen it, right?
Dylan's gonna hate the movie.
I love Brahms.
But maybe
So
Brahms
good.
1.
we can't.
Fucking cinema, breaking down the door of cinematography. He shows up at Chris Nolan's house. He's like, "Hey, fuck you. I'm making Brahms too." All right. What
So
else?
glad you pitched that.
The Color of Space. Anyone? Nick Cage.
Yeah, sign me up.
Yeah. Anyone else? Come on.
No, it's just.
I
Mom and
Brahms
Dad.
you up, bro.
I know I can't.
100%. Are you kidding me? Nick Cage. Okay, literally. Here's the thing. Nick Cage.
Sell me.
Space dust, and it makes the people go crazy. You're gonna get some mom and dad action. And we're going
I haven't
back.
seen it.
We're going back to the mansion at Knives Out. So you
That's
know.
unconfirmed, by the way.
No, but think about this though. Okay, Tenet and Dune are locks, right?
Tenet's a lock for me.
Tenet lock.
Not Dune.
Not doing yet. No, I
Okay.
gotta see what's on there. 'Cause
Tenet,
if stuff like fucking Brahms is getting on there,
Yeah, should we put Brahms in there?
I
I'd
gotta
like
be
to lock
careful with the
Brahms
lock.
right now. We can
no
lock him.
way.
Lock
Come
Brahms?
on.
I can't.
I'll
I
lock
can't.
Come on,
do
Kirk.
it.
Brom it up, baby.
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
No Time to Die. That's a lock.
I'd lock it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
No Time to Lock.
No time to Brahm. I mean,
about Birds of
Organ
Prey?
Donor is a lock for me. I'm stoked for this movie.
I'm not
Yeah.
locking anything else until I get Birds of Prey locked.
Okay, well I'm not gonna do that yet because I want to use that as a bargaining chip for
Can we
Travis.
cut-
Brahms.
What about
Ghost-
Soul?
Let's cut Ghostbusters.
Oh.
Yeah, cut it. Get it out of here.
Cut Ghostbusters?
Yeah,
I
cut it.
disagree.
It's dead. Okay.
I'll
That's
lock
two votes.
Soul if you ghost bust me.
You don't have to do that yet, though.
I
you
do
don't.
not do that.
I'm just offering it.
I'm getting advice
Extending
from
in
my
the bargaining
lawyer
chip.
to
Wait.
not do that yet.
Do you want Soul in there, Taylor?
Do you want me
You
to want
love
Soul
music.
on there?
I asked you.
Oh, I don't like this. No, I take my chip.
I think I could be whatever you want me to be on Soul.
I don't know if I'm more excited for Dune or Organ Donor. That's my problem.
I can't support Saw, so you will never
You
get my vote
can't
for that.
support Saw. They're just horror films. They're not like trafficking people.
No, it is going against my code.
Okay.
All right. Well, let's cut some stuff.
Let's cut Brahms, please.
Let's cut New
I don't
Mutants.
want to cut Brahms.
No, are you kidding
I don't want
me?
to cut.
How about we
Brahms.
cut?
Are you
New-
really that excited
Let's
for
cut
that
New
film?
Mutants.
No.
Cut New Mutants.
You want to know?
cut it?
New Mutants.
New Mutants?
Come on.
Uh,
Is it the
I'm-
best on here? No, it's not even in the
I
fifth.
like that you pitched it to Kirkland so hard, and
Yeah, but
You're the
then I
first to cut
then I
it.
saw fucking Brahms on
I,
there.
I can't cut it yet.
oh,
Can we cut Soul?
No.
I would back.
You're the
it,
one
I
that backed
think.
me on that.
I would cut Soul.
I'd cut Soul.
You
That's
just want
three, I'd cut
Brahms on
Soul.
there.
We will make it a coin flip at least, Kirkland. We won't let them get Brahms on there.
baby. Let's go Brahms.
So Dune is not getting on there yet.
Yes, it is.
Okay, I vote Dune.
No, I didn't lock
Wait,
it.
you're excited for it?
I
No, he's
didn't know it was a movie. I love that there's all these actors and actresses in it, but I don't know what it's about.
Don't
or
lock
Does it matter?
It's a Denis He made Arrival. He made Blade Runner. And
I'll
he's making
lock-
another
I'll
movie
lock it if you
with
two
all
love
these
Birds of
fucking
Prey.
actors, and there's sand
I'm
in it
in.
because
I'm
there's
in, yeah.
dunes.
I'd back
That's
that.
my
Dune
deal.
and Birds.
That's my deal. I'll lock Dune right now if we lock
Let's
Birds.
do it.
Yep.
Boom, done.
Yep. That's 3 votes.
Taylor, you missed
I
out.
feel like Taylor gets shafted out of the
Yeah.
Do you even need a fourth person here? I'm a fourth wheel.
All right, so I say we coin flip Organ Donor and Brahms.
No way! Come
No.
on. Taylor, what would you rather see?
I would have honestly. I would have done Organ Donor over Birds of Prey.
Well, I wouldn't have backed you.
But
All right, everyone pick your one vote.
Brahms.
Organ donor.
Ghostbusters.
No, Kirkland. Throw it on.
Ooh,
Throw it on
I have so
Brahms.
much power. Unlimited power.
You know I'm not
can't
gonna
be-
back Organ Donor.
Dylan, it's a reimagining of Saw. You got Samuel Jackson, Chris
Oh,
Rock,
you
Saw
got
But
Nine.
Brahms, baby, it's fucking Brahms too.
It's a
The
sequel.
boys are back. The devil made me do it. Brahms too. Oh, it's this
You-
long-awaited sequel.
You know you will see it and regret it. Yes! Organ donor.
Can I change my vote?
No, you can't.
Why not?
I guess you could.
I want to change it to Ghostbusters.
No!
Coin flip. Yeah.
I'll vote Brahms. I'll vote Brahms.
No, don't. No, come
Really?
on.
I don't want fucking Ghostbusters on this list.
You'll
I'm
actually go Brahms if I go
If
to
you switch that,
Brahms?
then I'll switch to Ghostbusters, and it's either Ghostbusters or Brahm.
You want to leave it to Ghostbusters or Brahm? You wanna go
No,
that
I want Organ Donor or Brahm. I don't want Ghostbusters.
Kirkland, switch to Organ donor. Remember when I gave you
No.
Dr. Sleep for visuals?
Yeah. And
Give me Organ
You
donor.
could switch to Brahm.
Give
and
me
then we
Organ
go
Donor.
Brahm and Ghostbusters. Or
Remember when I voted Godzilla and Ken Watanabe?
That's true.
Give me fucking.
Out of
Organ
everything
Donor.
on that list, I am not voting for Organ Donor.
Come on. It's ridiculous.
I hate Saw. Like you'll never get
This
my
one
vote
should
on
not
that.
be so
Taylor,
hard.
take it off Brahms. You don't want that there.
I'm moving it to Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Well, then we're coin flipping it. Okay. Organ donor. Last coin flip is heads.
Oh my God.
Tails.
No, can we please have an Organ Donor or
Yes.
Brahms?
It's
If
Ghostbusters.
if I kept it on Brahms, I mean it would still be Organ Donor.
Tails, Ghostbusters. Heads, Organ donor.
You're so bad with coin flipping, dude. I've never seen anyone as bad as you at coin flipping. We lost Travis. He's
Brahms took
he's
it.
in the Brahms right now. Brahms too. I can't wait to retro fucking Brahms.
The first one's not even called Brahms.
Yeah, it is.
Brahms is the boy's name.
I'm not gonna watch the first one. I'm just going to Brahms. Jesus, dude. Well, that's it. It's gonna be Brahms then. Brahms is the number 3. So if neither of the other ones get voted for, you got to Brahm it up. Flip the Timbit.
Do the links. Plug the links.
Taylor, where can they find us?
I got a quarter. Let's flip it.
Flip it, okay.
Here,
Hey.
Travis, redeem yourself.
Flip it.
Heads is Organ Donor.
Come on, for the sake of the fans. Which one's which? Which one's which?
Heads was Organ Donor,
Heads was Organ Donor.
Yeah.
according to Travis.
And it is Tails.
No! No! Ghostbusters.
Yeah.
Yes, team champ.
Yeah, team
It's like
champ.
good flip when they did it
And
when they weren't looking.
Your Golden Geek most anticipated movies of 2020 are Tenet, Dune, Birds of Prey, No Time to Die, and Brahms 2, The Boy.
That's not it. It's Ghostbusters.
What?
Take that guy's pen away.
I think I did great with the pen.
Taylor, where can they find us?
Oh,
Ladies and gentlemen, you can find us in the search bar, Geek vs. Space Podcast, Geek vs. Cast on Twitter, Patreon, and especially Podbay.
Go vote on these. Tell us what
Especially
you want to
Podbean.
see
Yeah.
in the Facebook
If
comments.
you
on
want
social
Brahms,
media.
if you want to do a coup and get Brahms on there, let us know.
And also, if you're not a Facebook person, you know, we can post these on Twitter, and you can just tell us what you want as well.
Mm-hmm.
It may not count for the vote necessarily, but just I want to hear your thoughts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Put 'em out there.
Discussion.
Or you can just
conversation.
message us.
Links are down below for the video and audio. Please like, review, subscribe. We got tons of stuff happening. You're going to want to be
Jackets,
around
everyone.
for the winner. So thank you very much for tuning in to the Golden Geeks. I love doing this.
Yes.
I promise you next time it won't be boring.
Brahm out, baby.
See you next year.
Goodbye.